How's it going, my friends? I hope you guys are doing well. It's time for some King of the Hill, so certainly going to be quite a bit of fun. Let me go ahead and get an army blocker up because I am going to be starting off the King of the Hill. And we're just going to get this party started in just a moment. So yeah, very excited, guys. Let's spend our Sundays together. Here in the States, it's kind of a holiday weekend, so the beaches are all flooded and crazy and whatnot. Thought about maybe trying to sneak out there, but a little bit wild considering some of the pictures I did see. So perfect. We're here. Yes, welcome to the stream, my friends. You're early. And first match, it's going to be my Greenskins against Sacred Band Willamos and his Glorious Empire. So yeah, always a fun matchup, a classic one. The Battle of Blackfire Pass, all kinds of good times to come. But we certainly have some pretty good players playing on today's list. Some new players as well. Rado, just in time for your workout? Yeah, man, got you covered. We're all set. For Franz? We might see Franz here. Yeah, I don't know. Against Greenskins, I think the more common picks are like Volkmar the Grim and... I don't know, who else is super common here in this matchup? Yeah, Volkmar. He was pretty much a staple for a long time. Yeah, Franz, Boris Todbringer were also very good. You know, they cause terror, really good at just gooning out the Greenskin characters, but Greenskins are a lot harder to goon now. They're not as much fresh fish as they were before. You can't get them as easily. So yeah, we're going to be playing the good old Greenskins, the Gits, facing off against the Sons of Sigmar. Oh god, not the birthday memes again. Not again! Not like this! Yeah, not like this. So it's going to be Willamos, Avemove Hacker, Undertaker, Soothsayer, Malverde, Rubber Duck of War, Chill Warlock, Mole Spaghetti, Happy Puppy, and Bilbo Bagosh. And then we also have a couple players on reserve as well. Sarmatian, Ice Power, I think Aerocrastic was on there as well, Redneck Buddha, and Aren. So yeah, we're all set. Yes, it's going to be a good King of the Hill. Am I going to claim the crown today? I don't know. There's some really good players, so hard to say. Anyways, let's get this party started. No more games. We're on, I think it's going to be, what map are we on? Castle Drakenhof, I think, is the one. The first games are always tricky. It's like your waking up game, especially when you're playing against Europeans, because, you know, I'm just like kind of getting my morning started, and they've been up, so I got to make sure to like try and pay attention to the minimap, make sure I'm not missing any huge flanks or anything like that. That's always what gets me in these early games. Maybe I should play like at the end of the stream. Yeah, be like the final boss or something. Although, I had the itch, you know? Got to get in there and play. Got to do it. So let's get rid of the dreaded screen blocker first. Again, welcome to the stream, everyone. The screen blocker has been slain this day. River Trolls are pretty bad, yeah, unfortunately, in multiplayer. Even in campaign, there's no point of taking them when you have access to Stone Trolls. It's just kind of like, why would you do that? Yes. Oh, no, this is normal King of the Hill, but I just figured I would use some trolls, or a troll in the first game, so we'd call it Troll King of the Hill. And I do have a couple, so. All right, so we have a front line of Fanatics and Orc Boys. Trying to think how I want to set up this front line, though. I think the Fanatics are going to be like more flanking. Because the Empire likes to do frontal charges with their heavy cav. It's much riskier now, though, with the new Greenskin snares. So these Fanatics can be offset a little bit. These ones can be offset as well. And the Fanatics are there in case he goes like Greatsword. If he goes Greatsword, then you can wreck them with the Fanatics. If you land your shots. And, you know, the thing about Fanatics is they're not like the most accurate, so sometimes they do miss pretty horribly. Oh, I only brought 2 archers? I thought I brought more. Oh, well, I guess it's just 2. That'll do, pig. That'll do. We got a Hag, we got a Goblin Big Boss, the classic power combo here for the Greenskins. Skarsnik, of course, with his Rampage. It's not free, but certainly does some work. So we have a Doomdiver Catapult, just to try and force him in. If he's going with like a wagon or a skirmish build, Pistoliers, Outriders, I want to have something that can at least, you know, force him in. It's actually set up a little bit more like this, although there's this annoying rock here, but I guess we'll be able to work around it. Very good. All right, cool. So I actually really do like Broken Tusk Mob here. Even though, like, pound for pound, they're not as strong for their cost as many, you know, other heavy cav. They still give Vampire Knights a lot of trouble with their high armor values. So let's get one Spider Rider kind of defending this bad boy in the back. We have our Skirmishing Corps as well, just to go poke and stroke. Broken Tusk Mob here. Trolls will be lurking in the back. The Trolls are super good against the Empire. Those Trolls are defending. These are our mobile Trolls, and these guys are the Doomdivers. Good luck, have fun! Hopefully he just defeats me right away so I can get to casting. But it's so much fun starting off the King of the Hills. Alright, let's do it. Here we go. So, Doomdiver Catapult, what do we have here? We have some Pistoliers we can start shooting at. Exactly the reason why I like to bring them. We get our Wolfies over there as well. Check the minimap, because I'm still waking up. Yep, Volkmar the Grim, no surprise. No surprise. He's been like the classic pick against the lads for quite some time. So we're just going to kind of do a little bit of skirmish play. He's got some great swords in the front, it looks like. No, swordsman, actually. That's fine. Cool, so we're getting some poke there. Doomdiver Catapult should be able to trace them down, no problem. Get some Spider Riders over here to maybe pursue, if need be. Skirmishers keep going. Everything looks good, and it looks like he's maybe trying to snipe someone. I'm going to try and juke it here if we can. Oh, yeah, we juked that. Nope, he's going for the trolls. Okay, it doesn't even kill a troll model, which is good. All right, so we have some archers. Looks like huntsmen, maybe. Stone trolls can intercept these guys on the far side. And the wolf riders can keep chasing down the pistoliers for now. Cool, so we got to focus on the frontline fighting. Yeah, what are those, archers or huntsmen? Actually, huntsmen. Yeah, as long as we keep our characters back, it's really not too big of a deal. Get archers moving up, get the goblins kind of screening up a little bit. Pigs are just kind of lurking in the shadows. Doom Diver Catapult's still racking up the kills, which is not a problem at all. So let's get the little fanatics out there, see if we can head off those Knights of the Blazing Sun. And he's going after the hag, yeah, no surprise. But if he doesn't finish the hag, the thing is she regenerates too. So it's pretty good for us. Another fireball coming in, maybe going after the Doom Diver Catapult. We'll see. All right, so some Empire Heavy Cav coming in. Let's go ahead and drop some fanatics right here, see if we can actually make contact. And you'll be surprised, it actually does some good damage. All right, so that's going here. Broken Tusk Mob can go ahead and intercept. We'll pull back, pull back. Volkmar the Grim has engaged, so let's go ahead and rampage in here. And our archers have scooted a little bit too far forward, so we'll just pull back here, no problem. All right, Spider Riders, let's go. Broken Tusk Mob should be able to head those guys off. And now we have, they need stabbing, so let's go ahead and pop it on him. Let the people know he needs stabbing. We have our little goblos as well, so we're just gonna do a big old frontal goblin throw here. Move you guys back. Actually, we need to intercept them. All right, no problem. So our archers are free now. Start shooting at Volkmar. And the pigs, we can pull back as well. Doom Diver Catapult doing some great work, for sure. I'm not sure where his fireballs are going, actually. Let's see if we can get his caster here. So, yeah, we're getting some shanks on Volkmar. He's going down somewhat quick. We do have a Fate of Una as well, so let's go ahead and drop that on these guys. And if he's not careful with his caster, we could even peel back here with our little character Goon Squad and take him out. Let's go ahead and see if we can get him. Send in some troops in the front. Fanatics go engage those dudes. Pull them back. Get the Broken Tusk Mob intercepting. Should be okay. Spider Riders, where are you going? All right, let's get the trolls in here. All right, so we're going to try and rampage his caster right now. Yeah, let's do this. See if we can get him down. Perfect. We have a Spirit Leech as well, so we'll Spirit Leech him. Hopefully we'll be able to get in there and cause some problems. We need the Spider Riders actually right in the center, I think. So he's getting kind of low. Yeah, we might be able to get the caster here. We'll mither this character as well. Okay, so the character is actually shattered now. Stone Trolls have engaged against Knights on the flanks. Get the big boss coming back in to help with the Demogryph Knights. Ooh, that's really, really nasty, actually. We're going to have to Fate of Una here. Just because we might lose the caster. Okay, so we kind of traded casters, which is fine, I suppose. We have our Wa now. Let's go ahead and pop this. Skarsnik's in there still shanking. Spider to Bad Moon, we can give it to all these characters as well. And it looks like we're going to win the flank engagement, although the Stone Trolls are taking a bit of damage and wavering, but I think they're going to beat those Knights. Good, so we got our character back, which is awesome. Demogryph Knights are broken off. Let's keep the Doom Diver Catapult shooting at them. Those are actually Royal Altdorf Griphites, so they're no slouches. Pull you guys back front and center. And the Broken Tusk Mob can pull back here. Let's get our skirmishers going to chase. Broken Tusk Mob needs to come and collapse on the back. And good, so the Knights of the Blazing Sun did get crumped. We have Spirit Leech, yeah. Oh, we actually have Goblin Big Boss to chase those guys. We can just switch these onto Volkmar, for example. All right, I think we should have some Fanatics by now. Good, let's go ahead and throw them right here. Should wreck some of those State Troopers. Go after Volkmar. Doom Diver Catapult's in good shape. Spider Riders can come in and collapse here. Hag has survived, but not by much. We can just Spirit Leech these Spearmen down. Yeah, the Stone Trolls are really, really good against Empire Heavy Cav. Really, really solid. And taking some shots here. Let's pull the piggies back. Although we're heavily armored, we can afford to blitz. Let's not risk it. Spider Riders can go here, and our Wolf Riders can chase down those Pistoliers. Great. So our Archer line is more or less intact. It looks like, oh, he was able to get some Heavy Cav and maybe get my Doom Diver. So we're going to mither those guys, or mither, however the hell you say that word. Looks good. Skarsnik in the front, crumping away. We should have enough tools to deal with him later. We have the Fanatic Ball, so let's go ahead and throw him right here. And what do we have in the back here? Looks like the big boss was able to chase those guys down. Great. Go, collapse right there. Volkmar just going balls deep, though. Volkmar is still going to be a big issue. Get our Broken Tusk Mobbers back. And the skirmishing game is going well, for sure. So it's good scrap, though. Good proper scrap here. Let's actually rampage Volkmar. Pull him in. And the big boss should be nearby, too. Yeah, he's not quite. Volkmar still might beat Skarsnik. I'm not sure. Still a little bit of a scary thing. Alright, you guys come here. You pigs come in. Go after him if you can. The Grand Hammer of Sigmar is activated, so yeah, we need the Stone Trolls in there. Skarsnik's actually still taking a ton of damage. Come on, Spider Riders. They need stabbing. We need to use this on him right here. Skarsnik is designed to kill such characters, though. GG. It's a good game, man. It was a scrappy one. Alright, GS King of the Hill. Cool, man. There we go. Ellie, yes, I've won King of the Hills, but on other streams, on other people's streams. I don't really... This is the second time I think I played on my own. Alright, so let's go ahead. Turin, we get one. It's a lot to keep track of. Greenskins have all sorts of buttons and levers and switches now. The Rampage was good, but honestly, it didn't win me the game there. Yeah. Hey, Calamar, thank you. 20 SEK, tithe for the mullet god. Appreciate it, man. All right, so now we have A-Move Hacker. Let's get him in here. He's a solid dwarf player. So A-Move Hacker, if you're watching. Damn, that was micro-intensive. 2 out of 10, not enough pistoliers. Yeah, maybe. Because I had enough mobile stuff to actually pressure his pieces down. But the Doom Diver and the Stone Trolls are really, really MVPs there. All right, so A-Move. You're up. Oh, did he say happy birthday? I think Willamo said happy birthday. Dziękuję, my friend. Dziękuję. A-Move, it has to be next on the list. All right, so next we have Undertaker. Just coordinating with the players here. Cool. So it's actually going to be Undertaker. Just changing up the list real quick. Why collect Empire over Dwarves? I really like the Empire aesthetics. Like, I like their more diverse playstyle in tabletop. So I want to be able to use like cav and like, you know, a mixture of cav, cannons, bows, like monstrous units. So I wanted to have like a big centerpiece like Karl Franz, and that's why I picked Empire for tabletop. Are you going to, let's see here. 1 second here. And here we go. Turin, you ever thought about bringing in more ranged poison units for Greenskins? I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's not a bad idea. So Undertaker, where are you at, man? Let's get you in here. I'm going to message him in Discord. Hang tight. Let's find him. He should be on my friends list. Cool. So do you guys want to see more Crumpin? You want to see more Greenskin action? Is that what we're kind of leaning towards here? Bioarm, dude, give me the Bioarm. I'll take it all day. What do you think is the strongest Greenskin faction in campaign? If you're not including Grom and his like cooking mechanic, probably Grimgor. Grimgor's like position and his ability to rapidly expand by taking out Crooked Moon is just like, not Crooked Moon, the Bloody Hands and like the other Greenskin sub-factions is just insane. Yeah, it's just insane. So he wants to go Dwarves. This will actually be interesting. Yeah. Dwarfs. Because, yeah, we actually, in the Paunch tournament we had, so the big early access tournament, we saw Greenskins lose to the Dwarves, actually. So we'll see if our boy here is up to the task. For the map, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll do Carrick Buffdar. We'll give him a nice old Dowie map, which will be fun. Let me go ahead and get my blocker up. And I guess I'll go Greenskins. I'm just going to keep crumping until I can't crump anymore. Yeah. The Troll King, yes. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. You guys are such trolls. Full trolls. I don't know. Yeah, something to think about. All right, so going to go with my Greenskins. I'm trying to become I love playing the new Greenskins, so I'm just going to go balls deep with it here. Do we really need you, though? Doesn't really seem super necessary. All right, that looks fine. The thing about the Dwarves is you always have to watch out for like gyrocopter spam. That's the stuff that's really, really nasty. Yeah, there are a couple of those. The dreaded gyrocopter spam. A lot of Dwarf players will like to bring like 3 or 4 of those. They do really good, especially against like Grom and characters like that. All right, so what else do we want? They need stabbing, it would appear. Yeah, we'll bring her. She's always fun. There's only one her on the Greenskin roster, so I think you guys know who it is. Yeah, we need more Daka. Just in case he goes. The Swamp Things would be pretty fun too. Oh man. Every bone in my body is itching for a rogue idol. I'm not 50 years old yet. No, I'm getting there though. I'm 31 at the moment. My birthday is actually July 12th. Stone Trolls all day. Stone Trolls are way, way better. Yeah, they're just way, way better. Actually, you know what? Screw that. We're going with you. He actually has some new goodness here against dwarves, I think. So that's fine. We don't really need that buff, which is okay. So now we have a lot more money to work with. Against, like, the Rogue Idol's just so bad against dwarves, though. I don't know. Could we make it work? Is the thing? Like, I want a meme, but I also want to, like, show you guys a good build against the dwarves. And there's, like, not a great middle ground here. Almost ready. Oh, how are we doing here? I do want a meme. We'll bring a couple of those guys. That's fine. And just in case, that should be fine as well. Okay, everything's looking good and solid. Cut this. We'll cut this. We don't need those. We can go ahead and get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Stream snipes? No. Oh, you guys want bird techless? Well, if I keep playing, we'll get bird techless, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, that looks fine. Let's cut you. Get one of you. Part of me is like itching to get Haggard Grimgore too. Even though I think this is a matchup that's like decent for him, I don't know if it's the one I would recommend him in. The dwarves still like can snipe him out pretty good. Yeah, we need to get one more Daka piece, so we're just gonna be really greedy here. Cut that. Then we could just get some goblins or something. Yeah, that's fine. All right, looks good to me. I don't know if we have enough to really bunker bust through like a heavy armored build, but we'll see. It's a decent one. Yeah, we have some teeth. We're sure have some teeth here. Badawi. Yeah, I'm actually recording my Skarsnik campaign right now, and even though Greenskins got some huge buffs, man, Skarsnik still has a brutal start, guys. Clan Angren like attacks you on like turn like 10 with like a full stack, including like 4 ethereal ghost characters, and you're just like, I don't want to live here anymore. So obviously the thing you think you would do here is you would spam like a million pump wagons, right? But we saw that actually fail in the Paunch tournament. Get out of here with... Oh my god. That was really loud. I opened up my own video and it played an ad. Probably gonna like demonetize my whole stream. Holy Romeo! Be still my beating heart, the proud Dawi march forth. Yeah, they do, and actually with a super good dwarf player as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for the donation, man. Holy Romeo. Grom is good here, yeah, but I think Grom is really good and you can build around him, but the build I actually brought is not a Grom the Paunch build. He was my first pick, and then I actually switched it. Yeah, I decided to go with... I was able to defeat the Angren stack. Don't worry, guys, I got the screen blocker. I was just minimized looking at something. We're all set. I see the panic setting in chat. Oh, man. If I win this... Oh, man, I think if I win this, I have to play Soothsayer, so... That'll be my demise, I'm sure. All right. So basically, we have a couple Black Orcs. We have the Hammer of Gork, and we also have a Doomdiver Catapult. Yeah. We have a couple Orc Arrow Boys to kind of defend those bad boys. Yeah, that looks good to me. So basically, against Dwarves, I like to kind of like play this very like wide build, just like kind of all over the place. And I think Fanatics will be really punishing against Dwarves as well, since they're pretty slow and can't really get away from them. But, it depends on what he has. We have a huge Gyrocopter hunting squad with the Mangy Marauders, and we do also have the Azag up in the sky, because Azag is really proficient at hunting Gyros as well. And Gyros are like the only thing I really worry about. Yeah, he's got 400 units, so... Pump Wagons will be here. Squig Hoppers will be here as well. And we'll get some Goblins back here in reserve just to help out. May I ask why Arrow Boys over Goblin Archers? Sure, man. So, Finley Dunn. So the reason why against Dwarves you pick Orc Arrow Boys is because Orc Arrow Boys, if you look at their missile strength, have 6 armor-piercing damage, whereas Goblin Archers have 1 or 2. So if you're facing armored opponents, at least in multiplayer, Orc Arrow Boys are exponentially more efficient, and they're also more durable. So if they're taking like artillery fire, they're not going to break and run as quickly. Good luck, have fun. All right. Let's do it. Got some squid coppers. Probably should vanguard those guys. Oh well, too late. Yep, the Royal Dowie Air Force, pretty much as expected. He's got a gyro bomber. The gyro bomber actually has a new suppression mechanic, so it's pretty strong. Yeah, and this is exactly what I was expecting here. Like the gyrocopter fun. We'll actually shoot at him here. And that's like if I had gone with Grom the Paunch, we would have just been in huge trouble. All right, so let's see if we can get the this boy off first. Yeah, we'll just do a little bit of kite and fight, a little bit of poke and stroke. He's got cannon shooting in as well. And we should probably just get the melee army like moving up and just getting ready while we just try and counter the gyrocopters. So I do have Spirit Leech, and you can see he's trying to go after Azag, which is fine. Shoot here as well. I knew it, The gyrocopter memes were coming. Thankfully I brought a couple Orc Airboys as well. Alright, so one of the gyrocopters is in a little bit of trouble. Looks like he's going to go for a gyro bomb here, so we're actually going to Spirit Leech this one. See if we can take it down. And, okay, so let's go ahead and switch. Get the squid coppers up, see if we can weave through. And, I mean, if I kill the gyrocopters, I just basically win the game. Alright, so the Skyhammer's been taken out. We have enough archers, I think. Let's go ahead and switch right here. You guys can switch onto this one now. Just keep going after you. And yeah, Azag's taking a lot of damage, but this is very, very solid for us. So just keep our main forces moving up. I'm going to try and like creep through if he's not paying attention. He might not be. I'm going to chase the Skyhammer all the way off the battlefield, all the way to the bank. Archers, let's go here. Take that one out if we can. And let's see how much attention he's paying here. I'm going to like try and weave through just like so. Very good. All right, so Azag's chasing that thing off. This one's getting chased off as well. So now we can pull you to go help with that. And we'll get the Hammer of Gork hammering in as well. And let's see if we can squeeze through here. Come on, come on. Oh, man, no, that's not good. It's not good. He moved the artillery in front. Okay. I don't know if that was intentional by him, but it worked out pretty well. So he's going after my artillery. No surprises there. So Black Orcs, I think those are... What are those guys? Oh, he has another freaking gyro bomber? Are you serious? How did he afford all that? Goodness gracious. All right, let's pull you guys over here. This might actually be really bad for Azag. He might die here. All right, so the Black Orcs are going in. Let's get ready to drop the Fanatics right there down the pipe. We'll drop the Fanatics right here down the pipe as well. Get the Black Orcs going in there, pull you guys back, Squid Coppers come in. And Azag should be able to get the Skyhammer off the battlefield. And now let's get the mobility over there to help out. All right, so the frontline engagements should be more or less underway. Those are Iron Breakers. It looks like the Fanatics did get them right there. And these guys, can we weave in? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So the Doomdriver Catapult crew is pretty much done for. Yeah. Pump Wagons, let's pull them up as well. Pull you guys up. And Azag is now in the corner against a couple scary foes. Alright, great. So we're in now. Squid Coppers are going to go ahead and try and get onto the artillery, although we could just rear charge into those Iron Breakers there. Black Orcs, let's pull up and around, see if he's paying attention there. Fanatics can just kite back. And Azag is chasing this down. Hopefully our other skirmishers can go. Pump Wagons can just start pumping the jams. There's honestly not too many good pump wagon targets. Oh my god, these Fanatics are just getting wrecked so hard. Yeah, the Black Orcs are doing good work though. Azag's on the hunt, this is good. So let's keep moving here. Let's spam Spirit Leech every chance we get. I really need to get Fate of Buna on the juicy targets too. So let's pump into the side of these ones. Looks like those Black Orcs were able to break that pocket, which is good. We'll pull back now. These Fanatics can loop around. These Fanatics can loop around as well. Oh no, Azag breaking off the battlefield is pretty catastrophic. I might lose because of that. Yeah, oh well. It is what it is. So we have the Black Orcs. We have some Fanatics here. The Pump Wagons are pumping. We need to get onto these. And I think we actually do have the Fanatic Balls here. Yeah, Azag running off the battlefield sucks major. And this Gyrocopter is still here, so let's go ahead and take that out. And do we have any other targets? We can switch onto you. Go, Black Orcs, go! Fanatics charging in. We have an open artillery piece, which we should be able to hammer on. And now the Gyrocopters are almost all gone. But yeah, that's a pretty catastrophic situation for us. Okay, he's going in. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and drop the Fanatics right here, see if we can hit some of those guys and just keep kiting back. These guys should get on the artillery. Let's see if we can get them right here. Just keep going into the artillery here. Pump Wagons are still doing their jam, but they're actually taking a little bit of damage. And looks like we should be able to get this Gyrocopter down. Let's get a couple Goblins over there to protect it, and we have more Fanatics as well. Seems like he's using the, the Squid Coppers are back in business. Charge into those guys. Alright. Yeah, man, Azag running that close to the sun definitely cost me a lot. Black Orcs and sustained combat here is good, though, and a lot of my Fanatics will come back. Just break these guys off, and I guess we can go here and try and drop some. Yeah, I don't want to hit my own Black Orcs though, but I guess it's inevitable here. So these guys pull back. Hammer of Gork is offline temporarily, but the Orc Airboy should be able to get them. Now we finally have our Wah here. Hopefully that'll help. Pump Wagon's cleaning up shop. The Pump Wagon cycle charging might be enough to win it. We'll see. Let's get our skirmishers, our missile cab around the back. Stupid Azag running off the edge of the battlefield. That was painful. Alright, Pump Wagon's still working on those Iron Breakers. Looks like the cannon's back online too, which is rough. But we need to get in there and shut that down if we can. Black Orc should be able to break through eventually. Oh no, the Pump Wagons are so close here. Yeah, and what does he have defending? Norgrimling's Iron Breakers? Yeah, those guys aren't going to break. Let's kite back. Get you guys ready. And we just need to kind of shoot at the gyrocopter if we can. Alright, great. The Hammer of Gork crew's back, so let's move these guys up. Hammer of Gork crew can get back on. Where's their frickin' artillery piece? It's up here. Alright. And the Pump Wagons both rallied. That's actually super clutch for us. We have a couple Fanatics here. We want to keep them alive because they still give us the Fanatic charges. Good, so we broke his gyrocopter. Let's pull you guys back in, you guys back in. And it looks like we might be able to get some goodness right here. We'll see. You just keep running. And you guys just move in and take out that frickin' artillery piece. Looks like he's scurrying back over there now. Oh, the Fanatics broke at the last second. Alright, so we still have some archers coming in. The archers should be somewhat effective too. And Pump Wagons, let's go ahead and just get them away because I really am going to need the Pump Wagons as the game does progress. And do we have any archers that are close? A couple Fanatics here we're going to be able to throw. Thorgrim, well, we might be able to Daka Thorgrim down is the thing. So I'm not like terribly concerned about it. But the cannon piece, ugh. Alright, let's go get the gyrocopter. Alright, so we get the Fanatic ball here. Let's pull you guys back at the Goblins engaging. Split up. Split up. Okay, the Wolf Riders are just about out of ammo at this point. So the purpose for the Wolf Riders at this point is going to be yeah, there we go. Hopefully we can get some dudes. Still can't get that damn cannon down. A couple Iron Breakers defending it, but maybe the Pump Wagons can get in there now and finish it off. Some Black Orcs, some Goblins. Okay, he's here with his gyrocopters. Wolf Riders, what can you guys bring to the table? Not much at the moment. Pump Wagons got in, but Thorgrim's there. He's pissed too. Come on, Pumps. Come on, little Pump. We need you guys. Now more than ever. Looks like they're getting that gyrocopter down. Let's kite back with you. And the crew. See if we can get back on the artillery piece. Pump Wagons can go. I mean, we have some Black Orcs coming back in. We actually have a fair amount of stuff. So the damn gyrocopters. So yeah, we need to get the Pump Wagons back here to start clearing up some stuff. Let's go, little Pumps. Wolf Riders, just kind of keep harassing and pushing. We have more Fanatics to throw as well. We might be able to pull this back, actually, which would be pretty crazy. Black Orcs are going to be very strong, but Thorgrim is still here, and he's quite a proud guy, that Thorgrim. Maybe he still thinks my Wolf Riders have ammo too. That would actually be kind of useful for us. Pump Wagons coming in. Do we have any Fanatic balls? We don't. So let's just kind of pull back and get these Orc Archers up to finish off that damn gyrocopter. You guys keep running, and let's get the Wolf Riders over here to help out in that situation. Good. So the Pump Wagons can push in and start pumping on some of them. Ooh, nice little bombing run right there. That was quite cheeky. But if we get our artillery piece back here, that's going to be a little bit of a problem for him. It's going to be a little bit of a problem. Let's go after these Iron Breakers. Pull them back. Keep kiting. Wolf Riders can catch up eventually. He's probably doing pretty good on ammo. What kind of Fanatic play do we have left? Oh man, if only we had more. Alright, so we got that back up in the sky. The hammer is back. It's going to get taken out though, unfortunately. Maybe the Daka will be able to get it. I don't know. Let's pull these guys back as well. Come on, don't get caught by Thorgrim. He's super slow. There's no way we're saving that. Although the gyrocopters are taking a lot of damage. If we can break the gyros there, that's super useful. Alright, let's go. The crew that could is broken. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go, Pumps. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to pump all over these Longbeards here if we can. Keeping our archers alive is, like, super important. I mean, he's got a cannon. He's got a couple troops. But if we can get the Daka just kind of shooting at those guys unprotected, that's really nice for us. Cool. So the pump wagons might be able to save this situation. Let's see if we can get the Morgub's Magi Marauders around the back. Do a little bit of split pressure here. Pump wagons are getting in there. We have the infantry coming in as well, so the pump wagons will just cycle charge here. Should be able to deal with them. Man, that one Azag play cost me the game. Like, if I had just not had him so close to the edge, we would have been fine. Such a bummer. Alright, so we got some troops coming in, Black Orcs and Fanatics. Not going to be able to do too much, I would imagine. And let's go ahead and slam into the cannon here if we can. See if we can catch him. Not paying attention. Our gyrocopters have engaged. So we got Black Orcs here. We got the pump wagons coming in. Maybe we can win this little fight here. Who knows? We temporarily shut down the cannon, it looks like. That's good. Let's pull you back over here. We're not going to have another Wa anytime soon. Thorgrim is quite meaty, too. Oh, we almost got these guys broken. Man, come on, give it to us. We have our Jaka coming in. Okay, good. So we broke them. Thorgrim can just basically fight Black Orcs. We'll pull back the Orc Arrow boys. We have one pump wagon, which is still pumping on these guys, but they're still in good shape, unfortunately. No Fanatic balls. Okay, they're shattered, finally. Let's go, let's go. I don't think we shoot at Thorgrim here. I think we just go after the cannon piece. Thorgrim will take a lot of damage from the Jaka if we have ammo left in the late game. Let's see if we can sneak back on that cannon. Yeah, we can get these Wolf Riders over there as well. Okay, so the pump wagon's getting them down. Oh man, those are elite troops. We gotta watch out. All right, so Thorgrim's now a little bit surrounded. Pull your archers back. Pull your archers back. Get the Fanatics on top of Thorgrim. Pump wagons can come over here. And I don't think we're going to be able to get those cannons offline. Thankfully, we're fighting in a pretty good spot. Do we start wailing on Thorgrim, I guess? These are Norgalings. They're not going to go quietly. If we just knock them off the cannons, it at least forces him to micro it. Alright, so the pump wagons need to run some interference here. I think we knocked them off the cannon for a moment. Thorgrim is now going to be swarmed by 1,000,000 angry goblins. We'll chase off those Longbeards. And these pump wagons are now doing their thing. Go ahead and switch onto him. Cycle charge. It's going to take Thorgrim a while to clear out this many goblins, for sure. Like, quite some time. Really, really close game, guys, but I think he's got it. I think with Thorgrim routing, it's... Or not Thorgrim, but with... Freaking Norgamling's Ironbreakers are going to be like a hell on earth to kill, too. Seems like the Daka is shooting. Slowly getting Thorgrim down. He is steady. So pull back. We can pressure from two sides here, now that we have all those units. Just keep running. We can get the Fanatics down here to maybe just muck them up for a second while they keep chasing. So he can't defend from all angles. What are these, Dwarf Warriors? Okay, we don't need to worry too much about what they can do. Ammunition's pretty good, too, for us, which is nice. Let's pull back the pumps. Keep shooting at Thorgrim. Do we get the cannon off? It doesn't look like it. So let's go here, let's go here. Just pull back. Just keep cycle charging. Now we have plenty of Daka in here. Wow, the pump wagon just broke from fighting the Ironbreakers. That's pretty impressive for those guys. Oh no, all we have is the Daka lines and the little goblins that could. Thankfully, we can outrun them, even with our Haggard Orcs. Thorgrim's actually getting kind of low, too. These guys don't seem to be shooting fully. The cannon's still going also, but I guess the cannon's not really a big issue. Maybe we should just ignore it. Yeah. Okay, now let's have you guys shoot. The goblins are still confident. Thankfully, it's taking like 45 minutes to take them out. We need to like let the pump wagon stabilize somehow. Okay, Thorgrim should start getting wasted here by all this focus fire. He's got 1,800 HP. Seems like now we're finally starting to make contact. Let's go kind of keep him honest over here. Pull you guys back. Thorgrim is steady. He's down to 1,500. Put him in guard mode to make sure they keep shooting. Kite back with you. Let's go. How are the pumps doing? 12 leadership? Oof, that's not good. We could also use them to ram Thorgrim. That's actually not a terrible idea, because they do have okay AP. So let's go, Wolf Riders. Let's go. Okay, so we rammed him. We're pulling back. If we can break Thorgrim, we actually have a chance. No way. Are we going to break Thorgrim here? That's super solid. He's wavering, believe it or not. Come on, keep shooting, keep shooting. The Daka is being kited back. We rammed him again with the pumps. We got to pull back before he can retaliate. Now we can turn and shoot. 42 Ironbreakers, Jesus. And what does he have up here? The cannon is almost out of ammo. It's obstructed too based on where we're fighting. Okay, we ripped a lot of shots here. He's got to be getting pretty danger low. These orcs just keep running. Just occupying those Ironbreakers if we can. Thorgrim's at -2, -15. Oh, come on, break him. He's so close to breaking. Of course, he's a mighty dwarf lord, so he's going to be a little bit trickier to break than the average bear. Let's keep you guys kind of running circles. The pump wagon shattered. That's really bad for us. But we do break Thorgrim, which is very clutch. So now we basically just have goblins or wolf riders chase him off, and then we can start shooting at the other Ironbreakers here. I was wondering what he was going to be saying, but yeah, I'm surprised Thorgrim broke there actually. But now we can really punish these Norgamlings. Yeah, we just got to make sure to chase you guys off. What do we have? A cannon up on the high ground? And they're running with their backs turned, which is even better for us, because that means they're going to be taking like all the unshielded shots. They're steady. Wolf Riders are chasing down Thorgrim. Oh, they're wavering. We might have to chase with something else. Poor little goblins just going to hide. This cannon's got to be running kind of low on ammo, too. I mean, once Thorgrim's off the battlefield, guys, that's pretty good for us. We don't have to take these fights. Cannon shooting in, thankfully mostly missing. Let's rip some shots. We're pretty low in leadership here, so let's rip a couple and then fall back. Just tease with the goblins. We don't necessarily have to. I'm just trying to get behind this rock. How many Ironbreakers are left? 45? Oh, God, they're going to be so hard to take down. I mean, the thing is, the guys defending the high ground are Dwarf Warriors. So if we could just take out Norgamlings, then we can basically surround them here. We'll feign an attack with the goblins from the back. No fricking way. Thorgrim's back. No fricking way. Oh, that's a Rune Lord. Holy shit. I thought that was Thorgrim the whole time. Anyways, we got to make sure that guy doesn't come back. We need these Wolf Riders. Looks like he's broken. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we can start shooting into them. We can pull the goblins away. We don't need to give them a fair fight. We just need to break these guys. Wolf Riders are broken. Ammo's running a little bit sparse for us, too. Come on, Orc boys. Oh my God, and the Rune Lord keeps coming back. Oh! No! End him. Little goblins, shank them down. There's only 29 left. Our Orc Air Boys might be able to get him. Like, the thing is, like, yeah, if we break the Rune Lord and Ironbreakers, I'm pretty sure we just win the game. Even though the bounce is like this. Okay, he's finally shattered. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's crossfire it. Because, like, I think my units can overwhelm. If his cannon's out of ammo, those are just Dwarf Warriors. Okay, they're getting very, very danger low here. Come on. Use them sneaky tactics, boys. So you're steady. Just unleash that Daka into their unshielded backs. -6 on the Ironbreakers. Now the mighty Ironbreakers will be chased off by a bunch of haggard goblins. Alright, great. So this is where we shine. We use the goblins to chase them off. We just go poke with our Daka until we run out of ammo, and then we get a full surround. The cannon crew is pretty much meaningless. We can't let those Ironbreakers come back. There's still a fair amount of them. I don't know why the bounce is so much in his favor. Maybe it's because those are, I guess, infantry units. We need to save our ammo, too. Ironbreakers should get chased off by the goblins. We don't shoot the cannon crew, we just ignore them and let them like use their last couple shots. We need to chase those guys off, though, for sure. So there's no need. We can just kind of chill for a second and move up and get ready to shoot. This is a pretty wild game, honestly. I thought I was 100% done after we lost Azag, like to that stupid misplay earlier. So the cannons are shooting at my Orc Air Boys here. If I get shattered, I'm actually in a little bit of trouble. We need to move behind these rocks. The goblins need to be the proud heroes to lead the charge. I mean, everyone's basically exhausted. The cannon has 2 volleys left. Is it shooting? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. We can come up and start unleashing some arrows, because the goblins will lose to the dwarf warriors in a vacuum. We need to have like the numbers. So let's keep the ones that are like lower leadership hidden. Get the ones that are a little bit healthier out. We can shoot at some of the dwarf warriors here. And the Ironbreakers are now chased off, so the goblins are coming back. In before a full unit of rangers appears from the corner. This is a good spot for us because we actually have a slope advantage. Like, he's not going to be able to like see us with the cannon from here. Yeah, we're just letting these guys like stabilize their leadership. We can't quite see him. Here we go. Okay. Come on, goblins, let's go. So what we want to do here is actually surround him and shoot him in the back. Shooting into his shields isn't going to do too much damage. You have 2,000 HP. The goblins are rocking 3.7. Alright, let's move out from a couple different angles now. I don't think 2 volleys... Because what we did with the Ironbreakers is we pulled them apart and then we shot them in the back. Okay. You can't really juke those shots, but it looks like they missed mostly. The cannon has 1 shot left, so we just pretty much ignore it at this point. Ideally, we get a full surround on the Dwarf Warriors after using all of our ammo and just try and grind them out. The Goblins will hold for some time, but Orc Airboys do have 34 weapon strength, so they're not slouches. This damn rock is actually like playing a 2-sided coin against me now. Cannon crew's got 1 shot. Looks like it hasn't shot yet. It's like heavily obstructed. We've been able to pull the Dwarf Warriors away. Come on, shoot, shoot. Just trying to get our goblins back. Alright, cannon should be out of ammo now. He's going to have to send the crews up to fight. You know what's really funny? We might actually get another Wah here. Yeah, this is good. This is exactly what we want. All ammo needs to be used here. And then we send them into melee combat to build up our Wah charge. Alright, looks like we're about out of ammo here. Did a little bit of HP damage, nothing to write home about. Alright, let's go. Let's move. He's still shooting at the Orc Airboys there. They're shaken, but they should rally. So get the goblins behind him, and then charge from the back, and then we can turn and shoot them while they're fighting. And then rear charge them, and hopefully have enough. Ugh, come on! Come on, guys! Can't afford to have you get charged here. Big misplay on my part. They're shaken. These are silver shielded dwarves too. Come on. If these guys break, I probably lose, to be honest. How much faster am I? 31 against 28? Okay. The goblins have 33, so they should catch him. Let's just charge for now. Just try and pin him in. At least build up the Wah meter. If they break quick, I'm in trouble. But the rear charge here, we might be able to break the Dwarf Warriors. We'll see. -1, and they're broken. It's alright. Let's get some Daka here. I guess we just attack in the back. Yeah, I think we lost. Let's go. Let's chase. Little goblins. See if we can get some kills on the pursuit. The Orc Airboys probably will shatter, to be honest. Little goblins are getting a couple of shanking kills where they can, but we could have them go take out the cannon crews. Are they faster than the cannon crews? Oh my god, this was a wild game. Dwarves have bronze shields. Some of their units, I think a couple units on the roster do have silver shields. We're dragging down a couple. I mean, we do have more goblins than they do, but yeah, I guess we just got to go for a mighty Wah. Oh, guys, we got the Battle of Ages over here. All right, so let's abandon this situation, pull back now. Try and unify with our other troops. Maybe we'll get a Wah here. I don't think so. Our Orc Airboys should beat the Dwarven Cannon Crews. 63 dwarves. Ugh. We're getting so close. You can see the Wah meter's building up. We need to finish off that cannon crew if we can. Come on, guys. Let's go. So the cannon crew is finished. This is an insane game for sure. Alright, so keep beating on him for a second. Just keep pulling back. Get the Orc Airboys over here. No, goblins, no! Bad goblins, bad. Bad. Come on, goblins. Use your swift, tiny little legs. We might have been able to win it, maybe, if I hadn't let those Orc Airboys get caught. Okay, so we're gonna get us around here and try and get a Wah at least. Okay, let's charge. The goblins are charging. And then we'll get the rear charge here, the sandwich. This is our only chance, and if we can get a wah, maybe. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, are they wavering too? No, they're confident. Come on, goblins! Fight! The wah's not enough! We're immune to psychology, but... Oh, man. This is pretty epic. Yeah, they're very tired. Oh man, 54. We still have the numbers advantage, but they have the quality. Oh no. GG, I gotta cast that separate. Sep. God, the Azag misplay. We had that game in the bag, but then Azag just got routed off stupidly in the corner. Yeah, he played really well too. That was great. But yeah, the Royal Dawi Air Force is definitely a lot to worry about. The WoW was really good. Super GG. So I will remake. Then you join. Wowza. All right, so let me go here, move this down. Current leader, I'm just going to leave it blank. That was, so the Gabos came in and tried. Oh man, I thought that was Thorgrim the whole game too. Yeah, it was a good effort, it was. Okay, so we remake now, and now we have the next player here on the King of the Hill list. The mighty Grombrindle has emerged! Turin King of the Hill remake. Okay. As a spectator, we're good to go. That was so good. My Dwarven heart is warmed as well. Oh my god, we're on 47 minutes in the stream and we're only on the second match. Hot damn. Alright, so next we have... Who's next on the list? Oh, Talaxlan Soothsayer. The mighty raid boss approaches. Turn. Alright. So, Grombrindle, we need you to rejoin this lobby. If you're watching, bud. Yeah, a couple mistakes for sure. Paunch would have been good, but the problem with Paunch is that against the Royal Dawi Air Force, Paunch can get sniped really easily. He's weak to fire, and the Brimstones do fire damage, so it gets pretty bad for sure. Oh, for sure, James. Yeah, I'll have to cast that one. That was long. Well, Azag was at about 30%, yeah. And if he had survived, the Gyrocopters were almost done. And I could have faded Unit Ironbreakers. Like, there was so much I had yet to do. EJ, thanks for tons of free entertainment over the last few years. Hope you keep enjoying the game. I do, man. I do. All right, the final raid boss is here. Let's put him on Angui. Hey, so Grom picks 3. Grom picks 3. You know, honestly, the Pump Wagons, I was pretty disappointed with them. Yeah, they didn't seem to do that much. I guess he had mostly Ironbreakers, though, so it's not really a fair... So he's picking Dawi, Beastmen, and Norsca. Very cool. Grimgor is too slow, too, because he gets sniped by Gyrocopters. The thing about Azag is he's really fast with 110 speed. He can chase down the Gyros, but I just made the mistake of overextending with him. Yeah, it was really bad. Because we were handling the Gyros pretty well, and if I could have just used him defensively and used him to keep my artillery online, we would have been like A-okay. Yeah. But, you know, obviously, it's hard to react to that much like Air Force pressure. Like, I didn't play well enough. The cannon landed some shots. Yeah, that makes sense. The cannon was doing some work. So, we have Soothsayer. So, Grombrindle has picked his 3 factions. Sooth, Ban, 1, and Pick. Oh man, delicious water indeed. So now Soothsayer's on the ban and pick here in this glorious King of the Hill showdown. I think the grudge is settled for now. So Sooth bans one of the 3 factions Grombrindle picked. He'll probably, I don't know, you know. Like the thing is, if Gromby goes Dwarves, well, Grombrindle will have the chance. He's got a pretty good faction range here. I mean, granted, the Dwarves are the ones with a very stark playstyle to the Beastmen and Norsca who kind of play somewhat similar. Yeah. Needed Logie Bogey Spore Splodas. Oh my god, that would have been so janky. You know what I actually almost brought against him with the Rogue Idol? I almost went with the Debiggin, but I think I mean, Debiggin would counter the Ironbreakers. You know what? Debiggin might have actually been better there, believe it or not. So Soothsayer picks Greenskins and bans Dwarves. Huh, maybe Dwarves are good in this matchup now. Crazy. I mean, if Soothsayer's doing it. So I would imagine Grom will probably pick like Beastmen. Beastmen, I think, have a good matchup versus the Greenskins. Turin, how do you join tournaments? You just have to be in the Discord channel, and then you just, when I make a call for it, you just say here. That's it. EJ, thanks again for the donation, man. Really appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Hide. That's actually a really good point. Yeah. I got to update my description. It's still from Warhammer 1, I think. I'm pretty bad with marketing, the marketing side of things, like promoting myself and, you know, doing all that kind of goodness here. Sooth bans Dwarves and picks Dwarves. That would be pretty metal for sure. Happy Fruit, man. You could do both. So it's going to be Norsca versus Greenskins here. I think it's a good matchup. Skin Wolves are really cost effective here, dealing with pretty much all the Greenskin, you know, mobilities, trolls, things like that. But obviously it's Soothsayer, so he's going to have some answers. Yeah, Sarmation. I'm playing against Dwarves can be tough against like really good Dwarf players. Yeah, I was not expecting that much, like double, like 5 flying pieces. I was expecting maybe 4, but 5 was a lot, especially since some of them had suppression gyrocopter fire. Yeah, and gyro bombers actually got buffed, guys. They have what's called gyro bombers now have suppression. So when gyro bombers shoot you, they actually slow you down, which is really cool. I think Dwarves deserve it. It's pretty badass. So Gimli, I already used 2. I played 2 Goblin games. Well, 2, give or take. So I played 2 games there. I played 1 against Empire with Greenskins and 1 against Dwarves. So there's plenty of Goblin action. First game had Skarsnik. Second one had Azag. Skarsnik in that matchup, yeah. I thought that was Thorgrim the whole damn game. Dawi versus Dawi full air battle. Oh my god, that would just be anarchy. All right, so hold on. So here's a link to the Discord if any of you guys want to play in these future events. Good times for all. Just, you know, be friendly, all that good stuff, and we're set. Yes. And here we go. So Grombrindle is going to be on Norsca, and Sooth is going to be on Greenskins. Soothsayer is definitely going to be quite a force here in this King of the Hill. Yeah. You know, I wonder if the Biggin would have been good there. I mean, he had 1 cannon. And the Biggin with its rock throws against Ironbreakers, maybe, and then suddenly, like in melee, it's pretty good. But yeah, the Brimstone guns and the Gyro Bombers would wreck it with their AP if you can't protect it. But maybe you just, yeah, I don't know. That's something to think about. Something to think about, my friends. So no, Twitch. A lot of people from Europe are in the tournament. Soothsayer, I believe, is near you, and Grombrindle's in Poland. I mean, like, most of the players who play in our events are from Europe, so you would be totally fine to play in events. It depends on your personal connection, though. If you have a really bad connection, there might be an issue, but aside from that... I know. It's going to be a good match, guys. We'll see if Soothsayer is able to take over the crown. I have to update the scoreboard, too. I'll do that while this game's loading in. And now I don't have to use a screen blocker. I don't have to do it. Sarmation rooting for his clanmate there. Alright, so we'll put Gromb. I'm just going to put Gromby. Very good. Very good indeed. Hoping to see some Bale Fiends. You might. The Bale Fiends are pretty good characters. Armor Sundering. Good spells. Shadow Magic. Can't complain. It would be really freaking cool if the Biggin could swat gyrocopters like God or King Kong style. Oh my god, that would be so great. Sign me up, dude. Sign me up. Yeah, the Arwar Biggin, I thought about bringing it. I don't know, because basically, what do I bring in the front? I just bring a bunch of crappy goblins and a ton of anti-air. So I bring the Biggin, I bring some goblins, and then like a million Wolf Rider archers and Spider Rider archers to chase down the gyrocopters. That could actually work. Maybe. Because dwarves are always afraid to bring... I almost wanted to get some Flappas too, or some Spiky Rollers, but Spiky Rollers cost freaking 900 gold. They're really expensive. Yeah, Twitch. And we're going to be having, a what's it called next week? Another ECL qualifier soon, so yeah, you'll be able to join that. Kenneth Hernandez, I actually linked the Discord up just a minute ago. Yeah. If you just scroll up in chat, like literally like a minute before you type something, Kenneth Hernandez, you're going to see a link to the Discord. So you just join there. Yeah. So there you go. The next DLC, in my opinion, I would probably guess it's going to be something that's either Chaos, Beastmen, or Wood Elves. Like some combination of those, maybe with one like New World faction. I don't know who. Maybe Skaven. Who the hell knows? But I would guess it's going to be like one of those old... They need reworks really bad. Like especially Beastmen and Wood Elves. Like they're just so haggard. All right, guys, and here we are. So we got Grombrindle and the Norskins. He's got a front line of Berserkers and Marauders. Just kind of a classic Norscan front line. A huge core of the Marauder Hunters with throwing axes, which actually against Black Orc spam will be very, very strong. And you can see here in the front, Soothsayer did bring some Black Orcs. A really good presence of mind here by Grombrindle. He does also have Wulfric the Wanderer, and looks like the Soul Crusher War Mammoth. Man, this Mad Lad is going quite crazy here. He's got Fireball, Burning Headcaster on that Shaman, and that's it. So no Skin Wolves, actually. Very cool stuff. Seems to have some pretty good answers for the Black Orc Daka. And now for the Greenskins, we got 2 Black Orcs in the front line, which you guys haven't seen it yet. Black Orcs actually did get a color rework, so they actually look like Black Orcs now. So he's got 2 of those. On the flanks, he's got Orc Biggins, which of course are pretty good against Norsca for dual purpose, against monsters, and also against infantry. I mean, they're not insane against big armored monsters, but at least they do have bonus versus large. Orc Airboys into the sunset. It's going to be Skarsnik, Orc Shaman, and Big Boss. Pretty cool stuff. And in the back from Sooth, we got some Orc Boys, some Spider Riders, and yeah, mainly just the defensive Daka line. Which the Marauder Hunters are going to be pretty good here, but obviously the Soul Crusher is a pretty big target for that Daka line, so Gromby needs to make sure this bad boy doesn't go down too quickly. But what's cool about Soul Crusher is he does have the Enrage, so even if he's getting focused, he can, pop this. Granted, you have to make sure to do it before you get Rampaged, otherwise you're not going to have control over the character to actually pump it. Yeah, the Soul Crusher's here, guys. Gromby's trying to win the hearts of the people. Yeah. He is. We got a Mammoth. And it's not any mammoth, guys. This is the mighty Soul Crusher, the scourge of the old world, the terror of the north. We'll see what he can do with it. But yeah, I really like the Marauder Hunter play here from Gromby. If he does it right, I mean, he can wreck those Black Orcs like hard. The Biggins will, have some trouble with Berserkers. I'm pretty sure Berserkers win that fight in like a head-up scrap. 8.1k, Berserkers are rocking 7.6, a little bit squishier, but of course their stats are just pretty insane. Especially when their frenzy becomes active once the battle starts. Alright. Good luck, have fun. Ready when you are. That's pretty good. And here we go. The battle for the fate of Angui is here. Skarsnik, the Warlord of 8 Peaks, leading an army of orcs, more or less. I mean, he's got a couple goblins. I guess he has the Night Goblin Archer RORs here and some Orc Airboys and stuff. Pretty fun times. It looks like there is going to be a Fireball cast on the Orc Shaman. Orc Shaman is rocking Brainbuster and Here We Go. Both are very good spells here in this matchup. And is Soothsayer going to be able to dodge the Fireball? He throws some Orc Airboys in front to try and save him, but no. It looks like the Orc Shaman is going to be taking that blow right to the face. So very good start here from Gromby. Now it looks like he's probably going to be trying to get a Sea Fang. He's like kind of getting a little bit close with Wulfric, like he wants to pop it maybe here on the Black Orcs, but I think Sooth will be able to dodge it. So waiting until the main engagement starts I think would be smarter. In the meantime, Skarsnik coming forward, being in position to rampage the Soul Crusher. But yeah, the Norscan army doesn't really have too much that can be rampaged, which I suppose is a really nice boon for it. Marauders here taking a little bit of archer fire, but it's not a big deal. And the Marauder Hunters are going to be going after the Black Orcs, I would imagine. That's like 100% the choicest of targets. And those Black Orcs will get wrecked really, really fast. And then if they overextend, the Mammoth is going to be waiting for them. So Marauders in the front versus Night Goblins just kind of slamming into one another. Black Orcs now are going to be taking a ton of throwing axes, and you can see the damage is starting to really filter through here. Soul Crusher's going in, but what's going to happen is the entire Daka line will switch to the Soul Crusher. Oh, a Burning Head was going down, but Soothsayer is able to dodge it for the most part. And that was obviously the right target. But Soul Crusher needs to pop Enrage right now. If Gromby doesn't, that's just simply how he can lose the game. Although he does get some good damage on Skarsnik at least. But yeah, he needs to pop the Enrage on the Soul Crusher. If he's going to go balls deep like this, yeah, he pops it, which is good. Gotten half health off Skarsnik, it's Rampage. But honestly, the Rampage doesn't really matter too much for Gromby because he wasn't going to escape anyways. And look, he's killing Skarsnik here. This actually is like a really good situation for Gromby. That ward save is keeping that bad boy fighting, and now Wulfric's in here as well. And Hunter of Champions is on Skarsnik. Skarsnik is in big trouble. As long as his Mammoth keeps fighting, that could be brutal. So the Wa is active now. Black Orcs in the front are getting into combat and doing some good damage. And yeah, a lot of it's going to come down to this trade here. I mean, the Soul Crusher trading for Skarsnik. Soul Crusher does cost more, but he's wrecking the big boss also. And Skarsnik is taken out by the Hunter of Champions here. They need Stabbin is active, and it looks like Skarsnik is going to go down, I would imagine. He's got 400 HP, negative 84, and Skarsnik is shattered, as is the Soul Crusher. But now, you know, Grombrindle needs to make sure he gets away. If Wulfric gets caught here in a bunch of biggins and the big boss, that's going to be pretty catastrophic for sure. We have some Brutes of the Hound coming in the flank. And now I suppose Wulfric is going to be doing battle here with the Goblin Big Boss, and he might take him out as well. But despite the really good plays in the back here from Grombrindle, it seems like his micro did lapse a little bit in the front line, as his Hunters and the Blackworks like just crumped through everything, and the Greenskins are just pushing back all of his troops. So yeah, it was a pretty good play, but I don't know if he's going to be able to salvage this game. Wulfric is now running away. Brutes of the Hound are being focused down by a million Orc Archers, which is extremely painful. Like, those guys are just like the prime missile magnet. Brain Besta going down over there. But yeah, Sooth is going to still win this game. There's no way, because the Greenskin frontline engagement went so badly. I think Gromby might have had a lapse of micro, or maybe just been so focused on the back line that the Blackworks just got in and just crumped everything. 63 and 64, you know, pretty consistent kills there. Wulfric and company still fighting. Skarsnik is gone. Big Boss is coming back. Soul Crusher is gone as well. And yeah, I guess maybe having some like Hounds or mobile pressure to maybe get into those Archers could have been good. But honestly, I really liked Gromby's play. It's quite good. Yeah, it just seems like the infantry line just went so bad for him in the front. And Greenskins, of course, usually are really, really nasty in the front line. That's where they shine. In the back, we have some Orc Boar Boys chasing down some Marauders. No surprise there. And yeah, it looks like they need Stabbin activated, and that is going to be the game for Sooth. It was a good game. Honestly, it was a good game. It was close. It was contentious, but just a couple situations turned the tide. Brutes of the Hound fighting to the bitter end. GG, well played. Yeah, Skarsnik got wrecked by that Soul Crusher, man. Wulfric did great, man. Wulfric and the Soul Crusher were a pretty awesome combo, but Sooth was pretty well prepared for a big monster. The Rampage didn't even really matter from Skarsnik. It's like the Mammoth was where it wanted to be anyways. All right, so let's go ahead and update the scoreboard. This is a name I'm sure you guys will get familiar with here as the stream does progress. So now, next up on the King of the Hill stream, let's see who we got. Pull up my player list here. Malverde, who I believe is he's saying he's a newer player, so this should be quite a situation. Let's get Malverde in here. And now we'll switch maps. Lioness Coast. Oh, that looks like a bad map. Man, we haven't done MP Crossroads in frickin' forever. Just do Oakenhammer. Yeah, you know, I thought the throwing axes would be more impactful, but it seems like they just got caught up in melee. Like, I think the Norscan front line should have kited back and, like, pulled the Blackworks away and just tried to whittle them down. Almost traded for itself, but aside from that, the front line just went so much better for the Greenskins. Kimsey Bimsey, I wouldn't say that was an example of power creep. I just think that Soothsayer outplayed him. Yeah. I know. So let me make sure this fine gentleman can see the lobby. Okay, looks like I gotta add him on Steam real quick, because stupid freaking system here. So we'll add him on Steam and we should be good to go. What is thy Steam name? Malverde. All right. Go ahead and add him. Sounds like a fairly unique name. Oh. See, what's your picture? Okay, he gave me his code too. Very good. Okay, maybe my stupid friends list is full. God, Steam is just so troll. It's just so troll, you know? It's like, your friends list is full. You cannot add any more friends. I guess that's just to prevent like spam bots and things like that, you know? Okay, let's go back, try that again. Failed to send invitation, huh? Maybe he tried to add me or something. So bear with me, guys. We'll get this going. Sooth awaits atop his throne of skulls. No surprise there. Alrighty. Another autogen tournament? Probably soon-ish. Yeah, maybe even this week I could do an autogen tournament, because there's so much new juice in those autogen tournaments too. All right, so let me tell him. It says failing to send invite. So go ahead and add me. and we will get next game going, then you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get a Rubber Duck of War, and then we'll get Malverde. So Rubber Duck of War, if you're watching, just go ahead and join up. So how do orcs kill large units like Malekith on the dragon in seconds? Well, yeah, orc Daka lines have always been very, very strong. Very, very strong. All right, so let's see here. Sometimes people have their like profile set on private or like closed, so you can't like send invites to them and stuff. That could be it as well. Accept request. Confirm. You're after rubber. Perfect. So we're all set. Turin, the size of your friend list cap goes up the more Steam games you have on account. I think time for a shopping spree. Dude, I have so many games, man. I mean, I guess not as many as most people. Turin, in MOBAs, there's a popular format where players get to draft their opponent's team. Could you imagine doing something similar? That could be very interesting. Yeah. Hey, Wicked. How'd your head-to-head go? Who won the campaign? Now you're both here for the fireworks? Well, you had some, there were some pretty crazy games we've had on stream so far. Rubber Duck says, quack, quack, how's it going? So Sooth picks 3. Go, go. So Malverde will be up after this. Oh, it's Steam level, I know. I wish I could just like contact Steam and be like, can you guys please just... Can I pay? I would literally pay like $50 just to like get it maxed out. I don't even care, man. I just like... It's such a nuisance. I'm sorry, Jacob. I know. I'm still salty too. Actually, I'm not actually salty, but just for the sake of humor, we'll say I am. You're still playing? Are you guys doing Imric? So, Wicked D and Falcon are playing a head-to-head with Imric versus Grom the Paunch and Vortex, and they literally start like one underway movement away from each other, which is hilarious. So Sooth is going to do his 3 picks here. Assuming he's not AFK or something. We'll see. We'll get this... Oh, looks like we're all good. Cool. Luke Reed, hey man, I got you, dude. I got you covered. After the stream, I'm going to go record another Skarsnik episode. The Warlord of Eight Peaks calls. Man, the Skarsnik campaign is still actually really hard. I thought it would be like way, way easier now, you know, with the new changes, but it's still really, really difficult. Okay, so Major Mula says, actually, your Steam level defines the size of your friends list. Number of games does not affect it. Craft badges if you want to pay. Craft badges if you want to pay for it. Oh, there actually is a system. It's not that I don't like tic-tac-toe. It's just kind of a running gag on the channel. All right, so Soothsayer is going Dark Elves, Empire, Greenskins. If I were Rubber Duck, I'd probably ban Sooth's Greenskins because it seems like he's been playing them the most. Although Sooth's Empire is terrifying too. There's no victory here in terms of the pick and ban. Rubber Duck says, Turin told me you're a new player, so I shall go easy. Oh, that's funny. Oh, please, Garland. Don't worry about it, brother. Hey, we got a donation coming in. I'm sorry, this was actually during one of the games, so I missed it. From Shane Gar. Turin, I request a build. Marcus Wolfart, Light Wizard, Temple off Luminarch, maximum netage. Could you do it for me? Dude, 100%. Shane Gar, I got you covered. Sorry I missed your donation. It was during the heat of one of my games, I'm sure. Yeah. Dude, I got you covered. So, Paraik, there is a tabletop-style tournament. It's run by the Lore Master of Sotek, so it's his jam. I don't want to, you know, steal his idea. If Tic-Tac-Toe was ever to win a tournament, are you going to download him? Yeah, sure. You know, eventually I will do a Tic-Tac-Toe campaign. Like, it'll happen. And the world will implode. Yeah. Yeah, Croak Death Blobs were really good before. Croak got some nerfs for sure, but it's still decent. Oh god, Assassin's Creed. I never played any of the Assassin's Creed games. So Rubber Duck of War is going to go Knights of Calador. And I would imagine Sooth's going to go Greenskins, like 100%. Now, before you guys start saying that High Elves were terrible, just remember that, you know, there may be, you're playing against Soothsayer, so that is a variable here. Yeah, so Lore Master of Sotek runs really good tabletop tournaments. And it's been his jam. People have asked me to do it, but I think it's cool to have it over on his channel, so He was the first one to do it, so it's his idea. I didn't play John of War 2. The last campaign before Game 3 comes out should be a tic-tac-toe campaign, says Mr. Pig. Yeah, that would be pretty epic. the meme finally comes to fruition. Yep, it's going to be Greenskins. It's going to be nasty. Now, I saw a couple really good replays from my ECL this weekend where the Greenskins lost to High Elves several times. One of them actually was even with Eltharion, but I don't know Rubber Duck of War's experience with High Elves. I think like to beat Greenskins as High Elves, you kind of need to be one of those like specialist type players, especially if you're playing someone like Sooth. But yeah, we'll see. Kimsey, all right, yeah, I'll take a look at it. I will take a look. Sigmar, bless his stream. Yeah, Morker definitely takes a bit of damage from Imric. Yeah, Imric's pretty strong. I like him. We'll see if the Rubber Duck of War can unseat the Soothsayer. But on Greenskins, man, and Greenskins are like a super micro-intensive faction. Like you have to be all over the place with your micro. It's a lot, but if you can manage that, man, they're really scary now. Like with the Fanatics, the Snares, the new units, obviously. Stone Trolls are pretty good, but River Trolls kind of suck, honestly. Yeah. So Magic D, I think Greenskins have a favored matchup versus High Elves, but I think that really good High Elf players can obviously beat Greenskins. I saw Loopy, ODM Loopy actually beat a really good Greenskin player in the quarterfinals of my ECL, and it was a pretty solid victory with High Elves against Greenskins. So it's very possible. And he used Eltharion too. I mean, yeah, so obviously you can win. It just depends on the skill of the player and, you know. Hey, Darth Pendragon, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Start when ready. Tic-tac-toe rolling in the deep. Is this an Adele song now? Sounds like it. Yeah, Rubber Duck actually does have a YouTube channel as well if you guys, somebody wants to link to it. Grom doesn't need a buff. Yeah, Grom's really good. I honestly like Grom in a lot of matchups. May the best pointy ears win. You know, see, that's valid because the goblins actually do have pretty pointy ears as well, which is kind of the irony of it. Soothsayer won the first qualifier, but in my last ECL, Soothsayer did drop his series to Flying Taco. So there's certainly competition for him out there. Oh yeah, for sure. There's tons of players. And pretty much all the ECLs have been won by Falcon and Zyphos. Zyphos won 1, Falcon won 3. We're on Season 5 now. Oh yeah, I'll probably cast a lot of the games from stream, for sure. Yes, I'm casting the High Elf game against Greenskins, yeah, the one from my tournament. I actually messaged him directly for the replay. And wow, really fast load-in times from these players. Very impressed. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so this wasn't intentional, but you can see here a Rubber Duck of War has gone Dragon Prince, Fireborn, Mass Silverhelms with shields, and a couple Reavers for support. On top of that, he does also have Imric with the Dragon Horn. So he's basically going Elfarim, Rohir Elf. Yeah, it's going to be the Dragon Horn plus a little bit of healing. Just blitzing in and trying to overwhelm the Greenskins. Now for Sooth's army, he seems to be pretty well prepared. He's got Broken Tusk Mob, a bunch of Orc Boar Boys. He's got a Hag, Big Boss and Skarsnik. Got a front line here of just basically trash units, Orc Boys, and looks like a couple Goblin Wolf Chariots as well. Now, my only concern, I mean, I think this High Elf build actually could win, but it's super micro-intensive, like super micro-intensive. So it's really going to come down to the execution. Vaguely useful, not much, dude. Just enjoying it. All right, Goblin, I'll ask Sotek about it. Yeah, the Eternal Challenger League is my competitive league I run for Total War. The ECL. Muster the Rohirrim. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and honestly, it could win, but I think Sooth is going to be able to get the better engagements, probably. Like, he has the Mither, he's got Skarsnik to give anti-large to all of his Orc Boar Boys. Like, it's going to be really tough for those Silver Helms. I mean, he could potentially roll over this army with the Dragon Horn. I'd be super impressed, actually. I'd be super impressed. It's possible. It's certainly possible, but this is so micro-intensive. I think Sooth had an idea too. When he picked Knights of Calidor, Sooth like went with a bunch of Orc Boar Boys. I don't think this is Soothsayer's regular build against the High Elves. Maybe it is. I remember him doing something a little bit different before. The Pelennor Fields. Yeah, we'll do autogen tournaments, Lazy Glad, yeah. Maybe some this week, the week after. We'll have one. We're overdue. Sound the horn. Sound the Vuvuzela. It literally sounds like a Vuvuzela. It's pretty hilarious. Stone Trolls like could solo so much of this army. Stone Trolls are just so meaty. Freaking armored. You can beat down Silverhelms all day. Sure, Wicked. Yeah, I'll look into that. When the time comes. Alright. Only 362 elves. Are all of them riding eagles? These are no elves. These are the Knights of Calidor, says Rubber Duck of War. Oh my god. Well, the Fireborn are probably going to get Fate Abuna'd if he has it. Does Sooth have Fate Abuna? No, he doesn't. Just Spirit Leash. Alright, so at least they'll live for some time. I mean, with good execution, he could really crumple this Orc formation. Like, really, really massive shock damage, but I don't think Sooth's going to give it to him that easy. Does Imric stand alone? Not alone. I don't know. So, Illyrian Reavers are here. Soothsayer taking inventory of the army as it envelops him from all angles, but this is going to be super micro-intensive here for the High Elves, like super micro-intensive. I don't know, we'll see what he can pull off. The Dragonhorn is going to be popped here in a couple seconds, but you know, the Greenskins have that frontline chaff to really take the beating, and then they get to countercharge. So here comes the Dragon Princes right down the pipe, but it seems like he kind of missed his charge a little bit. No, he got it there, okay. So the Dragonhorn needs to be popped ASAP. Yeah, or maybe he's just going to pull back, but the thing is, they have Mither here, so these Dragon Princes probably will be slowed and killed. Yeah, collapsing from all angles, certainly getting some really good damage on the chaff units, but yeah, the Orc Boar Boys should be able to fight back, and you can see the Dragon Princes having Rampage. So now Imric really needs to get his value elsewhere, or somewhere at least. Yeah, Fermented Fungi Rampage, so like we saw that coming a million miles away. Nonetheless, over here, I mean, might as well fight this, take out those Orc Boar Boys, but yeah, it's like the Greenskins have such a nasty blob, and he got some good shock damage, but it's really mostly just against Goblins and Orc Boys. It seems like Sooth got most of the better engagements. But now the Dragonhorn is active, so this is where, you know, he potentially fights back here. And those Dragon Princes are still holding up relatively well, considering. I mean, they've been fighting for quite some time. Yeah, Dragonhorn giving him a little bit of a buff here. Greenskins over-chasing over there, so potentially some good opportunities for isolation. And here the Greenskins are being worn down, but yeah, I don't know if it's going to be enough, because now the Stone Trolls and the Broken Tusk Mobs coming over here, and Broken Tusk Mob and Stone Trolls are going to be super tough to kill. Oh, Soothsayer with the Bombardment Scroll! Brutal damage! Just caught him in a nasty blob, and you can already see the bounce power. I mean, this build is a bit of a meme build, and it requires so much micro, but like, it's definitely not strong against Greenskins. They have so many good tools against Cav. Over here, he is overwhelming this position. The Wa is active now. Greenskins are getting collapsed on here, so the Orc Boys and all these chaff units should be broken down, but the Boar Boys are still in good shape, unfortunately. Imric has fallen back with his remnants of his Fireborn, which is looking quite sad over there. And now we have the forces of the Greenskins mustering around the River Troll Hag, preparing to come in. And yeah, you can see the Silverhelms can't even like break down the Orc Boys that quick. It's just not enough. Yeah, some of the Orc Boys are over-pursuing here, so this does give an opportunity for the Princes to wreck them in a countercharge. Looks like that's going to be a really, really tough victory for the High Elves to try and pull out. Sounds like a proper fight. And here comes Imric. A couple Fanatics being thrown at the remnants of those Dragon Princes there. Those rock drops are pretty brutal. So the Rampage mechanic is not automatic. The unit has to be below 80% health, and it also has to be within 100 meters of you. So it has to be close and injured as well. And you can only Rampage it once per threshold. So basically, below 80% you can Rampage them once. Below 50%, I believe you can Rampage them again. And there's certain thresholds, like I said. So now he's chasing down the skirmish units. High Elves, I think, don't really have a chance here. The Dragon Princes just took too much of a beating. Maybe keeping the entire High Elf army in like a blob, no. Because then, yeah, there's so much... The Greenskins were so prepared for this. Like, Soothsayer knew it was coming when he picked Knights of Calidor. He brought like Stone Trolls, a ton of like Haggard Cav to counter them, and Chaff to take the beating. Yeah. And here comes Imric going for the kill on Skarsnik. It looks like maybe making a final charge here into the Broken Tusk Mob. Broken Tusk Mob, super good against Fireborn, Dragon Princes in general, with their 100 armor. You know, the low AP values of Dragon Princes will struggle there. You'll notice they won't do that much damage against the pigs on impact. They may take out a couple models, but really not that bad. Broken Tusk Mob will actually win that. So now Imric's going after Skarsnik, but Skarsnik's all about this life. He's like great at taking this damage. Still takes a heavy lance though. Lord of Dragons making him very, very weak. Yeah, I mean, even if Skarsnik went down, I don't think the High Elves really have too many chances. Fireborn's still going pretty well, I guess. They haven't lost any models to the Orc Boars. Done some good work, but From a cost perspective, certainly not the best trade in the world. Up here on the high ground, we have the High Elves resurging with Dragonhorn. Might be able to overwhelm these Orc boys. And yeah, you can see the Silverhelms are able to win that fight. It's pretty nice. Maybe be able to collapse on these Orc boys next and just start wearing their way down. But Sooth with this like center mass position. I think the Elfarim build would have been a little bit better if he had brought some Reaver archers or some skirmishing elements to try and like pull apart the Orc army first. Maybe some like Shadow Warriors flanking, things like that. Hard to say. Here, Imric able to break those boys, and High Elves getting a decent little engagement up on the high ground, able to break off some Orc boys, it looks like. And now, the remnants of these poor Silverhelms charging into the Orc boys, and though they will do some shock damage, it's just a numbers game at this point. Yeah, the Orc boys going to be crumping some gits pretty good. You can see many of the High Elf Cav are being dragged down. Silverhelms do have good armor, but yeah, it's just, like I said, too many. And the Orc boar boys, the Wild Hogs coming in, squealing all the way to the bank. And the Orc boar boys charging into the Silverhelms. I see Goblin Wolf Chariots collapse in and finish them off. Should be army losses soon-ish. Imric is on the hunt looking for Skarsnik perhaps in the River Troll Hag. He'd be able to get some good engagements there, and good scrapping here by Rubber Duck of War, but nonetheless, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very, very tough one. Dragon Prince of Silverhelm's just being hunted. Being pushed to the brink of extinction here by the mighty horde of hogs and goblins and various creatures. Rando Howard! Great to see ECL back up and running. Happy Sunday, Rando. Thank you so much for the donation, man. And yes, ECL tournament will be coming. Soothsayer has already qualified in the first one. So, yeah, many good times to come. Yeah, the Knights of Kalador Dragon Princes look really cool. Incredibly badass. Look at those guys. Really like the color scheme, the red and white. Kind of like Empire-esque, if you ask me. But yeah, just the numbers. They're not going to have enough. They're too elite here. Imric fully surrounded on the far side. It looks like he's going in for the kill on Skarsnik or something. Maybe trying to make a valiant last stand against the troll hordes. But yeah, the giant river troll hag. Let's go ahead and watch this giant hag beat him with a sack of meat. It's actually pretty freaking giant. Look at that thing. Oh man. Imric just getting whacked with a bag of fish. It always warms my heart to see the pompous High Elves be beaten down by the most haggard creatures of the old world. But, you know, nonetheless, it's a tough matchup. Greenskins certainly have an advantage in my opinion, but High Elves can win it, and I saw it quite a bit in ECL. Imric making his last stand with the Star Lance. High Elf Cav up here on the high ground, completely hunted down. Goblin Big Boss should be able to make short work of that Mage of Life. And GG! GG. Yeah, Sooth was very prepared for this, man. He had a ton of boar boys. He had stone trolls, which are great against heavy cav. It seemed like he knew it was coming, but that's his Slann sixth sense. And obviously, if somebody gives you a hard tell, like picking Knights of Kalador, you're gonna play to that, right? Most of the time. All right, so Soothsayer is up to 2. No surprise there. Certainly the Tyrant. And now we have Malverde. Very cool. Let's go ahead and remove this. All right. What can elves do against such reckless hate? Yeah, well, definitely bring a non-mass cav build. That's one answer. But he played well considering, you know, it's a super micro-intensive. Rubber Duck of War, if you guys haven't seen his YouTube channel, do check him out. Oh yeah, Orcs lost a lot into yesterday's ECL. I saw them lose a lot of games. But they still won a ton of games too. I mean, it seemed like they were doing well. But they are big and hard as the Pork Boys. Hope to face you again. I'm sure you will. So now we'll open up a slot so Malverde can get in here. Should be on my friends list somewhere. On the bottom, yeah, very good. All right, perfect. So Malverde is on the way. He's been invited. And now it is time to do... Let's do like a aggressive map to change it up a little bit. Do Pillar of Bone. Hey, Sooth pick 3. Turin, do you think the Greenskin campaign issues of having no early AP damage against dwarves? Oh yeah, it doesn't. It's not really a big deal, honestly. In my Skarsnik campaign, I just rushed the Squig Copper's nest, and I have like a ton of Night Goblin Squig Coppers who in Skarsnik's army get a charge bonus, and they just wreck the dwarves, like wreck. Also, you can go Pump Wagons, which is like super strong against them, so it's still like hard, but now it's like it's manageable in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, the first 2 games on stream were pretty intense for sure. I played against Willamos, who's a very solid tournament player, and then I played against Gromby, who also is a very good tournament player. And now Soothsayer's reign of terror begins. Why does Skarsnik not ride his Squig? I think Gobla is like a different, like, too big to ride. I don't really know. Well, I guess that doesn't make sense. I don't know why he doesn't ride his Squig. That's more of a question for like Lore Master of Sotek. Yeah. So he's going to ban Empire and go Skaven. And Sooth is probably going to go Greenskins again. I think he's in a Crumpen mood today. And Greenskins are just so fun to play now. I hope Sooth brings like River Trolls and stuff like that. I hope he tries something like really, or like Debiggen or a Rogue Idol. I would love to see him do something like that. I don't know how long Malverde's been playing for, but I think he mentioned he's a newer player. So certainly going to be a tough fight, but if you know, certainly has a chance of winning it. Skaven are very strong. Yeah. And here we are. Soothsayer has a couple wins. I did do a patch notes video, but I finished it too late, and I was kind of like, yeah, everybody already kind of knows, but I guess I could still put it out. I don't know. So after this, we have Chill Warlock, Mole Spaghetti, Happy Puppy, Bilbo Bagosh, and Sarmation to close out today's stream. We have a couple of reserves as well, and if time moves, if it keeps going quick, we can add a couple of people to that list as well. Yes. I don't know, Falcon. You'd have to. That's probably cost a lot. Hey, thanks, GodRoto1. Appreciate it. Oh, he's going Norsca. He's switching it up. All right. I wonder what Malverde is going to play. I think just like if you're a newer player and you're facing Soothsayer, I think your best bet is just to do like a super aggressive, like wild build that just he wouldn't expect. Like that's your best bet. Just unpredictable. It's just like if in MMA or, you know, in any sort of sport, if you're fighting a fighter who's never been seen before, there's kind of that element of, you know, unpredictability. Malverde's ready. Maybe he had a build set for this. Who knows? Mr. Prakash, yes, I have seen the new trailer for 9th edition Warhammer. I'm super excited. Hopefully my Death Guard will be quite mean. It was a cool trailer, but yeah, I'm going to get my Death Guard army all ready to go. I just ordered a bunch of Plague Marines from eBay and got to get those guys painted up because I'm hoping Plague Marines will actually be good in the next edition and not just be terrible as they have been. Yeah, I'm really excited though. I miss playing tabletop, man. It was like one of my weekly traditions. I would do that like at least twice a week. I would go play in my league. Definitely some dark times we live in. Pick Sigvald so he laughs too much and misplays. That does work. So Ginger Phil, when I say DACA, I'm talking about Greenskin Archer Fire. Yeah. Lexia, you want to see the con? I know. I've been taking a bit of a break from Bannerlord simply because of all the new content. But I will probably start a new Bannerlord stream at some point. I think I'm going to do a Vlandian campaign and bring back Lord Kilbasa, the true king of Calradia. Yeah. Because now the game's had a lot of like patches, it's much more smooth, and yeah, I want to do a Vlandian army with like crossbows and knights and stuff. So don't worry, Lexia, it'll be back. Oh, Rubber Duck of War, dude, no stress. I mean, the meme could have worked potentially, but Sooth was very well prepared for your meme, man. There's very little you could do against the build he brought. I mean, you might have been able to win it if like, you know, like maybe, but it's just like he was so well prepared. He had all his own bacon. He had chaff to absorb your charges, then he always got the counter charges. And he also had snares and rampages against Dragon Princes. It was just rough for you. Yeah. Yep. As Grom, you can beat Skarsnik by turn 4 and get him for your campaign. Yeah, you can do the same thing with Skarsnik, actually. You can underway over to Grom the Paunch and Massive Orcal, and you could just like take him out and then like confederate his faction. It's pretty cool, actually. But in my Skarsnik campaign, I'm not sure if I want to like go south and like do that whole thing. I'll probably actually go take out Belagar's faction, and then from there I'll go up to Massive Orcal and get Grom the Paunch as my second lord. Yeah. It's not my birthday today. No, don't get started there, guys. It is not my birthday. All right, guys, so let's take a look at the build here. I honestly like it. Yeah, it's cool. So Malverde's got some Clan Rats with shields in the front. He's got some Warp Grinders to get some AoE damage and snares. Eshin Triad's a little bit of an interesting pick here against Norsca, but I guess against Skinwolves they can do okay. On top of that, he's got a Grey Seer on a bell. He's got an Assassin, double Assassin, a couple Slingers, Rat Ogres. Yeah, actually pretty cool. Yeah, I like this army. It's very different. I think I saw some Plague Monks, yeah, back there. And a ton of Eshin Triads is my only concern. I don't know how effective they're going to be, but if you can catch the Skinwolves, you'll certainly have some teeth. So now for Soothsayer's army, Berserkers in the front, Marauders to buffer them as well. A single Marauder Chariot, a bunch of Skin Wolves with anti-large to kill Rat Ogres and Hell Pits, things like that. Wolfric on a Chariot, a Fury Balefiend of Fire with Burning Head play, and that's going to be pretty much it. Yeah, solid Norscan army. Very classic stuff. No, guys, no. No, it's not my birthday. It's been my birthday apparently for, oh my god. And the funniest thing is like, so I put up the ECL video, right? And I was like, yeah, you know, people are going to watch this ECL tournament. There's so many good games. I'm really excited to see what people have to say about the gameplay and you know, who won and the drama and the action. And then like every comment was just happy birthday. I was like, all right, that's how it's going to be. No, Shaman turning 40. No, Anakin, I'm too weak. I'm 31 years old. My birthday's on July 12th. I'm getting there, but I hope that by the time I'm like 50 or 60, they have the technology to like just give me cyber arms, like cyborg arms. Oh my god. Then I could still game with the best of them. It is pretty funny, I have to admit. I appreciate a good meme here and there. It's not my... So the running joke, for those of you guys who are out of the loop, is basically on my streams and videos, people just say happy birthday. And then people who didn't watch the stream actually think it's my birthday. And like start like asking and like... And yeah, it's a cascading effect. Hey Blake, happy birthday to you, man, on Tuesday. Coming up soon. So the battle's underway. I actually like Malverde. It seems like he has a good formation. It's going to be tough to deal with that Mammoth, though. What does he have? Does he have a Hell Pit or something? I guess the two Assassins can, and Eshin Triad sort of can. But it's not going to be great for them. Fireball going downtown. Going to be going after the Assassins. 100%. And, oh, he gets clipped. Certainly takes that damage right in the chin. Norsca is going to be kind of taking the front engagement a little bit more cautious. Looks like over here we have Wolfric preparing to come from the hills. I think all the Skaven Slave Slingers definitely need to start peppering down on Wolfric. And the Clan Rats get rode through here. The Assassin is nearby to help. Warp Grinder's moving over there. And now comes the onslaught of Soothsayers. He's going to be countercharging, and I don't know if Malverde is going to get the countercharges in the front. Does not look like it. Berserkers will make very quick work here of the Marauders. Jason Denny, happy second 31st birthday. Thank you, man. I really appreciate the support here. Going to be a big old burning head here, too, which is going to roast that Skaven front line. So far, Soothsayer showing why he's the true terror in the night as he overwhelms the flank here while also crumping the front line and pushing through. Malverde's, doing his best here. He's got a couple troops in reserve. Certainly needs to pull them in. He does also have the Grace Tier on the Bell. The Bellman probably come over here and maybe drop some summons. We do have the Eshin Triads piling in. This is actually one of the first engagements that will be very good for the Skaven. Getting the Eshin Triads on the Skin Wolves is going to be very, very strong. And now the Assassin looks to be going after Wolfric, but he is a foot character. Hey, Warp Grinder here could be really good as well. If he pops the Warp Grinder right now and snares the Berserkers and the Skin Wolves in combat with anti-large units, that could be super clutch for sure. Let's see if he does it. So we don't see the Warp Grinders being used yet. He's going to have to use them quick because they're going to break very, very swiftly here if he's not on top of it. In the other engagements, it's pretty much a wash. Clan Rat's just fighting, chaff units. Leg Monks in the front fighting the Berserkers, but Soothsayer is getting the better engagements. And he makes a mistake of not using the Warp Grinders quick enough, and Soothsayer is able to overwhelm that position, which I think spells doom for them in this game. Frostlight, happy 9th 31st birthday. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. It's not my birthday, though. Eshin Triad's still fighting here, and the Eshin Triad's proven to be pretty decent against the Skin Wolves. You can see the HP of these werewolves is dropping down rather quickly, but yeah, it's going to be a tough pickle, guys. It's going to be a tough pickle as Soothsayer gets the fat, big old surround here with the Marauder Berserkers. And, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Here it comes. It's going to be a juicy old Scorch effect going right down the pipe here. Burning Head on the entire Skaven formation, wrecking the last pocket of their strength. But the Grey Seer of Plague is still going strong. Unholy Clamor keeping many of those Skaven fighting. Over here, the Skaven actually winning a couple melee engagements. It looks like over here might be able to overwhelm these Marauders, maybe beat these Berserkers with the Plague Monks, but I don't know, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, Chariots are coming in, Mammoth is coming in. Scorch effect going down once again. Able to hit a lot of guys, but yeah, there's so much anti-large here too. The Skin Wolves, the Condom Wolves, the premier brand of the old world. Going to be able to cut down this Plague Priest probably. I would imagine so. Berserker still rampaging, dealing with the Plague Monks, and that is probably going to be GG. But nonetheless, Malverde played pretty good, considering obviously he's playing one of the best players in the history of all Total War. And yeah, if he had gotten that Warp Grinder off a little bit quicker, that would have been nice for sure. Here the Assassins are in mortal combat, but Berserkers will cut them down pretty fast here. The Grey Seer is able to get some push, but yeah, that's going to be army losses pretty quickly here as the Skaven lines are just starting to break. Plague Monks, how many kills do they have? 27. I guess it's not terrible. Where are the trolls? I was promised trolls. No trolls in this matchup. Sooth brought a very serious build. And the Grey Seer will fall before the might of the Condom Wolves. Which lore Archmage would you say for pure blasts is the best? I mean, Death is really good for Purple Sun and campaign. Wind Blast is super good from Heavens. Heavens has a lot of like those type of effects that are very, very strong. GG. All right, so next up, we have Chill Warlock. The chillest of warlocks. And Chill Warlock, I think, actually said he's like a brand new player. So this will be good. This will be good. Hey, you know, trial by fire, as they say. So let's go ahead and move this. Then we have the Mighty Mole Spaghetti and Happy Puppy of Clan XMT. Soothsayer going up to, I believe, 3 wins now. And if Soothsayer's still here at the end, I'll play him. I'll be the final boss. Hey, you're welcome, Alverde. You played well. So we have the Chill Warlock now. So let's go ahead and pick like we can pick some more like fun maps. You know, since he said happy birthday to me, we're gonna make him play on the Essence of Chaos. Go like have fun. All right. So Essence of Chaos is just like such a memey map. So Glass Cannon, I called Skinwolves. Well, to me, the Skinwolf name has always sounded like the name of like a cheap gas station condom brand, like the Skinwolf, right? Like something you would see when you're on like Route 66 at some dirty gas station, just like Skinwolves, you know? Because that's like a really classic terrible tattoo you see in America, like in really rundown areas, you'll see like wolf tattoos, and they're all like faded and shitty, and the wolf looks like it's like, help me, I'm too weak. Did he say it's his first game ever and he's against Soothsayer? I did. Sooth has 3 wins. Current leader. Oh, that's right. We got to get that. Yeah. I was going to update it afterwards, but we'll do this. Sooth with 3. Sofa Muncher, Chill Warlock, you may be new, but you shall pave the path to glory. So I will play either Empire, High Elves, or Greenskins. Okay, so he's going High Elves. So Chill Warlock's going to ban Empire, which is smart. Granted, High Elves have a good matchup versus Coast. And he's going Lizards. Chill Warlock, unleash the rite of primeval glory. Let's go, my friend. Sofa Muncher, thank you so much. Yeah, man. Certainly a very tough opponent to face early on in your career. Hopefully he knows. I'm sure he's watched the channel and has seen the Mighty Soothsayer in action. Magic Murder Bag, there's nothing wrong with wolf tattoos. My uncle has one. I have a couple of friends who have them as well, but I'm saying the ones that you see in these areas are like just super terrible. Like they're not good quality. Yeah. But I love that, man. Tank 608 says, man, there's jumping into the deep end of the pool, but there's jumping into the shark's mouth. Yeah. Like, so the thing is, I have a decent range of knowledge when it comes to cultures here in the United States, because one side of my family is Italian, mostly Italian and Irish, and they're from like New York City, you know, have more of a background, I suppose, in education. Some of them were like lawyers, and then the other side of my family is just straight out from like Texas and like the South and different areas like that. So I've been able to see like the both spectrums. Hence my love for mullets. I can't give it up. It's like pinning this is like the younglings against Anakin. But Soothsayer's going High Elves. I hope Chill Warlock just goes balls deep with dinosaurs. Just bring like a ton of them and just charge. This is a really small map, so if you're going to get in there with a Dino Rush, this is where to do it. Is it possible to move the wind counter a little bit off of the minimap? Sure. I don't know where I could go. Maybe I go top right. Would you guys rather see the scorecards like on the top left of the screen? Oh man, Sofa Muncher, that sounds serious. Let me know. I can move it as well. All right. The mullet will come in due time. Don't you guys worry. I'm currently like trying to plan for when I do have to get a mullet. Like, if this is all still going on, do I have to like, am I gonna have to find like a private? I have no one to like cut it for me. My hair is long, but like that's not a mullet. I just have like long 80s hair right now. Michael Isaac, yeah, certainly true. I think that some regions though do have more bad tattoos than others. No, Kingdom Rusher. We talked a little bit about the 9th edition trailer. Yeah, I'm excited, honestly, but I don't think I can really draw too many conclusions until I like see the details and the rules and all that sort of good stuff. All right. Just checking everything here on the back end, making sure we're good, and we are good to go. So Chill Warlock scheming away. Do you ever sneak advice in for the people on your stream and hope that they are listening? Not intentionally, but I'll talk about the matchup, and then sometimes you see it reflected, which is fine. I mean, like, it's, you never know what build someone's going to bring, so my advice could be completely wrong. Honestly, you should really just play with, like, what you're comfortable with. Yeah, Lady Turin may have to cut it if the time does come, and, like, because the hair salons aren't open right now, like supercuts and things like that, so... Hey! John123, you almost got me there with your name. You almost did. You almost got me, bro. But let us today rejoice the birth of Turin. Thank you so much for the 200 GKK. Your name, dude. I almost read it out loud. Oh, man. You almost got me. Yeah. Master Soothsayer, there are too many of them. What are we going to do? Hold on. We'll see here. There's some... Oh, for sure. We have some really good players coming up. Yeah, Bilbo Bagosh plays in a lot of tournaments. Armation, Happy Puppy, Mole Spaghetti. I don't know if I've seen Mole Spaghetti play too much. I see him on streams a lot. I don't know if I've casted any of his replays. We have some people in reserve as well. Yes. So we're an hour and 42 minutes in. We're making some good progress, and both players are ready. So now it is time for the mighty Chill Warlock. Will the youngling defeat Anakin? We will find out here on the Essence of Chaos. Hair salon. Oh my god, a hair salon. That's what I'm gonna open a hair salon and call it the hair salon and just have like a salon, like cutting someone's hair on the picture. Was the 9th edition the new Warhammer 40k trailer? Because yeah. That was basically it. Old Swede, you guys are scheming against me now? What is this? Get out of here with the schemes. So Essence of Chaos is like a widely hated map with really like top tier players because basically like your army starts like right in front of the other person's and it's just like a haggard monster mash. But it has a place in my heart because from a casting perspective, it's very fun because like you just get this instant like battle. There's no like jockeying. It's just get in there and scrap. So I love this one. The youngling might be able to do it. Mole Spaghetti, dude. Somebody has to stop Soothsayer. Is it going to be you? All right, Sooth. Okay, this build looks pretty good. I like it. So he's got SARS, he's got Skinks, some Temple Guard mixed in. He does also have an Ancient Salamander, which I've always liked against High Elves, if you can deal with the Sister Fire, of course. He does have a Stegodon here with the Close Quarters Ballista. He's got Mazda Mundi, a Scarvet, and that's pretty much it. So they're going to be clashing very, very quickly here. Now for Sooth's army, he's got Spearmen in the front, which are going to be Silver and Guard. So 2 Silver and Guard. And if you guys are looking to get into competitive multiplayer, every time you watch Sooth, just like jot down his build or take a screenshot of it, and then you're going to start to get a pretty good build roster. So Rangers, Silver and Guard, double Dragon Prince, including Fireborn, Ilthamar Chariots. His Lord is going to be Teclis on horseback, which is really good. Teclis with the... Oh, he didn't bring the sword, though, which is very interesting. I guess Teclis already has Arcane Conduit, but I always figured he'd bring both just to get like infinite wins. Yeah, basically it's going to be a net build using the Sisters to net down the big targets, and then, yeah, just prosper from there. Now, for the dinos, they're going to want to like try and swarm where they can and get really good like ruinations and banishments on the Sisters, and then follow up with the Ancient Salamander to try and clean up. It's going to be tough, though. Sooth's build seems pretty well prepared. Yeah. Ready your breads for Sooth? I'm going to get my bread buttered, says Mole Spaghetti. Yeah. If Sooth is the final one, we might bump some people up from reserve, too. It seems like the stream's going pretty quick, so. Just worked 15 hours, you lazy skinks. Oh, man, Spark, that's pretty brutal, dude. Hoping the show is good. The show's been good so far. We've had some great games today, some really fun ones. Yeah, honestly, if you guys are like looking to like get into competitive Total War, I would recommend picking like 3 to 5 factions that you can like specialize in. And then honestly, if you go through and you can take inspiration by looking at like ECLs and different tournaments, like my son Herbert Walker's league, all kinds of leagues. And you can like take notes on the builds and then adjust them to your playstyle. It's a really good way to kind of get going quickly. And then of course, practicing in the Discord with people of equal skill ladder isn't the best place because you get a lot of like trolls and beginners, and sometimes play people way better than you. So it can be tricky, but although I think playing people better than you is a really good way to learn. All right, so the High Elf Archer line is here. They do have the Talons of Torqueledo, which are the archers with light armor, and these guys do imbue fire weakness. So you're going to see this Ancient Stegodon's going to get wrecked so quick. The Lizards are going to have to engage fast. The Ancient Salamander is... Where the hell is it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So the Ancient Salamander start ripping some shots, and you can see big damage into the Spearmen, but the Dinos have to be really aggressive here. Just push in balls deep. Osmondy is now being focused. Shield of the Old Ones needs to be dropped. Net of Amatok going down from the High Elves. And yeah, that's pretty brutal. And the Princes just hammer into the Skinks. So far, though, the Ancient Salamander is doing some really good work. He does need to get this Sara Scar veteran to chase down the Chariots if he can. Osmondy is definitely getting his bread buttered really badly here. And yeah, oh, the pain. And he also gets the fire weakness. He does have the Shield of Chaqua, which gives him really good missile resist. Oh no, a fiery convocation coming down from Soothsayer. Going to be screaming through those lizard lines, and oh, goes right through him. Doesn't do too much damage though, thankfully. In the meantime, Fireborn, other troops are collapsing on the flank, trying to get on the Ancient Salamander and shut it down. The High Elf front line, though, is kind of buckling a little bit. Rangers are being forced back. A really nice ruination of cities here. And the Stars are holding their own. Yeah, with Osmondy just getting crumped like this, though, it's going to be too much. And Teclis has plenty of Wounds of Magic for regrowths to heal up the Fireborn and those other troops. And I think that is going to be a very quick game. As you can see, the Dark Lord Mazdamundi has fallen. Ancient Stegodon's going to be next. Classic High Elf net play, using Fireborn's mass to just be a roadblock and then using your Archer line to rip down the big dinos. Nasty stuff indeed. Yeah, anyone's allowed to play in these tournaments. Anyone. The King of the Hill is open for anyone. It's a good chance for people to learn and play people who are, very serious. Here we do get the Ancient Stegodon into the back line, but Sisters are going to turn. Going to be another net, and the Stegodon is going to get Last Samurai pretty hard. Well, not even Last Samurai, because it can't charge into the arrow fire. But, yeah, 800 HP. Army losses for the dinos pretty quick. And that is going to be all she wrote. Show Warlock dropping a Kung Pao reference. Oh, Kung Pao. Hell yes. He says, I'm bleeding, making me the victor. So that's a Kung Pao reference if you guys haven't seen it from Wimp Low. Hell yeah, a man after my own heart. So that's going to be a really brutal game right there. Sigmar, preserve me. Mole Spaghetti, bro, you're next. You got to face the tyrant. All right. So Mole Spaghetti, jump in here if you can. I hope that was a Kung Pao reference. I think it was. All right, so let me minimize. So next we have Mole Spaghetti, followed up by Happy Puppy. Stop, he's already dead. 4. I think he's at 4 now. I forgot paving work is prohibited on Sundays. What's going on? Did I miss something? Is there some meme? Thank you so much for the donation, Sofa Muncher. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. So next up we have Mole Spaghetti. You know the password. It's in the Discord. And here he is. You guys, I kind of want to put him on some like meme-er maps. The Oak of Ages? Oh my god, we could do the Oak of Ages. Mole Spaghetti says hello there. And the Swamp of Terror is a fun one, but it's kind of hard to see. It's my only concern. We'll do the Glacial Lake. One of my favorite maps. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I'm fond of Glacial Lake. Where is it? Is it the Glacial Lake? I can't remember. You'd think I'd be able to find one of my better maps. We'll just do Troll Country. It's fine. Soothsayer getting his practice in. Map is set. So next up after this, we have... who do we have? We have Happy Puppy after this. Hopefully you're prepared. Do an underwater one. It's just like watching Anakin slay the young Padawans. I know, that was the running joke. Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, okay. The paving work. Okay, I totally just went over my head. I'm so sorry. Hey, Soldier, thank you for the donation. Sending some Ah, you almost got me there. Enjoy the scheme. Trixie you are. Soldier, thank you for the donation, man. And Sofa Muncher. I forgot. Paving work, yeah. Okay, so I got both your donations. Thank you guys so much. So what Soothsayer did wasn't broken. It was just really good play. And unfortunately, his opponent kind of played into it. But it's hard. I mean, like, you know, the Lizardman build wasn't bad, but Soothsayer's build was prepared for it. Had the Lizards gone, like, super wide, for example, which is, I think, normally what you see. Like a ton of Saurus and Skinks and a bunch of Cold One Riders to fight the High Elf Cav and swarm them with width. I think going wide against High Elves is better than going narrow, because going narrow plays into their elite focus fire very efficiently, especially with the new buffs Teclis has. So we have Empire here. So Mole Spaghetti says, this one's for you, Turin. Let's go, Moles. Oh, man, what is he going to do? So Mole Spaghetti. You're going to have to deal with a lot of Empire Knights, so Cold One Riders are good here, but I'll let you figure out the rest. Adam Marshall, hey Turin, looking to try and get into Warhammer 2 multiplayer, but I don't know where to start. What wisdom can you share? So firstly, I would recommend joining our Discord community. Let me go ahead and get you a link. And in this section, we have, let me make sure this is the right Discord. Yeah, it is, okay. So in the Discord, there's a section called Looking to Practice, or basically you can even say it in general chat, but you should find some opponents to practice with that you get along with, make some friends, and just kind of get those reps in. And honestly, if you're looking for inspiration, again, you can watch many of the battles up on YouTube, on anyone's channel, really. But again, I would focus more on the competitive ones and just kind of, you know, look at the builds, take some inspiration, play with them, get the reps, see what's working. Honestly, just putting your head to the stone and just getting that experience is really what's really valuable. And of course, using some of the tools that you have access to, some of the resources, and honestly, battles. I always go and look at battles on other people's channels if I'm looking for some build inspiration as well, if I know that they're good players playing. Yeah. Okay, Mole Spaghetti says ready as he'll ever be. Let's see if the first youngling has been taken out by Soothsayer. Yeah. Let's see if the other youngling. This is the one that's standing behind the little, like, the blonde one. This is the next youngling here. It's a pretty small map, though, which is good for the dinos if they can close. I think Spaghetti, he's probably going to bring Tic-Tac-Toe. Yeah, I'm smelling a wild Tic-Tac-Toe pick here, guys. We'll see. We will see indeed. Troll Country is here. Map is underway. Troll Country is one of my favorite maps too. I just like these like small kind of maps like this. Mole Spaghetti, the people believe in you. You're the champion of the younglings. All right, so he's got Skinks, he's got Saurus. Looks good to me. The width is solid. You don't need like elite stuff against state troops. 2 Feral Bastillodons is good because like even if they get focus fired, they only cost like 650 or something, so it's not a huge deal. He's got 2 of those, which is nice. And now for the rest of his army, we have Manticore Summons here, a good inclusion, a fair amount of Cold One Riders. So it looks like Feral Cold Ones and Cold One Riders. We have the Colossadon Hunters up in the sky with Pterodons with the Fire Leech Bolus as well. All right, this is getting pretty crunk. And who do we have for a Lord here? Is it? Oh my God, is it Tic-Tac-Toe? Oh my God, guys, it's Tic-Tac-Toe! My eternal nemesis is here. A little bit risky. Sooth does have, I think, Karl Franz up in the sky. Granted, I think if Mole Spaghetti like plays this well, I think he has some decent tools. Like he's got a wide army, and Sooth has a couple wagons. So yeah, for Sooth's army, pretty classic. Knights of the Blazing Sun, Empire Knights, that's kind of his playstyle. Karl Franz, frontline is going to be Sigmar Sun, Spearmen, and 2 War Wagons, which have gotten buffed. So War Wagons got a range buff and a damage buff, and also War Wagons, I think in some matchups, might actually be better than Outriders if you're worried about being zerged and swarmed, because they're more durable and more independent. So it's Young Padawan versus Anakin round 2. Mole Spaghetti, though, his build's good, his deployment's pretty solid. It's just going to come down to execution and micro, and it's always a tough order when you're facing off against Soothsayer. Anyone else hear a lightsaber being activated? His knees weak, palms are sweaty. Yeah. Adam Marshall, thank you so much for the donation, man. Even though it's not my birthday, I will take it. All right, good luck, have fun. The Feral Bastillodon's not a bad tool. Just gives you something heavy to kind of muck down some of these Empire lines. My concern, though, is that the Powhawks, the Sentinels, and Tic-Tac-Toe are a little bit too close to Franz, and the wagons can rotate over. Colossadon Hunters, I think, are nearby. Okay, yeah, we have Pterodon riders on both sides of the battlefield. Yeah, because like Franz is going to come over here with his wagons and just beat down Tic-Tac-Toe, I think. The wagons aren't as memey as they used to be. He does have a Jade Wizard with regrowth as well. It's going to be really tough to kill this Franz. So Tic-Tac-Toe is here. Soothsayer is going to react probably almost immediately. I would imagine he'll fly over here with Franz. Mole Spaghetti taking inventory and throwing some darts here at these Empire Knights, doing a little bit of damage. But here comes the main fighting. Everyone's just kind of advancing here. Should be a fun little engagement. Feral Cold Ones and the Colden Rider is going to need to be pretty effective. Manticore Summon is going to be going down as well, and this is going to be a fast and furious one. Not sure why he's sending in the Feral Cold Ones here. I guess just to muck up the charge and maybe countercharge with his own Cold One Riders. Yeah, Franz is going in. There's going to be a terror route. Mole Spaghetti does miss the charge here, and it looks like Tic-Tac-Toe and the Colossodon Hunters are a little bit out of position, but now the frontline engagement is underway. Dino should have an advantage against many of the Spearmen, but the Cold One Riders here getting wrecked is pretty unfortunate. Reichland Runefang, Stand Your Ground is activated, and Sooth is coming up and around using the Empire Knights maybe to get us around, but yeah, that's a really rough loss right away to suffer. Your Cold One Riders, your other troops getting crumped, and I mean, the Colossodon Hunters have engaged here, going after the wagons, which I don't think is a priority target at all, and now they're going to get fully surrounded, and this is going to be a very, very quick game here. As these Colossodon Hunters and all the anti-cav elements of the Lizardmen army basically just get picked apart immediately. The Manticore Summit is keeping the bounce power from looking bad, but Colossodon Hunters cost like 1,500. You have to be very careful with them, and yeah, they did some okay damage against Empire Knights, but they killed like 2 models, maybe. Now the Lizards fighting elsewhere are beating down the Spearmen, and Tic-Tac-Toe, I think, is over here as well. Yeah, Tic-Tac-Toe and his Powhawks and Sentinels do go in for a gooning attempt here, so a good attempt by Mole Spaghetti to take out the healing, but now Soothsayer is going to collapse with his Knights of the Blazing Sun, his Empire Knights. Another Manticore Summon has been activated, but pretty much the entire Dino army is being shreked across the map. Brutal stuff. Michael Isaac, come on, Turin, this many people can't be wrong. Admit that it's your birthday, we won't judge you. No, never. Nothing is over. In the words of John Rambo, nothing is over. Now Soothsayer's on the hunt, Galmaraw's active. The bounce of power will get very bad for Mole Spaghetti once the Feral Manticore does dissipate here in a second. And the wagons are kiting back. Yeah, wagons actually pretty meta, I guess, against the Bastiladon. They can outrun it and eventually bring it down. Look at the brave Sons of Sigmar shooting off the back of these wagons, dropping some serious bows here in that Feral Bastiladon. Franz and company crumping over here, going into the Empire Knights, or excuse me, going into the Sara Spears, just overwhelming with sheer numbers. There are some Fire Leech Bolas still firing, but Sooth went to the dark side. Yeah, Sooth has officially slayed all the younglings, for sure. But Mole Spaghetti put up a good fight, for sure. Just that initial engagement, he missed his charge, and he should have just played more defensively, because Mole Spaghetti had the advantage in the infantry game. I think just slow push, and then counter Sooth's aggression, rather than playing into it and letting Sooth counter your aggression. But yeah, Red Crested Skinks piling in. Bounce of Power is still, not terrible for the Dinos, considering they still have so many infantry left. But terror routes are going to be a problem, as many of the Skinks are going to be Franzed. The Franz, baby. Tic-Tac-Toe still going strong, though. Maybe Tic-Tac-Toe is the hero Gotham needs. Is he going to hunt down this Jade Wizard? Looks like Tic-Tac-Toe is spreading his mighty wings. I feel like Tic-Tac should have like 110 speed. It's kind of silly how he's not that fast. I mean, 90 speed is the same as a Griffin. So charging in, here he comes! Oh! Tic-Tac coming in with the Master of the Skies and the Deadly Onslaught, doing some good damage here against the Jade Wizard. But Big Papa Franz coming to show who is the alpha up in the sky. Certainly not the Master of the Skies here, as Franz is going to chase him into another dimension. And on the ground, it's going okay for the Lizards, actually. Red Crested Skinks and Sara Spears are getting some good attrition value here in this fight. The Fire Leech Bolas and the Bastiladon's doing well here. And this youngling is doing well. Considering the misplay in the beginning with his Cav, he's putting up a great fight against Sooth. Able to get on the caster here, jump on that Jade Wizard. Almost gets him, but now Franz comes in. Focused Instincts being popped to prevent Rampage, I think, on the Bastiladon nearby. And yeah, Tic-Tac-Toe's done for. That's going to be army losses there, but well played, He didn't do bad. Sooth's army is pretty damaged, aside from Franz. The youngling put up a great fight, but in the end, Anakin was too much. We come from the skies. You did indeed, brother. And you almost got his caster here. Yes. Yes, he is indeed. Tic-Tac-Toe carries all the way. This game is 100% in the favor of the Lizards here. As Tic-Tac-Toe makes a tactical retreat, the Feral Bastiladon hammered by Galmaraz. And that is going to be all she wrote. So there you have it, guys. Soothsayer continues his reign. The cohort of Sotek refusing to die here. Soothsayer saying, you're a hero. Giving him a proper send-off. Mole Spaghetti, ever the Trollmaster here, refusing to die with the Skinks even though the battle's over. Maybe it's just so he can have a conversation with Sooth. He brought Tic-Tac. He says, to the last. So, refuse to die is now gone. Skinks are going to start taking casualties very quickly. The wagons of Sigmar surge forward and run over those Skinks in a pretty glorious fashion. Oh my goodness. All right, Falcon, we can bring you in if need be. Just stand by. All right, very good. And yeah, that's the last of those little poor skinks. I think there's one left. Getting run over by the spokes of Sigmar. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. There you have it, guys. Why did Soothsayer cross the road? To stomp some younglings into oblivion. Why did he hop across the road? You have to remember he's a Slann in real life. All right, so Sooth is up 5. Here we go. Is Falcon Obi-Wan? Okay. Okay, so one sec here. Perfect. So now we have Happy Puppy. Come, Happy Puppy, do battle with the mighty Soothsayer. GG. Zwap is clearly better than Deathclaw, says Soothsayer. Alright, so for the next map, we can do the Valley of Thieves. Qui-Gon, are you guys assigning roles? Sooth is Qui-Gon, Falcon is Darth Maul. Okay. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. If only Stormwind could say the same. Well played, Mole Spaghetti. A glorious battle, man. You did your best. And that's all we can ask for here. Falcon is going after the other half of the younglings. Hey, Just Dan, thank you. If we say it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Thanks, man. Appreciate the donation, dude. All right. So here we are. Happy Puppy is here of XMT, facing off against Sooth. Sooth picks 3. You know, I'm really disappointed we haven't seen a rogue idol in this stream. Yeah. Hey, Mole Spaghetti, you actually put up a good fight, man. You just made a couple of mistakes with your cav in the beginning. Like, you should have just played defensively. You had the infantry advantage. Just, like, play behind your infantry. And then countercharge his Empire Knights once they come in under your infantry. Played, like, the slow roll game. And also the Clostodon Hunters was a big misplay, too. But aside from that, you played well. It's a trap! It's a trap! So players are doing their picks. So Sooth is going to go Vampire Coast, Lizardmen, or Greenskins. Flexing his range of factions. So Pup bans 1. Pup ban 1 and pick. And I'm going to grab some water. Mike C, of course you can get a shout out, man. Hope you're doing well. Any volcano maps? I don't know. Okay, so we have Lizardmen versus High Elves. Now, Happy Puppy probably just saw Soothsayer win this matchup from the other side. But I think Sooth is going to go super wide here. But nonetheless, it's a fun matchup. It is a fun matchup indeed. As long as we don't see the Haggard Imric blob again with the Silver Helms. Should be good. No, Eli, no. What is Falcon and John Wick and his dog? So you're saying that Happy Puppy is Falcon's dog in the John Wick scenario. Okay. I see where you're going with this. That's pretty good. Garland Green wants the younglings to be slain. The younglings! Yeah. It's funny, like, after, like, how terrible the new Star Wars, like, movies were, at least in my opinion, like, it really gives you an unsung appreciation for, like, the old prequels. Like, I used to just give them so much crap, but then I'm like, oh, you know what? At least they're, like, kind of fun. Volcano map. Oh, you guys want a volcano map to recreate Obi-Wan? Oh my god, versus Anakin. Well, we'll see what happens here, guys. We have Bilbo Bagosh and Sarmatian coming up, and then we have Ice Power. And several other folks on the reserve list. If we get there, but I think if Sooth just beats everyone, I'll play him at the end. Or maybe we'll have Falcon play him. I don't know, we'll see. It'll be tic-tac-toe. Soothsayer has the lizards. He has become the very thing he swore to destroy. Valley of Thieves is a good open field map, so bolt throwers, archers are all pretty viable here. I think Sooth is just going to go super wide, though, and bring like a ton of cav. Sooth is really good at getting those like optimal cav engagements. That's like really a telltale sign of like top tier players, like optimal cav engagements with like enough support to win them, and then you just crush your opponent after that. So we'll see. Yeah, the prequels at least had some good memeage for sure. Man, there's so many. Val's Anvil could be good, yeah. Val's Anvils does have, I think, a volcano at the top. Will you be firing up the Red Alert remaster? Yeah, I'll try it. I think I would do a stream of that. I used to love Red. Is it Red Alert 2 or is it the original one? Yeah, Bilbo's a very solid player for sure. We'll see if Sooth can keep going after the younglings here. Happy Puppy had a really good game on stream the other day, though. I don't know if it would qualify as a youngling, but we'll see. The younglings. Yeah, Mr. Pig, a very good analysis of that situation. Yeah. Nothing beats The Lord of the Rings, though. Like, the Lord of the Rings trilogy is just, like, the best cinema ever, in my opinion. I just love it so much. Like, even now I can go back and watch it, and, like, you know, almost 20 years later, it just feels fresh and doesn't feel, like, outdated. It's just such good storytelling, and, like, the acting is so good. The casting is perfect. Like, I still get goosebumps at the Rohirrim charge, and, like, you know, still get a little bit, like, you know, sad at the very end of the third movie. It's just, like, it's just so good. Yep, so players are getting their picks here. We'll see what happens. Have you seen any of the prequel fan edits? I haven't, actually, no. And Bilbo did fight Smaug 1v1 formation, yes. Rapunz is okay, Christian Bender, but Faye Enchantress and Lewin are just way better. In multiplayer, at least. In campaign, they all have their own strengths, obviously, but... Like, nothing beats Lord of the Rings. It's just so good. Like, I can watch that, like, trilogy once a year and just, like, still just be like, oh, man. Just the goosebumps. Even just thinking about the Rohan charge and, like, Theoden's speeches and, like, oh, it's so epic. Like, that, it's just so perfect. So perfect. I mean, obviously there's a couple moments in the movies that aren't, like, flawless, but it's just, like, it's overshadowed by all the awesomeness. All right, so Valley of Thieves is here. Players are loading in. I do not believe I have a screen blocker up. Yep, looks good to me. Shetland Apache likes Rapunzel versus Dwarves. Yeah, I suppose so. Because she's like good AP, you know, relatively cheap. I can see that, Shetland. For sure. Lewin's pretty good against Dwarves too. Lion Shield and Regeneration make him like tough to snipe, and like he's just a monster. Game of Thrones Season 8, oh god. The last Game of Thrones season was just god-awful. I hated it so much. I was... In the first, like, 2 episodes in, like, the last Game of Thrones season, you're kind of like... You're like, oh, you know, it's not the best, but there's some cool moments. All right, I can overlook that. And then after that, it's just like, oh, like, everything just flies out the window and just becomes terrible. I was so sad. Oh, man. Lich109. Thank you for the $5. He says, yeah, I showed the Lord of the Rings movies to my nephew recently. He also loved them. But he thought the Witch King was a cheater because he wasn't on a broom. Wasn't on a broom? That's so good. Yeah. Game of Thrones Season 8. Torched my fields and poisoned your water supply, says Blast. Dude, that's the greatest description ever. Because I loved the Song of Ice. I like the Game of Thrones books, Song of Ice and Fire, whatever. Like, I love the books, man. And honestly, I love the show, too, up until that last season. Like, the first 2 episodes, you're like, it's a build-up, so you don't know what, like, is coming, so it's kind of exciting still, but man, it just went downhill. Yeah, Shetland, a very fair point, brother. Yeah, Lich109, there's just a delay from what I say in, like, the stream, so, like, usually it's, like, 20 to 30 seconds to delay, yeah. I enjoyed The Witcher. It had some corny moments, but I still enjoyed it enough. All right, guys, and here we go. It's going to be Happy Puppy. Vengeance for the Younglings. Potentially, it's going to be attempted here. So we got Spearmen. We have Spearmen and more Spearmen. We do also have a Noble on Horse, a good anti-large. We have a Mage with Plague of Rust, Final Transmutation, and Searing Doom. So basically, it's going to be an Archer build. So it's going to be 3 regular Archers, but using Plague of Rust to be able to take down the big threats. Aside from that, we have Silver Helms, we have Dragon Princes, and a fair amount of Reavers on the flanks as well to try and contest the mobility here. And it's going to be Tyrion. Oh, yeah, Big Papa Tyrion, but no Sunfang. I'm really surprised about that. Sunfang is quite good at roasting Saurus and Skinks. Anyways, for the forces of Soothsayer, so now you guys get to see it from the other perspective. And like I said, you go pretty wide, right? But he has an Ancient Salamander, he's got a Beastcaster, he's got Saurus Aldblood, a ton of Skinks, Skirmishers, and a big Cav Corps. So Horn Ones. Oh, Horn Ones! That's some heavy metal Cav right there. And we'll see if the Happy Puppy can endure the wrath of Soothsayer. We will see. We will see. Yeah, the season 8 ending of Game of Thrones left a really bad taste in my mouth. I was like actually like a little upset. I was like, oh man, like that just like ruined my whole day. Like those last couple episodes, it's just like, ugh. Anyways, so Ancient Salamander is going to be surging forward. Should be able to drop some shots here. 180 range versus 160, but the Spearmen are going to pay the troll toll. And Sooth is going to be super good at that. Basically, you can stay just out of range of the archers, and you can harass the High Elf front line using the Salamander, and that's what's going to happen here. So good luck, have fun being dropped by both players. The High Elves definitely need to advance because otherwise the Salamander is just going to get huge value. Tyrion and the Silver and Guard also need to make sure they're pushing up. Now archers are going in, getting some okay damage here against the Ancient Salamander. There is no healing on the Lizardmen roster, that they brought at least. We have Manticore summon, so any damage Happy Puppy is able to get on the Ancient Salamander will be permanent. So Spearman still moving up, Soothsayer getting his big old cab position ready, and it looks like Happy Puppy is going to be going for a big flank overload, maybe, but I think Sooth wants that. He has the Horn of Kygor on the Saurus Oldblood, and he also has better cav. Again, I think Happy Puppy needs to use the archers and maybe a little bit of harass. Like, detach one Reaver and go start charging some of these units and, like, force Soothsayer into awkward positions here. But you don't want to take the big cav fight for Sooth's cav. He will win. He has Horn ones. He's got AP cav. This is more of, like, a defensive cav position, in my opinion. So we will see. We will see indeed. So the forces continue to move forward. Archers are about to be in range of some Skinks. Shooting the red-crested Skinks wouldn't be bad also. Like, get a couple archers, hammer down the Skinks. Soothsayer is going to be playing the kiting game. He's trying to, like, wait for his opponent to make a mistake here. Clearly, he's just kind of pulling back. He's trying to hope for his opponent, Happy Puppy, to get impatient, push forward, and then from there he can really take advantage with his mobile hammer force here. And the final transmutation could be useful in a blob fight. Like, if the Horn ones all push in with the Horn of Kygor and you're able to bait them into that, a big old final transmutation could be extremely punishing. You have some Skink Skirmishers here as well. Honestly, shooting them with archers is good. They're not chameleons. So any fire they take is going to be decent. Soothsayer does take a volley here. Does not lose any of those little guys, but certainly a little bit of damage is going to be afoot. And the High Elves are going to continue pushing forward. Tyrion as well, lurking in the shadows. Tyrion certainly up to the task of fighting a mighty big dinosaur. The Ancient Salamander's doing some really brutal damage. And yeah, you can see playing the Lizardman kite here is very, very good. Ancient Sally really performing well. There's no nets or anything, right? Like, normally you could net them down and maybe get some, good engagements here, but I mean, Sooth a little bit out of position here. Maybe some Reavers and a little bit of heavy cav support with Tyrion could, like, push these cold ones right here and then, like, overwhelm this whole position. And then when Sooth counter pushes you, you can simply just fall back. I think that could actually be pretty good, and I think Happy Puppy sees this right now. So far, the Salamander is getting good value where they can. Sooth does pull back here with the Golden Riders, and the Illyrian Reavers are going to be moving up to the high ground. And the Salamander is going to be turning back to engage here in just a moment. Yes, Eltharion has Cavill. Yes, he does. Henry Cavill is indeed in Total War. So, Happy Puppy going for the engagement here, but the Dragon Princes I think should be cautious. I think using the Reavers as bait is quite smart. So do this, then pull back immediately. And Happy Puppy does fall back, which is very, very solid. Forces Sooth forward, gets some free damage. That's exactly what we're talking about here. And then countercharges with her own Silver Helms, which is really good play, honestly. That was a good engagement. The Dragon Princes here can hammer in. It looks like there's going to be some Witchcraft going down here. Maybe Plague of Rust could be the play. Hard to say. It's going to be, a Final Transmutation. A little bit preemptive there. It does do some good damage, but probably should have waited for the rest of the Dino Blob to engage there. In the meantime, Spears are holding. Archers are shooting quite happily, getting good damage here into the Golden Riders of Sooth. And yeah, it's a good game. It's pretty even at this point. I don't think anybody's in a clear state of advantage. A minor misplay here in the front, not charging with the Dragon Princes. But now you can see Sooth's Cav are being forced in, and they're not getting the blob fight they want. Now, the Manticore Summon will be popped here in a second. Silverhelm's doing a very good job holding, very much in the vein of how, like, what's it called? Like Empire Knights do it. It's kind of blocking things up. Silver and Guard are now advancing, and the Illyrian Reavers are in a bit of a dicey situation. Searing Doom going down to the back. High Elf Archer still teeing off here, but not too many good choice targets for them, to be honest. And this could spell the beginning of the end, as some of the Skinks do get into the back line. If this Archer position is to be compromised by Skinks, I think that's pretty much going to be GG. The Archers are going to be super essential here because the High Elves aren't going to win this fight without their Overwatch support. Nonetheless, Soothsayer in a pretty commanding position right now as he is able to crump and surround all these characters. You can see the Mage of Metal is here. The Dragon Princes are surrounded and terrified. And the High Elves have a couple... Oh no! A misplay for sure. Looks like Happy Pup left her Spears over here, and the Spears could have been defending here and letting the Archers keep shooting. Yeah, so a little bit of a lapse there. Had some good engagements other than that. But here, the Spearmen being out of position is brutal because now these High Elf archers are basically just going to get destroyed. So here we do have Tyrion with Faint and Riposte active. Manticore Summon will be disappearing here in a brief amount of time. It's on its final tier of summons. Dragon Princes are holding relatively well considering the circumstances, but man, this is really rough. Like, these archers are so essential. And these High Elf Spearmen are just so painfully out of position. Like, had they been back there to buffer, the archers would still be shooting. Value would be getting accrued against the summon. But in this case, the Skinks are going to get them, and there's pretty much nothing the High Elves can do to win this game at this point. Yeah. This is live. This is live. Yep, and that's going to be GG probably, as Tyrion will now be taken out by the Manticore and the Old Blood. And the Metalcaster is going to be dragged down. The Noble's still fighting, I guess. But yeah, the Archer is going down. You know, honestly, if the Spearmen had been able to protect the Archers, I think maybe that the High Elves would have had a decent chance here. But oh, the Ancient Salamander dropping some bows here. Just nuking those guys. Must have a ton of kills. Freaking 188 on that Ancient Salamander. That is so brutal. And Tyrion's running for the hills right now. Looking to get away. Run, Tyrion. Be free. Ride Shadowfax. Show them the meaning of haste. And here comes Tyrion. But yeah, it was some really... I really liked the initial engagement from the High Elves. I thought the Reavers baiting in Sooth's troops into a countercharge was like pretty masterful play for sure. But a little bit of a lapse over here with these units, I think, cost the game for the High Elves. Because the balance of power was falsely inflated by Manticore summons. And if the High Elves had been able to endure that and keep their archers firing this entire time, there would be so much extra DPS going down for sure. But it was a good game. It's a good game. 8 minutes long, give or take. Tyrion gets the rebirth, but it's too late. And that's going to be GG. GG! Sooth is just mowing down rebels down in a hallway as Lord Vader. I know. I want to get good at Adobe After Effects so I can like make videos like that. Yeah, so Soothsayer is going up to 6. Who can take down the mighty Slann? Who can do it? And now, next up. Well, we had players sign up first. So now we have Bilbo Bagosh. So Bilbo is a very solid tournament player as well. So Bilbo shall join. I believe he's the Polish player. You're a hero too, you brought Tyrion. I have to lick my wounds, but I'll be back. Well played. So now we have Bilbo joining us from the Shire. All right, everything looks good. Yeah, just those spearmen being left on the flank, they were pretty necessary for sure. So Bilbo should be on my friends list. I think he's down here somewhere. Bilbo, Chesht. Yakshemash, my friend, it is your turn. I hope you put on a Dobrze performance. There is my limited range of Polish. All right, so let's go ahead and pick the Moon Dial. Let's put him on like some god-awful map. Put him on a good map here. And we can do the... Sword of Torvald apparently had some crashing issues from what people were telling me. The Southern Chaos Waste is fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Map set. A little bit of lag. Seems like Bilbo may be lagging as he joins here. Hopefully we'll load in just a second. Cool. Yeah, Bilbo is Poland, yeah. He's not. He isn't Poland. He's from Poland. He isn't the nation of Poland as himself, but you guys get what I'm saying. Looks like the lobby just crashed out anyways. Okay, maybe it was a bug lobby. Let's go ahead and remake it. All right. Cool, host game as spectator, finished, final. Hopefully Steam isn't going down. It's Sunday, I don't think we should have any issues with Steam. So Soothsayer and Bilbo, the game has been remade. Let's get you guys in the lobby if we can. I'll find you on my friends list. Wow, Soothsayer was so quick to rejoin. Hot damn. And he moves over to his favorite side there. New Carrick Buffdar. It's a good map, actually. Bilbo Baggins. Bilbo Baggins! What do you take me for? Some Conjura cheap tricks? Here we go. Looks good. Hit him with that kielbasa. Oh, man. We actually have some kielbasa in our fridge right now. I think we're going to cook it tonight. All right. So Bilbo's here, but it seems like Bilbo's having some trouble joining. Nope, he got in. Good. So Sooth picks 3. Let's see how he does this. Hey, chest, Bilbo. The lobby has been remade. It has. All right, everything looks good. Sooth currently on a 6-run streak. That's going to be a hard one to beat. So, Sooth going Coast, Empire, or Greenskins. Yeah. And now we'll see what Bilbo brings. I think Bilbo likes to play Dwarves. Honestly, if I were here, you know, I might actually ban Vampire. No, I would. Oh, man. Bilbo has, like, the perfect opportunity here. If Bilbo just bans out, like, Greenskins and picks Dwarves, like, Dwarves are super good against Coast and super good against Empire, like, heavily favored. So if Bilbo is a good Dwarf player, he could ban out the Greenskins, which have the best matchup of the 3 against Dwarves, and just, like, have a great one. So that's the thing. Like, when you pick your 3 in this, you gotta, like, yeah, be careful. Chest, Quintar. Rogi Hoagie says, I'm Polish, so I can confirm that Bilbo is indeed the Poland itself. Yep. He goes Dwarves, bans Greenskins, perfect play. Like, now Sooth is forced into a really, really hard situation. Like, but if anyone can win this, it's going to be Soothsayer. But both of these are hard. That was a really good pick and ban. Yeah. Or a really good ban. Or pick and ban. Yeah. Exactly. Oh man, pierogies are so good. Yeah, and Dwarves have a huge favor advantage against Vampire Coast, like massive. I think Sooth will probably go for a rush, to be honest. I think that's more his playstyle than trying to like pull apart. I don't know, we'll see. Just speculation, of course. Thank you guys all for joining, by the way. If you're enjoying this King of the Hill, please do drop a like. We have 1,500 people, or 1,600 people, I think I see. Close to that. We got 320 likes. We pump those jams up, guys. I know it's annoying. I hate asking for it, but it's just, you know, it's my business. I got to do it. Thank you guys so much. Perfect. Yeah, the Dwarves is smart. This is heavily favored for Dwarves. I'd say it's like a 60-40. Coast can win it. I've won it in tournaments with Coast, but it's very, very difficult against good Dwarf players. And I think Bilbo and it seems like a lot of the players from Poland play Dwarves, I've noticed. Yeah. So why are Dwarves... Dwarves are not better than Vampire Coast and Empire, but they have a good matchup against them. So the Dwarven roster, simply put, is very strong against both of these factions. Yeah. Greetings from Poznan. Ah, Chesh Conrad. And if anybody doesn't know, my lovely smoking hot wife is Polish, Lady Turin. That's why I know how to say some words. So Bilbo is ready. Will this be the end of the reign of Sooth? You have my like. Yeah, it's true. Maybe the Polish faction should have Cav. The Hussars. All right, perfect. Slaxlon would probably be considered by many to be one of the best players of all time in Total War. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Like, because like players go through ups and downs, right? But like in terms of consistency, I think Soothsayer has like the most tournament wins of like anyone. Like big competitive tournaments, and he still wins them. Like, and he's been doing it forever. Yeah. Thank you, William McCoy. All right, Bilbo Bagosh, Tlaxlan Soothsayer, Dwarves versus Coast. If Sooth wins this, that's going to be a pretty solid win. Chill Warlock. I still have the fastest game, right? Chill, I think so, but that's also not a fair title because we put you on a very small map. So it was going to be fast no matter what. I'm sure we'll get Kislev in Game 3. Oh, yeah. Chill Warlock, you did good, man. I mean, you had to face quite the Terminator, so don't be ashamed. Hughes from France. Hope you're doing well, man. I help you with your insomnia. Like, yeah, people have told me that. And it's weird. If I watch like a stream that I'm enjoying or like a video on YouTube, it puts me out just like to sleep. And it's not because I'm not enjoying it. It's because I'm like, it just like, yeah, it soothes me to sleep. It's weird. Winter's SEO, Battle Reports, Warcraft, Back to Warcraft. I watch their channel a lot, and like that, like I'll get through like 1 or 2 matches and then I'm just done, just out. Yeah, for sure. It's so weird. It's like such a good sleeping aid, like watching streams and just, yeah. Yeah, Shetland Apache, very, very good assessment for sure. Bunksky, what's your first name, Turin? Also, happy birthday. My first name is Nick. Yeah. Nicholas. And my middle name is actually Turin. Yeah. Mr. Pig, Turin, asking again, what point do you have Soothsayer fight in ambush battle? Probably still win it. Yeah, I don't think we need to do that. I mean, there's plenty of players who can get games off him. I mean, not easily. Bilbo is certainly a very solid player, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, my name is Nicholas. Yes, I'm building the werewolf deck for Lady Turin. I mean, we're waiting for the cards to come in. I ordered them from a game store here in California, so we're just waiting right now. I'm building a zombie deck, a zombie commander deck with Verena the Lich Queen, and she's building Ulrich werewolf deck. May use Rurik Thar also. So Carrick Buffdar is the map. My first name is Screenblocker. That's what I'm gonna name my next dog. When Anna and I get a dog or a pig, we're just gonna name it Screenblocker. Yeah. No, my last name is very Italian sounding. Even though I'm less Italian than I'm Irish, but obviously it just worked out that way with the parents. All right. Everything looks good. No screen blocker up. Yeah, so my dad is like half Irish, half Italian. That's his ancestry, and then my mom is like a mix of a lot of different things. But she's the most predominant thing in my mom's side of the family would probably be like Irish and maybe a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, the rest is kind of like nobody really knows because nobody kept track. Irish, maybe a little bit like German. Not really sure, but like again, both my parents are very like mostly Irish, so that's my most predominant. But I don't know what the other stuff is. That's awesome. I've got a legacy werewolf. Let me know. Yeah, I will. That would be very interesting. Like how in StarCraft 2 they have like pros play like several people. It'd be much harder in Total War. If Sooth wanted to beat like multiple players, he'd have to go like full kite and just like and gooning and just try and pick them apart that way. Nicholas Turin spaghetti. I'll take it. Dude, I love spaghetti all day. All right, guys. So now for the build here of the Dowie. Let's take a look. He's got Longbeards, Into the Sunset, Miners, a Runesmith, a Rune Lord. He's got 3 Quarrelers and, oh my god, triple cannon. Damn, he's going balls deep. Triple cannons back here, guys. I dig it. And now for the armies of Sooth. He's going to be going for a rush. Yeah, so he's got Zombie Power Deckhand Mobs, a couple Bombers. Sirens are actually, you wouldn't think they're good in the Dwarven matchup, but they are. They're very tough to kill because Dwarves, aside from Grombrindle, don't have too much magic damage. So the Sirens are very sticky and annoying. He's got some Hounds. Oh, Sooth coming in with a bloated corpse. What a madman. It's the first meme we've seen out of him today, but it's a very minor meme. Does he have 2? No. Vampire Fleet Admiral and Pistols, Morngulls and Bats. So the build is very competitive for Sooth, with the exception, of course, of the bloated corpse. Yeah, it's good. Now, this is a dwarf favored matchup, but again, it comes down to execution. If if Bilbo lets his cannons get taken out, for example, that could be like a very quick game, right? Yes. So no, the players cannot see each other's deployment. It's not like in campaign when you're like deploying how you can like see. It's yeah, it's different. So you can't see. I mean, unless they're stream sniping, but I don't think either player is going to do that. I trust these guys. And I mean, if you're stream sniping to win King of the Hill, then I'm disappointed in you. Yeah, because King of the Hill is such a casual format. Well, Sooth isn't memeing that hard, guys. The bloated corpse is only 400 gold, and it still can get its value back. So, like, he didn't go. The rest of his army is competitive. Like, the only meme element is the bloody boy. Everything else is like is pretty standard here. Yeah. Felcon's 100% correct. This is an extremely hard matchup for Coast. It can be won, but it's very, very hard. And Bilbo's a good player, too. He's got his cannons back here. He's got 3 of them, which should do some poundage for sure. But the thing about what's good about Morngulls is they do have stock, so you can't see them until they're close. So the cannons aren't going to be able to rain fire unless the dwarves like should go scout or move a miner up to check for Morngulls. I would 100% suggest that. Only 1 Slayer, though. I'm surprised we're not seeing more Slayers. Slayers are really, really good against Morngulls. Yeah. Hey, Drew says, Sooth is doomed. Doom, I say. No, so if you're playing in tournaments or competitive scene, or just normal battles versus your pals and you're following like, decent engagement rules. Corner camping would be if you're up against this white line in the back and there's not enough room for your opponent to like move, like comfortably move like the largest type of unit through it, like a wide infantry line. So he could be like right like up here maybe. I would still probably call him if you got a little bit further back, like past this line right here. But right now he's not corner camping. There's ample room for hounds and units to maneuver behind his army. So yeah. Corner camping is like if you form like literally a box in the corner and like you deny the opponent like flanking you using the out of bounds lines, which is pretty haggard. Like, have fun. Soothsayer says, prepare starboard guns. A little bit of lag here, unfortunately. Oh, no, they're just marching slow. Yeah. So let's see what the dwarves can do. Vampire Coast is going to be advancing, obviously. It's going to take them a while to get there. They're not the quickest of folks. Arc of Sotek, Shredder of Lustria, Nakai, Croxigor Smash is OP, says Falcon. Oh, all right. Fair play. Fair play. We actually did see Falcon when Falcon won the Everchosen. I believe he defeated Soothsayer using a Dreadsaurian in one of his games. I can't remember. I think it was like Chaos or something. Do you remember what that was, Falcon? Are Bloody Boys a good pick against vampire counts? So vampire counts like can have monsters fly over, or they can send in like zombies to trigger it. I don't know. The bloated corpses are like, I'm trying to think of niche applications for Bloody Boys. They do cause terror, but they just die instantly. I don't know. Yeah, I've gotten value from bloats in a couple games, but usually it's against players that I'm a little bit more experienced than, so I can catch them off guard. Yeah, so the dwarves are moving up. You can see their entire army is moving to engage. And the cannons should be able to shoot here any second. A little bit of line of sight here. He's got to be careful. There's a little bit of a slope. So yeah, the dwarves definitely want to get their miners up. I would probably send one blasting charge up just to see, because if you can get eyes on the Morngulls, triple cannons should wreck the Morngulls super quick. I don't know why his cannons aren't shooting yet. I mean, he's maybe saving ammunition. The Sirens are now visible as well. And yeah, Sooth is going to go for a huge flank overload. You can see all these scary monsters here. The Morngulls are going to be pressing in this way. Yeah, it was Arc of Sotek and Dreadsaurian. Yeah, and, bloats can cause some problems. Like, if you're able to get them on, like, some Longbeards or something, that's, like, Value City, because it's, like, 400 gold, I think, getting, like, 800 or 700 worth of value. 750, can't quite remember. A little bit of lag here. I think it's Bilbo, unfortunately, because we didn't have any lag with Sooth before. But it's all good. It gives us a nice little slow-mo analysis of everything. I think he's leaving the bloat in the trees, which is smart, because this battle and this matchup can go super freaking long, so leaving the bloat back here I think is smart. Like, in the late game, you bring it out, and, like, if the dwarves only have infantry left, you can then wreck them. So, bloaties against chaos? It could be okay. Could be alright. Like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can, like, mix in bloated corpses as, like, a weird deterrent just to, like, stress your opponent out. Like, just get, like, 2 of them or something. Because it's not a huge investment. Yeah, bloated corpses cause terror now. They didn't do that before. So as they're charging you, they can, like, terror out things. So it is, I suppose, a cheap source of terror. But you have to watch out. If it blows up in your own lines, it can go really bad. So this is actually going really well for Sooth so far. Because the cannons are just shooting bombers. And, like, that's super inefficient. He's taken out, like, been shooting at them for 2 minutes. And has gotten, 19 kills on them. The cannons are pretty much a countermeasure against Vampire Coast Carronade spam, which is another way to beat dwarves, or try to beat dwarves. I know, it's a little slow-mo, guys. My apologies. But hopefully it'll be okay. So here we have the Rune Lord. Quite comfortable here. What does he have? He's got Rune of Wrath and Ruin, so obviously just going for the slows. But the Morngulls are going to be coming in. Sooth is going to wait for pretty much all the zombies to be advancing here. And it looks like the cannons are now going after the Fleet Admiral, which probably isn't a bad idea, to be honest. Has Invocation and some healing, but oh man, Sooth's taking a bit of damage on his Lord there. Another cannon shot ripping through. It's definitely better than shooting bombers, which you can just waste with your Coilers and your Rangers and stuff like that. You have a Book of Grudges? Yeah, no, of course. All dwarf players have Books of Grudges, I'm sure. Just being, yeah, dwarves have, I don't know, something about the dwarves has changed. I feel like they're better in a lot of their bad matchups than they used to be, and there haven't been that many changes. I think dwarf players have just kind of figured out builds. Like, Beastmen, Greenskins, like, those used to just be wretched matchups. I think it's when Gyrocopters got buffed is when, like, people started to adapt. So the bloated corpse is now visible. Sooth does have it out in the open. I think he's maybe teasing with it, like, trying to entice the cannons to shoot it. Hard to say. Scurvy Dog's taking a couple cannon shots as well. And now the Morngulls are visible. The first ones can be seen here on the flank. So you can see immediately Bilbo gets all 3 of his cannons and trains them onto the Morngulls here. You can see like how much of a threat they are to the dwarves. They're big, they heal. Bonus first infantry, good AP value, certainly a massive threat to the Dawi battle lines. So the cannon should be shooting here in a second. Yeah, some aerial intelligence could be quite useful for sure. The one Fellbat, though, would chase it off, but with archer support on the ground. Yeah, cannonballs tearing in, going into the Morngul's. Looks like a miss there, thankfully for the forces of Sooth there. And Sooth is now going to be moving in. Certainly a dwarf-favored matchup. If Sooth can win it, that's going to be quite impressive. Yeah, sorry about the lag, guys. It's going to be a long one simply because of the lag, but it's pretty hard to enforce. And I've had Bilbo on before, and he hasn't lagged, so I don't know, maybe something weird is going on. I don't know if we have like a ghost spectator hiding in the lobby, trolling us. Were bloated corpses a thing in tabletop? I think Lich109 mentioned on one of our streams that they were. So the cannonballs are shooting downtown, going after the Morngul's here in the center. You can see the Scurvy Dogs are being afflicted with the Rune of Wrath and Ruin and should be taking some blasting charges to the face, as the Quarrelers unleash on them as well. Sooth really needs to get this flank overload. Yeah, get the Morngul's and Syreens and just crash down here. Dragonback Slayers are defending in the back, though, so not going to be easy for the Morngul's, but it looks like he's sending some of the Morngul's into the front. Bilbo shooting the Scurvy Dogs here. And yeah, Scurvy Dogs are down for the count. Really good Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Basically, you want to take out the mobility and chasing elements here of this Vampire Coast army. Sooth is now moving forward with his Vampire Fleet Admiral of Pistols. Vampire Fleet Admiral of Pistols. Yeah, he basically is a pistol lord anyways. So here comes the Morngul rush, pushing in. Man, this is really laggy. I gotta talk to the guys after to see what's going on. Probably downloading some stuff on their computers. So blasting charge is going into miners, but the Morngul's do get a nice collapse here onto the miners right there. And here, these blasting charge folks are going to be holding up the zombie advance, as all the Quarrelers are going to be training their shots on Morngul's. And this is like, it's definitely very hard for Vampire Coast. Yeah. Yeah, one Slayer is a huge mistake. You typically, I think you would want 3 Slayers at least. Sometimes even 4. They're just so good against like everything on Vampire Coast. Not everything, but they really, really do a ton of work. So here you can see the Morngul's are getting worn down. 11 models, a couple more volleys from the... are these Quarrelers or Rangers? Yeah, they're Quarrelers actually, so they're actually somewhat armored. The arrows slowed time in MP now. I know. We're getting some bullet time effects here. He's actually pulling the Slayers off the cannon back here. A little bit of a bold strategy. Here, this flank is collapsed, so Soothsayer is able to get on those Dwarves and push them back. And he's also going to be pulling back the Morngul's. And is that bloaty boy coming, or is he hiding? No, the bloat's actually waddling slowly. According to its tooltip, it's moving fast, but that's certainly not true. Cannons just wailing in here on these Morngul's, who do get healed up with Invocation. And the miner flank has been collapsed, and now we have the Syreens pushing in. Are these Longbeards? They are. So Longbeards are going to be super clutch here because they are immune to psychology. So they'll be able to hold back pretty efficiently. I know, someone's running their internet through a pizza box. I know. Ghost vs. Dawi is boredom. It could actually be fun if it wasn't laggy. Yeah. That's the big problem. Yeah, not much we can do, guys. So we'll just bear through it. But if it is Bilbo lagging persistently, we'll just probably, even if he wins, we'll probably replace him. Because we can't have this every game. Slow undead plus slow dwarves equals lag. He has so many cannons, it's starting to lag his PC. Alright, so the archers are shooting in, going balls deep into those zombie pirate gunnery mobs there, who of course are being worn down. We have Fellbats disrupting the missile line, also occupying some of the Slayers here, and Sooth really just in a bit of a Death Star situation. Sooth does also have gunnery mobs with handguns. And I'm curious about like how a build like that would do, just like a massive Vampire Coast powder build. You know, carronades, handgun mobs, but I guess if the dwarves advance with Slayers, you just get like karate chops. This is EVE Online. Oh yeah, it is for sure. So Fellbats are being worn down. Soothsayer is getting through the lines somewhat efficiently. You can see some of these Longbeards are starting to get worn down. And now Soothsayer is coming with the bloat. So is the bloat going to be seen? If it like runs into this pocket of dwarves right here, that would be super strong. On top of that, Sooth is going to be overcasting a zombie pirate gunnery mob in the back lines of Bilbo. And it should be able to shoot in here. Yes, there it goes. There it goes indeed. The prison shanks are coming eventually. It's a shame too, yeah. Seems like it's a good game, like the one of the closer games Sooth has had, and it's so laggy. But the handgun mob is being used to shoot at these Slayers, it looks like. The Dragonback Slayers, or maybe the back of the Longbeards, but there are going to be some Dwarven reserves, which shall move up here. The Longbeards should be able to intercept those guys. Syreens are going to have to come around the flank as well. And, yeah, cannons are still shooting happily. 2 of them are online. One of them might get pushed on here by Syreens, but it's going to take some sweet time for that to happen. Now, Sooth in the front line is doing his thing. The Black Pariah Pit has been activated. A lot of people don't even know about that item, but it gives power reserves and recharge rate. It's actually pretty good. And is that bloat coming? I guess, you know, since it's slow motion, the one advantage of it being a very slow, choppy game is we're not going to miss the bloat. Yeah. We're going to see here. Here he comes. The bloat, the hero of Gotham. I think that Bilbo is so focused here on this engagement. I think the bloat's going to be able to slip by, actually. So the Fellbats are finally dissipated, but the Mourngul and Cyrene line is actually in good shape. It hasn't taken that much damage. And Sooth is working his Vampire Fleet Admiral into the back line, and what he's going to do is he's going to drop a Zombie Summon on top of the Carronade here, maybe even the Gunnery Mob, so it can like shut down 2 cannons for the price of 1. And Sooth is trying to get his Syrenes around the Longbeards here on the flank. Slayers have engaged, seem to be pretty healthy. Where is this going? Don't worry, I'm aware of the bloat. I know how fast it's moving, guys. Yeah, now the Syrenes are rushing into the back, but the Slayers are going to be a huge problem. How many kills do they have? Not even kills, but models is what I was really looking to check. 58, so they've taken a little bit of damage. It looks like Soothsayer did actually drop a Zombie Summon on them too, a little bit earlier to try and keep them from like getting on top of the Mournguls. Now the Mournguls are pushing into the back, which is certainly the doom that the Dwarves are not seeking. Alright, so I'm just going to sit in this position because the bloat is making its way downtown. Making my way downtown. Dun, dun, dun. Here comes Mournguls. Getting onto the Quarrelers, which is quite solid, shutting down one of the few units on the Dwarven roster that can counterplay them. And honestly, I think Soothsayer is in a winning position. It seems like his Mournguls, like core, despite the Dwarven cannons and things like that, are still pretty healthy. There goes my bloated corpse. Watch it as it goes. Oh, it's taking a little bit of damage. I think the cannons might have shot it. Man, look at that boy go. He is thick. Yeah, hitting center mass of those Longbeards could be very, very good. So the Mournguls pushing in, Zombie Summon being used as buffering. The Dwarves are holding the front line here. But yeah, man, it's a real laggy one. Come on, bloat. Come on, bloat, let's go. Yeah, I think the Mournguls did dive on the Quarrelers to save the bloat. Now he's moving in. I think Bilbo sees it at this point. He must. How could you not see that glory? There goes my bloated corpse. Watch it as it goes. A little bit of a resolution of the lag, finally. Oh, the bloat! Boom! Right in the face of those Longbeards. And it's like when the bloated corpse went, it like stopped the lag in the game. Like suddenly there's, maybe his connection stabilized? Yeah, there's like, the lag is gone. Alright, so hopefully Bilbo's connection is fine now. Okay. I think the bloated corpse just had to blow its load to fix the internet. That was a really good bloat though. Some of the Syrenes have creeped around the back, trying to get on the cannons, obviously. Soothsayer does have his nasty core here, and yeah, one cannon is taken out by Sooth. Another one is going to follow in suit as the Vampire Fleet Admiral has gotten right on top of it. So yeah, all 3 cannons may be going down here, which is a little bit scary. And the other Syrenes here were able to outflank and outmaneuver the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, and now they're jumping on top of that cannon there. Yeah. I mean, it didn't completely fix the lag, but it certainly did for a second. Maybe we need more bloated corpses in these games. Balance of power is even, but I think Sooth getting all the cannons is a pretty big step towards potential victory. They're expensive, right? And he could just chase them off the battlefield. Syrenes are actually really quick. They have 40 speed, I think. Runesmiths don't do magic damage. You would think they actually would, like with some runic kind of witchcraft there, but they don't actually. Slayers, how are they doing in terms of their health and fitness? They're around here somewhere. Where art thou? Warriors of Dragonfire Pass are here. This cannon is down for the count. I'm trying to find the Slayers. Longbeards looks like over here. No way, the Slayers got whittled down that much. No. No, we have Longbeards here, and Slayers are over here, I think. Yeah, those got to be them. No, Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. I have no idea where the Slayers went. Oh, here they are. Okay. Wow, very low. That's actually a bit of an issue. Like, there's not that many Slayers left. The CPU knew the real priority. I know, the bloated hero. Now he's downloading something else. I know. Well, don't worry, guys. Even if the Dwarves win, we'll probably have to pause him. Tell him to fix his internet before he plays again. He's a great guy, but yeah, we can't have the lag like this. So the Syrene's still shanking, although it looks like the Dwarves might be pulling ahead here, although there's a full health group of Syrenes and the Vampire Caster is still in good shape too. Gotta make sure to chase those cannons off though, because if they come back later, although the edge of the map's pretty close here, they might just break off. Yeah, they're terrified as well. So Sooth does have the pistol character. The pistol character actually has good AP and can snipe a lot of goodies. I would imagine he's going to use another zombie summon on top of the Dragonback Slayers here. Turin, when were we having a bloated corpse only invitational? You know, I actually thought about doing something funny like a bloated corpse racetrack where you have to like run the bloated corpse past a bunch of obstacles, like a bunch of like characters, and whoever gets their bloaty past like the enemy lines wins, like football. I don't know. Nonetheless, Sooth collapsing back on the cannon lines. You can see the Mournguls and Syrenes are making their way through the Quarrelers, and Syrenes actually have good AP values, but they take a 25% mitigation against Dwarves, but it still doesn't mean they're bad. It's kind of a lot of like back in the day, people used to be kind of afraid of that. They'd be like, oh, you know, I don't want to bring any magic. Dwarves have magic resist, but it's still really good despite their magic resist. You also have to remember there's going to be terror routes as well. So terror routes are going to be a thing. Got to give big props to our players for dealing with the lag here. The Black Pariah pitch is activated once again. Syrenes making their way through, and Syrenes will be very good against Slayers here. There's 25 Dragonback Slayers left, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Dwarf army has the stopping power to deal with the the cannon crews coming back, though. If Sooth had some like hounds right now, man, that would just be super clutch. He could like chase down all the cannon crews and all that sort of other stuff. Yeah, so that's like another thing I was thinking about, the Bloated Corpse Olympics. Like a mad, like playing Frogger with them, sort of. So you would have 3 players on one team, or like 5 players on one team, and one person would play like the Empire and would have like a bunch of like, I don't know, something to like try and focus them down. Yeah, I still think Vampire Coast might actually win this. I think the Syrenes are going to be pretty strong. It depends on the Winds of Magic situation too. There still are some Morngulls fighting also, which is quite strong, and the Handgunners in the back were able to come back too. And these Handgunners, once they advance up, are going to be able to put some serious hurt on this formation. I guess it depends on the Winds of Magic for the Vampire Coast. Like, if they are holding more zombie summons in the back pocket, I think he could be okay here. Syrenes are, like, terror routing off so much. See, the cannon crews and things like that are chasing them down. Syrenes are really good against Slayers, yeah. I mean, the Slayers hit hard, but Syrenes take 75% resistance against them and can really endure that. And, like, what magic damage is there? Yeah, there's... Grombrindle is often a common pick here in this matchup, just in case the Sirene rush, because he does magic damage himself with his axe. Ruin, Wrath, and Ruin being used on the Morngulls here, but the Dwarven army very, very beat up. I mean, a couple miners. Not much stopping power left. And now the handgun mob's coming in here from Sooth. Zombie Pirate Gunnery mob with handguns, going to be able to tee off into this Dwarven position. And how is this summon situation? Where is this vampire character? Yeah, it looks like back here. Chasing down the scraps. Yeah. So we'll see. Just gonna hang out, guys, until this gets going. The Dwarven firepower mostly offline. They still do have the... they still actually have a Runesmith over here, which could be a bit of a problem. Terror routes aren't going to be too much of a thing. Longbeards are immune to psychology, so you have to break them the old-fashioned way. But the Syrenes are now piling in, which is good. Pull the Morngulls back and through. Use some Syrenes to chase things off. Yeah, definitely have to get all those cannon crews, 100%. But had it been like a full speed game, you guys would have been able to see some really, really cool tactics for sure. Yeah, the handgun fire here is super withering. The Dwarves are in a blob. Like, the handgun fire is going to be punishing. I think Sooth has got this. And again, yeah, sorry about this, guys. Coilers? You forgot about some Coilers? Yeah, it looks like they are over here, but they're moving back in. These handgun mobs might actually be taken out by the advancing warriors of Dragonfire Pass here. But it looks like I think that was an invocation. Yeah, an overcasted invo, and it hit the Morngulls too. That's really nasty. Could start resurrecting some of those models. We have freaking 16 Syrenes over here too. I know of all the matchups to have a Lagfest in, this is like the worst one. Syrenes are kind of crumbling down. As far as kills, 28 on these ones. These ones are very healthy though, all 45 models. Coilers should get chased off, and now we have the Vampire Caster coming back in. But look at the handgun mob, man, just pounding into those guys. Up to 52 kills right now. Not going to be any terror routes from the Dwarves, though. Yeah, and that was another one I was thinking about doing, like a custom battle, like a racetrack with like all the chariot characters. So you have like Grom the Paunch, Cetra, Surtha Ek. You know the works. Can the Dawi finish? Crumbling is happening, but it takes its time. The Vampire Fleet character is obstructed here. Dragonback Slayers only have 12 models, and some of these Morngulls still being dragged down, so that's actually pretty impactful that those things are still alive. Let's break 600 likes. It's like watching that one scene from The Matrix. Dude, you're telling me, man. I suppose I could just leave the game, but yeah, I don't know. I'd still be curious to see how this ends. So Syrenes are in weak binding here. They're getting through, but those Longbeards are just freaking persistent. They just do not go. Looks like the Vampire Caster is going to be moving over here. Balance of power is like even. I think slightly dwarf favored though at this point. Yep, shooting into the back of the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass, definitely smart. If those guys get back in, they're going to be a very tough anchor to remove, and these Coilers are about to run off the edge of the map. Ammo's pretty damn good on the gunnery mobs. If Sooth can like keep this fight for a while, I think the fire from the handguns there probably will win the battle for Vampire Coast. The Syrenes are going down here. How many Slayers do we have left? Yeah, and what is the Winds of Magic situation on this Vampire? That's really the question there. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, lag subsiding a little bit. Yeah, good timing, huh? Good timing indeed. So here comes the Longbeards here. They're going to be turning about face. They need to be shut down hardcore, because if they get in, if these handguns go for Sooth, I'm pretty sure he's done for. Like, Sirens can't clear all this, and the heroes and stuff. The last Morngul over here, it looks like, I think there's, well, like, a couple left. No, there's actually 6 left. They're clawing at some of the Longbeards, and the Vampire Fleet Casters going over there to try and save them. Handgun shooting into the center mass. Sirens are critical binding, but still are very, very healthy here. It's like a Swiss watch that has had honey poured onto it. We actually, on our last King of the Hill stream, we had, what's it called? Yeah, Vampires are actually... I don't remember which side of the lobby Sooth was on. I think Sooth is a red player. So I think Dwarves may be pulling ahead here, actually. The Sirens, like, if you surround them, too, that's one way to kill them. Because they have very bad leadership, so they can tank pretty quick. Man, this whole Dwarven army has, like, almost nothing left. It's so squishy. So handguns are going to be switching onto the Longbeards here. And the Vampire Captain running over here as well. Almost 3 hours long, this battle. I know, it feels like it. Sirens down here, still going. Up to 45 kills. 5 leadership, though, is not good. They're going to start taking some big old damage. Sooth does have the Vampire Fleet Admiral kiting out some Longbeards, and does have the pistol. Kind of like Foot Luther. And the handgun mobs must be in guard mode, probably going to unleash a hellish salvo into the face of these advancing dwarves, who are shaken. So if they take like a couple hundred damage, yeah, they're trying to form ranks right now before they shoot. That's going to be the end of those handguns, probably. Even a couple dwarf units should be able to crump them down. Sirens are getting worn. I know. Well, there'll certainly be a warning for people watching the stream back that this one was really laggy. I'll timestamp them all. And the Vampire Fleet Admiral kiting back, trying to get over to its handguns. A couple Sirens might be able to come in and rear break those dwarves. These Sirens are crumbling due to breaking in the rear. And Longbeard's actually broken off back here, surprisingly. Yeah, the terror route's pretty impactful, but yeah, the last Sirens actually do go. And does Sooth have any chance of winning this? I don't think so. I do not think so. We had 2 Dowie games last 30 minutes each. Yeah, we did. Yeah, and the handgun mob's trying to peel, but I think there's just too many dwarves left. They're too stalwart. And here comes the Vampire Fleet Admiral. The Black Pariah Pit popped once again. Maybe a zombie summon's going to go, or an invocation. Not really sure. But yeah, it's such a hard matchup for the Vampire Coast. GG. There you have it. Too laggy though. It's weird. The lag like resolved at the end here. I mean, is it really like? And there you have it, guys. Soothsayer has been defeated, but it was a lag fest. But nonetheless, it was still, that would have been a great game if not for the lag. I would have really enjoyed to watch that. So Sooth is going to be our current King of the Hill. Still, and we have. I'm gonna actually have to talk to Bilbo because if he's lagging that bad. Well played, Sooth. There was no lag before. We'll see what he says, though. Maybe he was saying he was having issues. Maybe he's on his laptop. We'll check with him. He's saying he had good internet today. We could give it a try. Stay for one more. If lags, we will reset. It doesn't seem like there's lag now. Like, usually you can tell. So Bilbo will be our King of the Hill. We'll give him a chance, because sometimes when, like, 2 connections do connect to one another, it can, like, cause some issues. All right, there we go. See ya, Sooth. No, it's not the end. So now we have Sarmation. All right. So Sarmation versus Bilbo. If it lags again, we'll simply step out. So what was his suggestion? If it lags, yeah. Stay for now. So we'll try it. If it lags, I don't know. Maybe it was just like his connection with Soothsayers or something. Who the hell knows? Because like he's not lagging when chat. Usually you can tell that way. It's the Alpine Ridge. So Sarmation, you're the last one up here. How's it going, Abba and Preach? You think they need to replay that? Dude, don't do that to me, bro. Don't do that to me. Come on. 4 more hours. Yeah. It could be on my side. Maybe. My internet speed looks solid though. I have a bitrate monitor, so I can like see my current like speeds, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like. I mean, but again, it's America to Europe. It's America to Poland to Germany. Like sometimes there's like cocktails which aren't great. All right, so Bilbo pick 3. When Bilbo did first join the game though, there was some lag. I noticed, but maybe it subsided. Yeah, hopefully not. Magic murder bag. It's not my birthday. Oh God, don't make us replay that. He said his internet's fine. We'll see though. If it lags, I'm just gonna leave the game, and then we'll have Sarmation play until he loses. Well, the Steam was lagging. Are you guys saying my audio was laggy? That shouldn't be the case. But do let me know if you guys notice anything. But the lag you were seeing was probably the game lag here. As long as the audio isn't lagging. If my audio becomes choppy and laggy, that's how you know it's probably me. So Bilbo goes High Elves, Tomb Kings, Beastmen. So Sarmation goes, he bans Tomb Kings and he picks Wood Elves. So it's going to be Wood Elves versus either Beastmen or High Elves here. Huh, interesting. Well, we are on Alpine Ridge. It's not my birthday. What program do you use to capture footage and edit video/audio? I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit. I use OBS, Open Broadcast Software, to record. And from a microphone, I have a Blue Yeti. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. Are there any hotspots for 40K in SoCal that are worth checking out once things open? Yeah, Game Empire in Pasadena is really big. San Diego has a huge scene as well. Los Angeles and San Diego have massive 40K communities, and so does Northern California, honestly, like Bay Area, San Jose. Like, it's huge in California. Audio is smooth. Okay, so, yeah. Abba and Preach trying to get me to replay that game with the lag. Oh, no. No lag on my birthday. All right, so we got Bilbo versus Sarmation here. The mighty soothsayer finally fell on his own sword there. Got forced into a pretty hard matchup with his picks. Yeah, like, he had no good choices. Empire's rough against dwarves. Coast is rough against dwarves. It's like, it was just a brutal, brutal situation to be dragged into. Hey, we have a donation from Conton. What does this button do? I'm not sure, but thank you for the donation. Thank you for the fiber, dude. Sorry I missed it during that game. I don't play Age of Sigmar, no. I have played a couple games of it on Tabletop Simulator, and I think it's a fun game. I just don't like the lore. So I can't really, like... For me, I have to like the lore and aesthetics of, like, the armies, and, like, yeah. I am painting my Death Guard. Yeah, I'm painting some Plague Marines right now, actually. Sarmation's ready. Bilbo is ready as well. Just about, I think. So we're going to get to see new High Elves. I do not think Death Guard will get Obliterators, no. But, I mean, with Death Guard, if you want Obliterators, you can literally just mix in a Chaos detachment and just, like, of, like, Iron Warriors. You can paint them like Death Guard and, like, say they are. Like, you can get Oblits and Death Guard, no problem, by just having 2 detachments. Yeah. Just my 2 cents. And yeah, now's a good time. I mean, like, the game's going to change drastically. So, like, honestly, I can't really give you guys suggestions on what's good to buy now because, like, the balance is going to be completely different. They're changing a lot of stuff in 9th edition. So, yeah. I am very excited about the old world stuff. That's what I'm, like, most excited about. Like, because I really want to paint up my Empire army, but I also don't want to put too much time painting them with my crippled old hands until I know that it's going to be the same scale and same size and everything. So, we'll see. I can't believe Turin turned 40 today. He still looks like 21 in his prime. Yeah, I definitely don't look like I'm 21. That's for sure. I know. When it actually is my birthday, that's going to be like the the wildest of times. I believe in miracles. All right. Yeah, so Warhammer TV actually released a video that said 9 great things about the new edition, which actually has some spoilers for the new rules, like how tanks work and things like that. So, we'll see. What is the High Elves' favorite date? 420? Probably accurate. Turin has been in my prime for 31 years. I probably haven't been in my physical prime since I was in my early 20s. After my hands got bad, it's just like I just lost all my fitness, more or less. I can still go on runs and things like that. Yeah, I could pass for 25 if I shaved. All right, lag seems fine. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why, like, those two were lagging. This doesn't seem laggy at all. Weird. Yeah, because we didn't have any lag with Sooth at all, and then suddenly there's lag, but then now Bilbo's not lagging. So maybe it wasn't his fault after all. Maybe it's just a weird connection. Anyways, guys, let's go and take a look at the armies here for the High Elves. So basically how it'll go, if Bilbo wins this, he can keep playing. I mean, yeah, these are the last 2 players on the main list. So whichever one wins will then play reserve players until they lose. So they still have a chance to beat Sooth's record, but that's going to be very tough. Mikado, what do you think Warhammer 3 could do to make sieges better? Like, I don't know, just look at Shogun 2, you know? Like, yeah, make the siege engagements like more engaging, I guess. Is the side effect of your hand... Oh man, I wish I had Palpatine's Force Lightning. Alright, so for the build of the High Elves, we have Rangers in the front line. Rangers, of course, a little bit of physical resist. Can certainly fight Eternal Guards and Dryads, okay. He's got Lothar and Seaguard in the secondary. Bilbo does also have Alariel the Radiant, 2 Bolt Throwers, and in the back he has some Dragon Princes and some Dragon Princes here. So Bilbo coming off a nice victory against Soothsayer, and even though it was a matchup in which he was favored, he still played well and was able to get the win. And for Sarmatian, we have Waystalker. Waystalkers are there for the Arrows of Kurnus to snipe artillery pieces. We have Wild Riders, 3 Waywatchers, Goon Squad. You have a Glade Lord with Prey of Anathrema, Eternal Guard, Wild Riders. So yeah, it's really going to be a build very dependent around gooning high-value targets using the Waywatchers. I dig it. And Sarmatian actually going pretty ham with a Vanguard back here. He's putting some Wild Riders back here, but you can see the Dragon Princes are close by. But Dragon Princes shouldn't catch them if Sarmatian is quick on the draw. Oh man, Sarm could get back here and really hammer some of the artillery too, but yeah, there's 2 Dragon Princes nearby. It's a very, very risky engagement for him. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah, Pete R, I have a damaged flexor tendons in my wrists. That's what it's turned out to be. So I'm meeting with a couple doctors to check with options, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's a tough situation. Tough situation indeed. Yeah, Shogun 2 had really fun siege battles. I think like just making the cities more engaging and making it like worth defending the walls, because oftentimes it's not. Yeah. Anyways, Arrows of Kurnus coming in. Man, good value right there. Actually takes out 4 Dragon Princes, which is no small feat. Those are 4 elite dudes. And now the other heavy cav here from Bilbo are going to be advancing up. Maybe getting an engagement against Sarmatian here. You better watch out and not let those Wild Riders get caught. But oh man, the Waywatchers are nearby as well. The Waywatchers, if there is a Prey of Anathrema, could just melt these princes. Granted, the princes are in the tree line. Oh no, a little bit of lag. Not like this, it was so good before. Let's see if it lags. Come on, push through it. If he keeps lagging, we'll just reset the game. Josh Lang, I mean, I think there is some more powerful elements that have come, but I honestly don't think it's that like as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. Basically, as it comes... Oh, in the back line, yeah, this is rough too. Bilbo able to catch those Wild Riders back there. That's like instant death. Both players, I think he forgot about them. Pretty disastrous for sure. Nonetheless, though, the Waywatchers are now shooting in, but we are getting some slideshow action, so it's like it's less laggy this time. It's like it's somewhat tolerable at least. It's not like a complete slideshow. Yeah, we can stick with it. I think it's okay. The Condor. Love your channel. Thanks for all the great work you put in. Give us great content. I learned a lot about this game from you. Glad to hear, man. Much more to come, too. And that's the thing. Like, when people release new stuff, so whether it be 40K, Total War Warhammer, Magic the Gathering, there's always massive outcries of things being, like, blatantly overpowered. And I do think that some things, like, Mither plus Skarsnik is a little bit, like, too powerful of a combo. I think if you reduce the duration of those 2 abilities, you'll be okay. But like everything's going to get brought to balance, and like you got to wait and give some time and let like the earth settle. We've seen a lot of Greenskin losses in our events and a lot of wins as well, but really I don't think it's as bad as a lot of folks say. And again, like it's new stuff too, so people don't understand how to beat it yet. Like the new abilities the Greenskins got really do change their playstyle in many respects. So once people learn how to like counterplay around the rampage effects and be aware that they have these slows, it's not going to be as bad. Yeah, a bit of lag here. We should probably lagging. Let's get next game going. Leave this one. Yeah, it's lagging too much. Yeah. Unfortunately, it had a good start, but it's just like it keeps cutting, and yeah, we'll step out of that one. You know, honestly, when I was in Poland, we had amazing internet. So, Sarm, stay here. Let's see. Yeah, you can even see there's massive lag in the chat. So Bilbo did get a glorious victory against Sooth, but we're going to call in our next player from our reserve list now. So that's going to be Ice Power Total War. If he's still here. No problem, Bilbo. It's all good, brother. Not your fault. See you. In Poland, we actually had really good internet when we were in the city. It was super good. All right. So we will see if Ice Power is still here. He is. And he's joining. Perfect. So we'll find him on my friends list. Perfect. So we can switch the map. Mosquito swamps. Yeah, we'll do mosquito swamps. Yeah, and there's no chat now. There's no lag in the chat now, so I'm pretty sure it was just that. All right, Brayden. Hi, you're one of my favorite YouTubers. Glad to hear that, man. I'll keep trying to grow my mullet out for you and keep you entertained. I really appreciate the donations. Hey, Yakov, no worries, man. Glad to have you on stream. Sorry about some of the lag, guys. It is what it is. It happens in Total War, unfortunately. Yeah, it was weird. Like, he would have no lag, and then it would suddenly lag. It was very... So Sarmation's going High Elves, Wood Elves, and Empire. So Ice will do a pick and ban here. And we'll have Ice basically take up the last slot, so Ice Power can play until he loses also, and have a chance to win the King of the Hill. So then on our reserve list, who do we have next? Arrow Krastik, if he's still here, and then Redneck Buddha and Aaron will be the challengers if those lads are still here. I think I see Arrow Krastik online, so yeah. Yes. Ban and pick. You do it to it, brother. Yeah, the mullet's going to be glorious. Straight Shooter Gaming, Turin, to follow up my last question, how did you learn to edit? I just started messing around and watching YouTube videos. To be honest, I don't do a lot of editing in my videos. As far as like my quick battles go, I trim the beginning and the end. If I need to cut anything out because like I sneezed or the door got slammed nearby, I do that. But it's actually quite simple. And the other stuff I just kind of learned through trial and error and YouTube tutorials, like for some of my guides and how to add graphics and memes and stuff. Yeah. If you had to make a theme song for the channel, what would it be? What would the title be? Well, I would probably just choose Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd as my channel theme. The guitar solo at the end of Freebird is like the most glorious thing on the planet. So he's saying Wood Elves. All right, so we got Wood Elves versus Dark Elves on the Mosquito Swamps. We'll see what schemes these two players have. All right, looks good to me. Thanks, guys, for sticking around on the stream, despite some lag issues we had. Don't worry, we have a little bit more Total War coming up. I'm going to be streaming, not every day this week, but I'll be streaming a lot. Tomorrow, I'll probably be recording a lot of my Scarsnet campaign, so that'll be going down. Oh, Ice Power says he wanted to play Bilbo. They had a rivalry. Oh. If you guys haven't heard Freebird by Lynyrd Skynyrd, I know it's probably more popular here in America, but it's just such a glorious ending. The second half of it. Yeah, it's pretty slow starting, but I love that song. Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd is really good, and the Ballad of Curtis Lowe, some songs I really like by them. Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top. Dude, I'm literally wearing my boxers right now in a tank top with a backwards hat on. I'm definitely not sharp dressed. Yeah, I wonder what Ice Power will bring. Ice Power is certainly a very solid player, and I know he likes to play as Druchii, so... And Sarmation, of course, has been a veteran of many tournaments. Very good player himself, so it should be a good scrap. Yeah, Injured Cast. Yeah, I've seen his Dawn of War 2 stuff. Yeah, he's a good caster. Yeah, Kav, unfortunately I don't know Cyrillic, yeah. My apologies, brother. Fabian Roth, welcome. We're getting towards the tail end of the stream, but hopefully we'll have another 20-30 minutes of entertainment for you. How far are we into the stream right now? Yeah, 3 hours. Getting to that 4-hour mark. Play Freebird! Yeah, it's like if you go to like a bar in the certain places in America, they're in Play Freebird! It's the goddamn best song ever made! Oh, Curtis Lowe is so good. Yeah, so Curtis Lowe is... The Ballad of Curtis Lowe is a really good, kind of slower, softer song by Leonard Skinner that I really like. Yeah. All right, we're ready. Let's go in the Mosquito Swamps, have some fun. A map I don't normally pick, but I actually think it's pretty good if memory serves. It was one of the common maps we used to see a lot in the early days of Warhammer 2. Used to wake the morning. Yes. They took our jobs. I can do some funny redneck voices for sure, since I have a lot of them in my family. Mortal Monster? No, Legend of Total War doesn't play multiplayer to my knowledge. We actually had a content creator tournament a while back we invited him to, but he said he wasn't interested in multiplayer. It's a very different game, you know? It's a very, very different game. Very different skill set. But I mean, some of the skills still apply, like knowledge of units and what they can do, but yeah. Like, you can be really good at campaign and like suboptimal or average at battles and still like beat legendary difficulty if you have really good game knowledge and stuff. But I'm sure he would be fine at battles if he practiced. I mean, he is good at battles, but I'm saying like multiplayer battles, like in tournaments and things like that. All right, so for the forces of the Druchii, we have Harpies, so it's going to be triple Harpy, just a disruption tool to chase down skirmishers, missile pieces, and also be okay in melee combat. Ice Power, aside from that, going for a lot of mobility. Dark Riders, he also has these Slaanesha's Harvesters, and on top of that we have Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, Feral Manticore, plus Malekith. Malekith with Soul Stealer, pretty much a staple of Dark Elf competitive play. Extremely powerful stuff. Yeah, before the rooster crowed. Let me think of the lyrics of that Curtis Lowe song. I used to wake the morning for the rooster crowed. Get me some soda bottles to make myself some dough. Yeah, I think that's more or less it. I'd have to listen to it. It's been a couple weeks. But anyways, that's the Dark Elf army here. And now for the forces of Sarmation. Deepwood Scouts, actually, so not going for Way Watchers. Deepwood's pretty good against light armor. Certainly can pound down the Crows of Cain, some of those other units. We got a Branch Wraith, we got a bunch of Spears, Dryads, Waystalker. Up in the sky, we have a Glade Lord with Prey of Anathrema, so it's like a Prey build, but not using the Way Watchers, instead going the cheaper route. And we'll see how it pays off for him. Yeah. Yeah, it's just more of a practice. Like in Total War multiplayer, you definitely have to practice a lot because you have to be familiar with the metagame and also have an understanding of like the current patch and everything. Granted, you could probably take like good tournament players. They'll not play for like a year and then could come back and still be functional and pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm remembering the lyrics now. I could probably, if I just like sat and focused and wasn't thinking about the game here, I could probably remember all the lyrics to that song. Chest. So Lady Turin just came in and announced that Bretonnian Beans will be coming tonight with Kielbasa. It's going to be great. And here we go, my friends. Sarmation with the Deepwood Scouts in a relatively aggressive deployment. Certainly going to be able to wreck one group of Harpies almost instantly. For the Dark Elves, it's going to be more trying to overwhelm with the Manticore and some Dark Riders and trying to get that very, very juicy Soul Stealer engagement, which is the bread and butter of Druchii. Now for the front line of the Wood Elves as well. Sarmation does have a combination of Eternal Guards and some Dryads mixed in. Eternal Guards will pretty much have a wet noodle contest with Dread Spears, but Dryads actually can cut through Dread Spears and Bleak Swords pretty effectively. So here we go. It looks like, do we have a Waystalker back here? It looks like we have some War Dancers and Wild Riders in the Deep Reserve. Deepwood Scouts are able to unleash a nasty volley on those Harpies right there. And Ice Power actually reacting very quickly. He pulls them back, he gets some jukes. All is good. So here comes the Dread Spears and the Bleak Swords and all those other units here. The Dryads and Eternal Guards taking a little bit more of a conservative approach. I wonder if he's going to use the ammunition from the Deepwood Scouts. They are Swift Shiver Shards, which have shorter range, but also hit exponentially harder at that range. So I'm really curious if he's going to just start nuking these infantry here. It might not be a terrible idea, to be honest. Just the volume of fire. Yeah, I mean, that's some decent damage, right? But clearly he wants to save it for some of the other targets. Now, the Druchii do have stuff on the flanks. You can see Dark Riders here, and Dark Riders here and here, with some Slaanesha's Harvesters action mixed in as well. He's got to watch out for those. Make sure they don't get on top of his archers. We'll certainly see if he's able to. Now, on the front line, the Dryads have engaged, and now the Deepwood Scouts are being used to pick apart the Harpies. But the Harpies, I think, are going to take an aggressive play here and just go balls deep on the Deepwood Scouts. Maybe. Some of them actually attack the Glade Lord up in the sky. Oh, man, another Swift Shiver Volley Shard. The Crows of Cain getting absolutely dunked on by that firepower here from Sarmatian. But Ice Power is getting in, and now we have Malekith, as well as the Manticore, going after, ooh, nasty, that Branch Wraith in a lot of trouble. Dark Riders coming in the back. It looks like the Wild Riders a little bit out of position to intercept them. Although on the other side, Sarmatian does a really good job with the Wild Hunters of Kurnus heading off those Dark Riders. But the rear charge does come in. It's a little bit of shock damage. Dark Riders don't hit terribly hard, but Deepwood Scouts are very squishy as well. 22 melee defense and 15 armor, certainly pretty pitiful in terms of their melee defense. But the Harpies are resurging, pushing in. And if Sarmatian does lose his caster here, that would be very catastrophic. Granted, it looks like the Wood Elves are able to get some Riders and Dryads in. And I think the Branch Wraith might get away. It looks like a Soul Stealer coming in from Malekith. Going to be nuking this pocket, maybe getting some good value. And also we do have the Slaanesha's Harvesters coming in. Yeah, these Harvesters really probably going to be able to finish off these Deepwood Scouts. The other Deepwood Scouts, though, are able to get away. Prey of Anathrema used actually on the Dark Riders, which is, I would say, a good thing for Ice Power Total War. He's able to get that going and, yeah, you know, basically keep it from going on something better like Malekith. Now, the Harvesters push in. They are able to harvest the sorrow of those Deepwood Scouts, and now they're going to be surging into the Deepwood Scouts with Swift Shiver Shards, and they're going to be using their own Soul Stealer. Very good stuff. But the Wild Riders, the Wild Hunters of Kurnus, were able to chase off those Dark Riders, and now comes slamming the base in here and just run over these Slaanesha's Harvesters. Beautiful play there by Sarmatian. And now his Deepwood Scouts are getting healed. They're back online, and the Wood Elf Daka is here to stay. Now, currently, Bounce of Power is, I would say, Wood Elf favored. Malekith wasn't able to really get that investment of the Branch Wraith back here, and the Manticores are just kind of stuck fighting Dryads. Eternal Guards can probably even rotate in and finish off that Frail Manticore and sustain combat. And the Druchii have lost a lot of their mobile elements. The Manticores, not Manticores, but the Harpies have all taken a ton of damage. Dark Riders and all the mobility is pretty much gone. Slaanesha's Harvester is gone. Malekith is really going to have to put this game on his back and carry. And Prey of Anathrema is, you know, it's on cooldown probably, so I guess Malekith can probably get a little bit crazy. I think Ice Power also needs to grab some of his Bleak Swords and Dread Spears and move up and around and start pressing into the Archers. A little bit of an inefficient blob here into War Dancers pretty much puts his troops into a bit of a lawnmower. In the back, Wild Hunters of Kurnus doing a great job just finishing off Dark Elf mobility. Some of them may be mucked up by spears, but for the most part, Prey of Anathrema is here. We have the Waystalker, we have the Branch Wraith, and Malekith is really going to have to hard carry this game, and I don't know if he's going to have the stopping power to do that. So Malekith charging in, going after the Eternal Guard, as well as some of these very, very high DPS War Dancers. Should be good for him here. He's also hidden behind the tree, which is not a bad situation. And anytime Malekith is alive, if the bounce power is somewhat even, and there's still Soul Stealers in play, Malekith can hard carry games for sure. And the thing about this Wood Elf build is there's not like a ton of Waywatcher sniping or, you know, high AP sniping. So Malekith with Soul Stealers may be able to mitigate and actually carry this game, considering the Wood Elves don't have like super strong combat characters left. Yeah, Swift Shiver Shards doing their thing, but oh man, a huge Pendulum's coming in, going to be punishing the blob. It gets right through. Really nice cast there by Sarmatian. Is able to wreck the what's it called? The Dread Spears. Yeah, nice stuff right there. And now the War Dancers and Eternal Guard are pushing in. Manticore as well is back in business, but yeah, with Malekith here and a Soul Stealer, that could definitely get the game back. Like if all the missile play keeps focusing Malekith, and he's able to get a Soul Stealer and heal up, that could be very strong. Arrows of Kurnus coming in, Prey of Anathrema is used. Ooh, this could be very punishing. He's taking a lot of fire from all of these different units. And what's Malekith's HP? Looks like 2.5k. Soul Stealer has to be off cooldown now. Flying back here and using it on the blobs could be very, very efficient, but it seems like the Wood Elves are winning the melee engagements as well. You can see Sarmatian able to win against the Bleak Swords here. A lot of the Dark Elf troops were very blobs and could have actually been pressuring into the back line and keeping those Deepwood Scouts honest, but unfortunately many of them got stuck in relatively ugly frontline engagements. So now Malekith and the Manticore going in for a bit of a gooning attempt, and honestly you can see the bounce pulls back a little bit as Malekith hits very, very hard here. And if the Wild Hunters come in and there's a blob fight, he can then respond with the Soul Stealer and maybe win the engagement. I don't know, Wild Hunters are anti-large. Pretty nasty stand your ground used, and it looks like a Gaze of Malice. Nice Gaze of Malice by Ice Power Total War. Goes right through those Deepwood Scouts. That was a beautiful cast, but Malekith breaks, and that pretty much spells doom for the Druchii, as he doesn't even get that Soul Stealer off. So very well played Disarmation. It was a great game. Scrappy by both players, but he was able to effectively defend his back line using the Wild Hunters and his Wild Riders, and Malekith didn't seem to be quite as effective, as he was mainly stuck on the flank, not really getting those juicy engagements. So well played. That's going to be a victory here for Sarmation, who is going to be getting his second victory here today. We have a donation coming in as well from Magic D. Love the flamboyant Grom animation. Oh, it's so good when he just like opens up his girthy arms. Yeah. Anyone ever hold an all single entity tournament? You know, that's actually an interesting idea. Yeah, that's something to consider. So we got to change this. Sorry guys, I forgot to update the scoreboard. So Sarm is at 2 now. So next up on our list, we had Aerocrastic did mention. We'll see. And Sarmation currently... Very cool. Currently Soothsayer with a massive lead. And then we have Redneck Buddha. Actually, hold on. So we'll get Aerocrastic in here. So if Arrow wins it, the stream is basically over. More or less. I might actually play a game after just for fun. Like do like 1 or 2 ladder battles. What name is he playing under right now? Was expecting Waywatcher spam. Yeah, no Waywatchers. Deepwood Scout's actually pretty good at melting down those Harpies. That was really, really nice. There he is. Cool. So for the next map. And we can do Pillar Bone. Yeah, that's fine. Sarm pick 3. What kind of a keyboard do I have? I don't even remember. It has a giant G in the corner. I think it's Logitech. Yeah, typically how it works in the banner rules, which is what we've been using for our tournaments. I'm pretty sure it's the same for like most tournaments, is that you... Hey man, so they got you to take me down. Arrow is going to be the closer. Yeah, you can have 5 single entities usually, but that's including your heroes and characters. So that's like your Lord, a caster counts as like single entities, and then you'd have 3 slots. So you could have like Sigvald, a caster, 2 dragon ogres, and like a giant or something like that. Because there are certain caps on single entities as well. Yeah. So the players are going to do their picks and bans, and we'll hang out. So basically how it works in King of the Hill is we have a list of usually 10 to 12 players who are on the primary list. And then from there, basically whoever has, if you finish the last person on the primary list, right? They then have a chance to play until they lose. Because they're the last person. If the last person didn't have a chance to play until they lose, it's kind of a stupid thing, right? Because then like it just... What's the point of being last? It's like you just can't win. But they play until they lose, and they play people from the reserve list who were kind of joined a little bit later to the party. And if the person on the reserve list ends them, then the stream ends. Otherwise, the stream would just go on for like 8 hours, 12 hours. It has to be a cap. If cool. No, Sarm, I don't think has played in the Everchosens. What's going on, McCools? So we'll see what they pick. So Sarmation picks Nagarythe, Empire, and Dwarfs. Yeah, they're scheming their matchups right now. Yeah, Sarmation's a really good player. Used to wake the morning. Oh man, Aerocrastic bans Dwarves and he goes with High Elves, but he's playing Nagarythe. Oh man, so Sarmatian has Empire and Nagarythe. No, please don't make me. Please play Empire. Please play Empire. Don't give me a Nagarythe mirror match. No. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. I'm too weak. It's getting to that like late end of the stream where I'm like super hungry and getting a little bit delirious. Oh, thank you, Sarmatian. What a hero. He goes Empire. So we have High Elves versus Empire. This arrow's trying to goad him into doing a mirror, and I'm begging in chat. Are you doing ECL qualifiers one per week? Yes, I'm going to do once per week. It'll be on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Depends on the day of the week, but yeah. Okay, so we have... Sarmatian says, you stole my thunder. Now you will pay the price. It's too late. So we have Nagarythe versus Empire. Oh, man. I'm getting delirious, guys. I have some water. Maybe sit down for a second. All the blood is pooling in my legs because I'm at my standing desk. Some delicious H2O right there. Alright, I'm going to go fill up my water glass again while these players pick. And I'll be back in just a moment. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't know if we'll see Shadow Walkers. I think at the very least from Arrow we'll see a Lithanar. I would wager a pretty penny on that. I'm not sure if they've made any changes that pertain to the FPS. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure some people in chat could perhaps answer your question. Yeah. Oh my god, a Mirror Lithanar matchup. I'm so glad we didn't have to do that, guys. That would have been so depressing. This is the tail end of the King of the Hill. Watch Sarmatian pick it while I'm AFK. Oh god. Thomas, Turin, for how long have you been using the standing desk, and have you noticed any changes? Yeah, the standing desk, I have less, like, it feels better for sure. On my, like, shoulders, forearms, like, biceps. Like, I'm able to get a really good ergonomic angle with it, and it's, like, adjustable too, so I can put it down to a sitting desk, but I do like the standing desk more. I actually love casting more, because from a casting perspective, it opens up your diaphragm so you can speak easier, whereas when you're sitting, everything's kind of, like, compressed. So I would actually prefer to cast standing, like, any day of the week. Granted, it does get tiring, too. Like, you can't relax as much late at night. You're always, like... It keeps you off the computer, like, in off hours, because you're like, I don't want to go stand, I want to relax somewhere, but... Yeah. Well, Lithanar isn't terrible. You know, he can snipe some Empire casters and characters, and has really good range, too, so... Yeah. Yeah. What units are missing from the Bretonnian roster? Are there any units that you guys are aware of that are missing from Bretonnia's roster? Yeah, who knows? Marcus isn't... So the thing is, Marcus used to be way better than a Lithanar, but Marcus is like has 180 range, whereas a Lithanar has like 300 something. So they have very different roles. Marcus is, or a Lithanar is more like a bolt thrower lord, like a ranged kind of a sniper piece, whereas like Marcus is more of like a short range burst character, comparatively speaking. But I do think Marcus is way better because he has nets built into his kit, which is super strong. Costs no one's magic, so take it as you will, but I think it's not as bad as people say. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to adjust some stuff. Glorious Foot Knights. Yeah, I wish... I would actually really like it if they added Henri Le Massif. The Warhammer Gregor Clegane, if they would add him to Bretonnia's main roster. I think that'd be good. Sorry, guys. Like all these creaking sounds on my stupid floor as I like adjust everything. Bretonnia never had a big army book, huh? Very little, to be honest. Okay, yeah. Good to know. So we are on the Pillar of Bone, a classic map, one of my favorites, actually. Some nice, disgusting greenskin effigies litter the battlefield. You can see here we have this big old one right here. Pretty cool looking, for sure. I'm glad the Greenskins finally got their crumpin'. Anyone know if they will announce anything about Warhammer 3? I would imagine maybe sometime by the end of this year. I have no idea. Purple Sun of the Peasants. I actually like snares and nets for the Greenskins because as someone who played a lot of Greenskins before, it was very frustrating to keep your lords alive. Like when you were playing Wurzag and like you were getting chased by a Feral Manticore that just requires like a Winds of Magic point and click from someone, and like you had to like struggle for all of your life to keep your lord alive from a stupid Manticore. That like was so triggering. Like playing Greenskins and getting your lord sniped and goons. I'm glad they have some counterplay now. I think that you need to reduce the rampage time and the slow by a little bit, but other than that, I'm happy they got a lot of those changes. No, it's no lag. That when it takes a long time to load in, oftentimes it's because of the computers instead of the internet. So, yeah. So here for Aerocrastic's army, we have a list for him. Is going to be Silver and Guard. Yeah, Spearman, Silver and Guard, 1 Swordmaster of Hoeth, more Spearmen, 2 Sisters. We got a Lithanar and double Great Eagle. On top of that, we got a Mage of Life and a Spirit Leecher, which I think is good. If you're going to be going for a sniping lord, having Spirit Leech to finish the job is quite solid. It's going to be Arrow's army, Fireborn as well. Now for the forces of Sigmar. We got Free Company Militia in the front. Looks like in total there's going to be 3 of those bad boys. On top of that, Spearmen, State Troopers, no surprise there. Reiksguard Knights, very rare sighting. You usually see Knights of the Blazing Sun or Empire Knights, but Reiksguard Knights are going to be coming in. General of the Empire on horseback. What does he bring to the table? I suppose he has the Charmed Shield, but a very interesting choice. Amethyst Wizard with Doom and Darkness and Spirit Leech, and it looks like, oh baby, a Hellblaster Volley Gun from Sarmation. Treating us to some goodies. Oh, this is going to be a good one, guys. This is going to be good. Hey, Ice Power, we'll see you back in the next King of the Hill. Don't you worry, bud. And yeah, this should be quite a bit of fun. We got Hellblaster Volley Guns. Double, wait, is that a double Hellblaster Volley Gun? Oh, what can Aerocrastic do against such reckless hate? Those Hellblasters are going to be super nasty against the Sisters and Fireborn. Oh, man. Double Hellblaster Volley Gun. You guys, I hope you're prepared for the glory of Sigmar. Arrow certainly is going to have his hands full dealing with those. I mean, they're actually really good against a ton of stuff he brought, which is really funny. And it's a small map, too, so the Hellblasters don't have to worry about their range not being, like, super optimized. Like, 290 range will hit everything here. It's double Hellblaster. I missed the second one. Yeah. Get out of here. Some flies attacking me. Cursed creature of the abyss. All right, looks like the players are ready. Good luck, have fun. If Aerocrastic wins this, then we have another... If Aerocrastic wins, the King of the Hill is over and Soothsayer will be the winner. But if Sarmation wins, he'll have the opportunity to keep playing and try and beat Soothsayer's record. All right, so the Sisters of Avalorn teeing up. Where are the Hellblaster Volley Gun shooting? Looks like after the Swordmasters. No, going after the Sisters, I think. A little bit hard to tell. The Moonbow used, and it does not take out one of the Hellblaster guns. It did some good damage, but look at this. The firepower of Sigmar, the Free Company Militia shooting in. The Hellblaster Volley Guns should be teeing off in the back. Yeah, going after the Swordmasters. But honestly, not doing great damage right away. Okay, now they're starting to do their damage. You can see the Swordmasters are getting Shrek'd pretty good. What a strange build from Sarmation. Not bad, though, for sure. So Swordmasters are rushing to engage. Hellblaster Volley Gun is certainly tearing them apart, but it seems to be shooting in like the hollow part of the formation. Oh man, look at it. It's pouring in there. But yeah, definitely I would put 1 Hellblaster on each of these Sisters, but now Aerocrastic has gotten in range. So the Hellblasters were put up a little bit greedy here, a little bit too close to the front line, and now the Sisters can actually range them, which is very problematic. So Hellblaster Volley Guns have switched onto the Sisters of Avalorn, and now you can see the Free Company Militia are shooting as well. Double Great Eagles landing here, and now in the back, the Empire Knights and Reiksguard Knights need to get busy, and you can see how they are coming up and around the back. And the Fireborn are a little bit busy with some swordsmen here, so there's a bit of an opening here for the Reiksguard Knights to come in. The Lithanar is also quite good at sniping artillery. The Sisters have switched their fire here onto the other Hellblaster Volley Gun, which is pretty unfortunate. So yeah, they're able to get just so much value against the Empire right away. I think Aerocrastic's certainly going to be in a commanding position here. I know, I'm a Nurgle boy. I need to get used to the flies. But Sarmatian really needs to kick his Reiksguard into gear. They just haven't really gotten engaged yet and haven't done much. But even still, the Empire's in okay shape. You can see here the General of the Empire able to force back some of those pigeons. Most of the stuff the Empire has lost is very chaffy aside from the Hellblasters, but losing 2,000 gold pieces that early in the game is extremely punishing. Swordmasters of Hoth, I think, are still fighting as well. Where are they? And the Reiksguard Knights circling around the back, but the Fireborn are here to greet them. So Aerocrastic is going to be able to intercept with the Fireborn. So he'll take the tighter angle to make sure he gets in front of both of them, heading off these Reiksguard Knights. And the other ones could creep around the back, though. Like, if Sarmatian is really kind of on it, he could move through. But he does get the charge into the Sisters, which does temporarily shut them down. And then we have two Great Eagles doing battle with the General of the Empire. State Troopers doing their thing. Some of the Empire Knights did do a frontal charge, but into Silver and Guard is pretty cost inefficient. And the Fireborn, of course, will win against Reiksguard Knights, no problem. But some State Troops are moving in, honestly. Despite the Empire taking such massive damage in the beginning, they're doing a good job still scrapping here. But Arrow's also doing a very solid job of keeping a Lithanar shooting and also keeping the Sisters of Avalorn online. But the Empire is Legion here, as these Spearmen and these Empire Knights do surge through. And now we're going to be jumping onto the Sisters. These Reiksguard Knights, getting hammered by the Fireborn, but there's just so many. I mean, Sarm could easily grab these Reiksguard and hammer into these Sisters now too, which are a little bit undefended. Here comes the charge. Fireborn a little bit mucked up in the center. Reiksguard Knights with a huge erect charge right into these Sisters. Going to be pounding some of those ladies for sure as they get pushed back. But Sisters aren't slouches in combat. 50 melee defense will be able to hold up against a lot of charge pressure. Man, if he had only put those Hellblaster volley guns a little bit further back, this could have been a very different game. Just a very unfortunate way to start that battle with having them so close. Yep, Sigmar's pushing hard. General of the Empire's going. He's actually fighting a Lithanar, but a Lithanar does have some healing support. Spirit Leech going down on the Mage of Life from the Amethyst Wizard. And also we have some Empire Knights collapsing in. And if the Empire's able to goon out the leadership here, that Mage of Life is taking a bunch of damage. The General of the Empire with the Charmed Shield giving him a bit of ward save. And it seems like the Sisters are more or less offline now. I mean, they're still kind of embroiled in combat, but they're not shooting functionally into some of the Empire Heavy Cav. The Free Company Militia is really cool to see here too. So the Mage of Death still alive, and you can see the Spearmen are holding here with a little bit of Reiksguard support. Maybe that General of the Empire could charge in and finish off that Mage of Death, who knows? Still a pretty close battle, slightly favored for the High Elves, I would say. But there are a lot of Empire troops left. Reiksguard Knights still fighting. Fireborn's still in good shape, though. 32 Fireborn is going to be really tough. There's, like, nothing in this army aside from Spirit Leeches that's going to be particularly effective against them. It's kind of just like a grinding battle. They're up to a freaking 127 kills. So this is a good play here from Sarmatian. He is able to get the Great Eagle down with the spears, and he does also take down the Mage of Death. And if the Empire General is able to jump on a Lithanar as well and maybe take him out, that can be really nice. He's also got Sisters of Avalorn stuck in sustained combat versus Chaff, which is really not where they want to be. The other Great Eagle from Aerocrastic up in the air is going to be going after the Amethyst Wizard. Maybe? No, he turns around. He's changing his mind. It's going to be trying to protect the Lithanar. Foeseeker is activated, and a Lithanar is going to be jumping in. Not a Lithanar, but the General of the Empire is going to be jumping in to help out against the Dragonborn. Fireborn, Dragonborn, Fus Roda. Spirit Leech going down to the Fireborn, certainly very good. Pretty much one of his only functional tools he still has to take out these elite Cav. So he lures the Great Eagle over here. And now where does he go with that General of the Empire? Does he go for Lithanar? The Duel of Duels! With the Shadow King about to be ambushed. And the General of the Empire able to punt him down and actually do some really good shock damage. Slippery has been popped by a Lithanar to give him some melee defense. The General of the Empire certainly has a good charge bonus at 65, but he is taking some bow shots from the Sisters. And there is also a mighty Great Eagle lurking nearby who's going to be hunting him. But Sarmatian with some really good jukes. Despite losing so much early on, he's really scrapping quite well in this game. Spirit Leech going down as well. This could be the beginning of the end for the General of the Empire as the mighty bird is chasing it, plus some nice Sister Fire. It's getting in there, but there's still a lot of State Troops left. And the State Troopers of Sigmar are not going quietly, and the Spirit Leech seem to do almost zero damage against that General of the Empire. But a Lithanar is probably going to be able to goon him. Free Company Militia here for Sarmatian. Going to be focusing down that Mage of Death, making sure he doesn't come back. And is there volley firing? Yes, it is. You can see the Mage of Death probably going to break right there in -7. But so does the General of the Empire. So now, if we look at the forces of Sigmar, we have a couple loose Cav units up on the high ground. Great Eagles are actually being worn down by the Free Company Militia. And a Lithanar, basically the Empire General is dead, as is the High Elf Caster. So they both kind of traded heroic roles. The one advantage for the Empire, of course, is they still have magic. But man, that Great Eagle coming in and just punting down that poor Amethyst Wizard. A Lithanar actually friendly firing his bird right here, but the Wizard's trying to get into the Spearman ranks to get some help. But yeah, it's looking like that's going to be a High Elf victory here. Man, what a great game by both players. Like, essentially speaking, Sarmatian was playing like down for like a lot of that game. Like he had like losing the two Hellblasters in the beginning before they even get their value is so painful. Like had they been shooting the whole fight, had been further back, That could have been probably a pretty solid win for the Empire, considering how everything else went. Man, well played! So, Sarmatian, functionally kind of in a second place, but Soothsayer is going to be our winner in today's King of the Hill, getting 6 wins in a row. Certainly a very solid performance for him. And that is going to be a glorious victory for Chilaxland Soothsayer. That was a really good game, honestly. Sarmatian did such a good job scrapping back. But Aerocrastic was able to really just get huge value with his Fireborn, and they just like wrecked like so many cav units. It was quite insane. Ulrich's Teeth, retreat! GG, well played. So that is going to be it for now. Well played, Sarm. Yeah, that was a great game. Really close. The Hellblaster volley guns getting compromised was a problem. So as is a bit of a fun tradition, I will close out the game with one of my own games here. So let me go ahead and switch it off. We'll go here. Should pull it up in just a second. So I'm going to do one ladder battle to end them all. And that will be that. I hear a kettle in the kitchen popping off. Then I hear the pitter-patter of feet as Anna runs to stop it. All right, guys. King of the Hill is over. Soothsayer is our official victor. And now we're going to go ahead and do... I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see more greenskin crumping? Congrats to Soothsayer for sure. All right. Eyes is looking to crump some gits. I'm trying to like get really good at Greenskins with their new changes, so I'm going to play Greenskins here, and he's going Empire. So I actually have a build for this. Oh, we already saw this earlier. Do you guys want to see some High Elf action? Or Chaos? I don't know. I'll do. We already saw Empire versus that earlier, so I'm going to just switch to High Elves for now. I'm actually not very good at High Elves, so bear with me, guys. Yeah, I have some fun stuff I'm going to show you, so let me go ahead and get the screen blocker up. Cool. I don't want to do... We already saw this in the first game of the stream, so for those of you guys who have been here the whole time, I want to do something a little bit different for you. So I'm going to pick some fun stuff. Don't worry, my friends. All right, looks good, looks good, looks good. God, so expensive. Goodness gracious. It is I, from LA. Saying from LA? I wonder how he knows me from Los Angeles. Yes, I do live in LA. So let's go ahead and try some of these guys out. Get some of these. I'm doing a pretty wild build here, guys. I don't really know how it's going to work, but we'll try our best. The Culkin Plains. I can't remember what this map looks like. I'm trying something different, guys. Because you guys have seen a ton of Imrik, so I'm doing something different. I need my mullet army blocker. Well, when the mullet presents itself, there will certainly be some action there. Pleasure, man. Let's party. I'm weak with High Elves, no problem. High Elves are definitely one of my weaker factions. I want to be good at them, but I just can't get it around my brain, unfortunately. All right, that's fine. We'll try this. God, he's so darn expensive. Could try some of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, he's already way too expensive. I can't like afford to meme too much more. God, man, High Elves are just such a pricey faction. It's crazy. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna bring some fun units. We're gonna bring some good times. All right, we'll get some of you guys. I do not stream on Twitch. No, I only usually stream on the YouTube. I'm sorry, you're calling me a meathead. Meathead's such a funny word. God, this is just so bad. Oh God, this build's just gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna get dumpstered here. Got a couple of you guys. Do I like bring you? Get a couple Reavers, I guess. Man, it is just such jank. I don't even know what I'm doing with this build. Okay, can we just get a little bit of money? A little bit of dough saved here? Is that possible? Okay. That's so expensive and so not useful against Empire. Why am I doing that to myself? I'm trying to like show you guys new units that you haven't seen often, but it's so hard to integrate them without just being absolutely janky. Freaking Fireborn are so expensive too. Triple Phoenix? No, not Triple Phoenix. That's a little bit too much. That just would not be strong. Alright, so that looks fine. Looks fine there. Maybe we need some counter skirmishing, perhaps. A couple of you guys to have some utility and maybe force some good engagements for myself. And then here we can get the... Man, I don't know what I'm doing with this build. It just does not seem good, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's have at her. All right, we're trying something wild. It might work, it might not. We got some lions, we got some birds, we got some rangers, and a very special treat for the Lord, who I don't think many of you guys have seen in multiplayer. Yeah. No, Krace, we're not going full lion. I actually brought Eltharion the Grim, because like nobody uses Eltharion in multiplayer, so I'm like, let's try and use him. He's just overpriced. But I also brought an Arcane Phoenix, which is like a huge stretch. So I'm going to have to get some really good goons, honestly, or else I'm just going to lose. Yeah, he's probably got like a good army. Yeah, it's not that much bigger than mine, to be honest. All right, Screen Blocker. Get rid of it. So Soothsayer has won the King of the Hill event for the day. Understood. Yeah, he's won. As you say. He was defeated finally by Bilbo Baggins, but not before... Without fail. Cool. So we have Eltharion and an Arcane Phoenix. We have some Reaver Archers to go skirmish with. And we can get some Silverhelms as well, 4 and 5. One of the Silverhelms will have the mighty Rahagur's Pride running with it. Very cool. 5 here. Get some of these guys kind of hiding in the Shadow Realm here. It's fine. Orders received. Let's do it. Yeah, High Elves are one of my weakest races, guys, so don't judge me too much here. I try. I mean, I can still compete with them, but I'm not like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't have like familiarity with their units. Italian Spartacus, yes, I know him from real life. We went to college together in 2006. I don't want to ready up. We'll wait for him to do it. Always change the position of your rear vanguards when you're streaming. Alright, so let's do this. Get the cav going here. And what does he have? Some Silverhelms over here. Okay, so Tempest is actually going to be really useful here. We've got Boris Todbringer. So we're just going to advance with the main force. Halberds will lose out to some of my troops. Reaver, Archers, let's get them on the flanks. And you can come back here and just start to party. So once we get a little bit closer, let's creep up. Try and keep him interested. What artillery does he have? Is that a cannon? Yeah, it's a great cannon. Okay. Cool. So these skirmishers going to come in. We can't outrange the handgunners, but we should be able to poke at least. A little poke and stroke. Looks like he's shooting the Rahagur's Pride. He's got to have some cav hiding somewhere. Okay, yeah, there it is. Awesome. Let's pull back. What does he have? He's got some Pistoliers. So we can shoot here, just kind of screen. Pull back Big Bird. And I'm really tempted to fly in and do some craziness here. Oh, he actually had some Empire Knights back there, some Reiksguard Knights. I was wondering, his army looked a little thin. Cool. So our missile cav should be able to chase his down and potentially hammer them. Our Reaver cav in the back did get caught by some Empire Knights, but we should be able to kind of weave through the seam here. Yeah, and we have the range advantage, so as long as we kind of just keep it honest, cool. So now we got to catch him with a Tempest if we can, so boom. You guys engaged here. Pull the Rahagur's Pride back, get you guys engaging here, and the white lines can go around the flank. So now, how can we do this? We want to get you if we can. So let's pull back, juke a little bit. We're going to get Tempest going, and now we can go in for the goon. Perfect. Pull you guys on the flanks. You guys up as well. Pull you, pull you. Yeah, we're getting them down pretty good. Very good. So pull the Reavers in on the flanks. We're taking a bit of damage. That's all right. So let's go ahead and split up the Rahagur's Pride. Lions, you guys go here. Pull all you guys in tight. And good. So we got rid of his caster with the Tempest gooning. You get the Reavers pushing in. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the war lions feast tonight. So now we just need to kite out his dude here, if we can. You guys can shoot Boris if you want. The war lions have collapsed in the back. Let's get on the other handgunners if we can. War lions can come over here. And these silver helms, what do we have here? Some Empire Knights? Yeah, we can do that. Just keep kiting for now. Arcane Phoenix, let's go ahead and do the bombardment here to give you guys some style points. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the Phoenix bombards tonight. There he goes, perfect. Go back there. That was alright. Definitely a little bit of style points for that. So let's get our Reavers and go into melee combat and chase them down if we can. You guys can collapse into those guys, and good. So now we have the Manticore Summon dissipating, so we can go for Boris. And I have an Apotheosis as well. Probably should use that. Cool. So the artillery more or less has been shut down. The Rahagir's Pride, we can do the Roar. Slow down his heavy cav. Rangers, let's get them re-engaged with halberds. And there's not going to be any more Manticore summons, so that one should disappear in just a second. We need to wait for him to take off from this guy again. Alright, Silver Helms, push in. White Lions, push in as well. Rangers, we can get them back into combat. Should be able to win this. Oh, he's too close. Okay, we can pull back here. Use the Tempest. Alright, so he's stabilized some stuff. We have some Silver Helms back there. Let's go chase him down. Pull the White Lines back into this center mass engagement. Pull them back. And the Mighty Bird is here, so now we can actually go ahead and overcast Tempest on Boris again. So we can pull back. He's going to take a bunch of damage. Actually, we could just go in for the kill here. I think that's fine. Alright, so we got some good chase over here, which is solid. He was able to win some engagements. But Boris getting taken out by Eltharian's Tempest is going to be good. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to use this on. We'll just use this on some Rangers here. Whatever. Alright, so Toddy's down for the count. That's good. Our Reaver Cab are chasing the Pistoliers into the corners of the map. Should be able to get him eventually. Yep, we got him. Good. Arcane Phoenix in a couple seconds will have a nice bombardment. Eltharian the Grim can just be used. Help for some of the Spearmen.
Execute them.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the vortex is popped tonight. Oh yeah, look at that damage, baby. That's good. Let's go ahead and Apotheosis that guy as well. Alright, so Rahagir's Pride still here. In the back, we were able to chase down the handgunners. Get you guys going after the handgunners, and you guys can come back. And you guys can come back in as well. What are those, Reiksguard Knights? Yeah, we don't want to give them too much fight. Cool, so we broke that position. It's going to be GG. Yeah, my build wasn't good, but we were able to pull it off with a couple good Tempests. Because he invested in the Air Force. Tempest is really good. Yeah, if people go for flying units, it's going to be rough for them. Anyways, guys, my hands are a little bit strained, so I should probably chill out for the rest of the day, but that's just one way to close it. Eltharian has some teeth. I mean, Tempest, if you know they're going air, he can justify himself, but he's so expensive. Falcon, don't question it. It looked cool, all right? There was only like 10 Rangers left anyways. Tempest is super strong. You see, Galahad knows. Style points. Trapped in the jungle with huge lines. Definitely not fun for Empire soldiers. Yeah, that's definitely not what I would usually bring against Empire. Like, I don't know. Eltharian could still be okay. Halberds against High Elves. What? Oh, Halberds against like Silver Helm and Mass Cap play can be okay. And they have Charge Fence. A couple other good attributes as well. Turin Insidious feigning weakness. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining. It was super fun. Thank you to the mods. Congratulations to Talaxalent Soothsayer for the glorious victory in today's King of the Hill. And also we had a massive amount of donations from all of you guys. Thank you so much. From Magic D, Braden Jaskowick. I think I got your name right. I tried my best. Braden again. The Condor 29. William McCoy. Meccano. We have Conton, Bunsky 21, Chill Warlock, well played Chill, Lich 109, Justan, Magnum Knights, Michael Isaac, Adam Marshall, Lancelot, Soldier, Adam Marshall, Soldier again, Sofa Muncha, Shangar, and yeah, I think I got most of them. Hey, and Pickled Buddha, thanks for closing it out. Hey, you're welcome for the Eltharian game. Yeah, it was fun. You can get pretty nasty goon squads if they bring an Air Force, but yeah, it was a jankety build. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to Soothsayer, our glorious victor for today. We'll see you guys back with more streams very, very soon.